1818.
Thank you.
No,
I said
that's not
1818.
18.
Yeah, well, whatever.
1818.
You won't be here tomorrow. Anyway.
Allegedly.
Is that significant in any way?
No, it would just sound great.
There we go. All right.
You ain't with it?
Okay.
Well, it could be because 1818, that's 9 and 9, which is 18.
Stop.
And
Stop.
18 is 8 plus 1, which equals 9, and so it makes it a 9.
I mean, I'm down.
Who is that? That's probably
Tangy.
me, because I'm just messing up today. Oh, it's not me. It might be you.
Oh, okay. It might
I'm so happy it wasn't me. Oh, that's so good.
Get your vibe.
Yeah.
It is the Rollout Show right here at RolloutStudios.com. It's your boy Speed Doggy Dog, the funniest motherfucker you ever gonna meet in the house.
Can you turn the chipper down?
10.
That we can never turn that
No,
down.
it never goes down.
It comes like that, nigga.
You're lucky I didn't come 15 minutes early.
In the house we got.
Nikki Pam.
In the house we got.
Tangy Ambrose, heaven, I missed y'all.
At the great table we have.
Javon Dawkins.
And to my other side, NFL star. Well, used to be. Now he's at home with the kids. Apparently, you got to leave at 1 to go pick him up.
Good place to be. Good place to be.
My man Ephraim in the building. Used to be with the Houston
Texans,
or
Atlanta
Texans.
Falcons, Denver Broncos.
Good steak.
excuse
Ooh,
me.
that's right.
Look at you.
Dustin
Did you get a ring?
showed us,
Huh?
Did you get a ring?
He said, huh?
Speedy,
You know you heard him.
You got checks.
Speedy, show him your ring. Speedy, show
I
him
got a
your
ring.
Checks.
I
got
was
a ring.
What,
celebrity
is
league.
that high school?
No, it's a celebrity basketball league.
Go Blue Dolphins.
Ephraim Salam. Am I saying it right? Salam.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. Good job.
wow.
Ephraim Salam in the building. One of my good friends.
It's good to be here. I've heard so much about this show. I'm excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, you came here
On
judgmental.
time.
You was
Well,
very judgmental when you got here.
Well, that was an 11 o'clock show. I got here 15 minutes early.
And Pam, the whole time when 11 came, he went, Speedy, it's 11?
Like,
Do we start the 11 o'clock show at 11? I said, no.
I just wanted to know what
my
time,
shit.
Just wanted to know what time the 11 o'clock show started.
It's a roundabout.
well,
It's a roundabout show.
They like to be in suspense, and it gives the chat room a chance to get together and bond
bonding.
before we come on. Yeah, because they get on and they talk. Hey, how you doing? What y'all do? We missed y'all. Oh, they not here yet.
It's like this the whole
It's a
show.
whole thing.
The
And
whole
we
show.
have to allow them to express themselves before we come on, because then we start talking.
I see you have clocks on the wall, multiple clocks.
see that last one. See
Right.
that last
The
one says,
last
Actually
clock-
on time.
The last clock says CP time.
We're actually
we're
on time.
early.
It's actually midnight on CP time.
Ephraim in the building. Thanks, man, because he said at Fox, nigga, I want to be on the show. I said,
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, this is yesterday? When you
No, at the party.
Oh.
Fox party.
Which party? It's been so long.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Hey.
I get around the motherfuckers when I can. When I know when E came, it was just what we got.
Right.
Speedy, it's 11. It's because you on Fox TV.
I'm just saying, we have to show up on time. Be professional. Energetic.
Well, when you
Well,
own the
Tangy's got
studio
that.
and you own the mic,
Right.
you start this motherfucker when you want to.
We could have did this from the back of your minivan.
Pretty
man.
much,
Oh,
pretty
hilarious.
much. Or we could do it.
Did he has a minivan?
Yeah, he does.
I didn't know that.
Ish.
It's 12 kids. Not that many stylish cars for 12 kids. Put that out there.
All right, eat your fire right. It's a little early in the morning.
I'm just saying, you're going to have that many babies. You don't
Boy,
get to
you
pick
about
what
to
type
get
of
it.
luxury
I
vehicle
tell
you
you,
have.
gonna get it. Either you get it when you're here or when you leave. Either way it goes.
That's fine.
I'm going to win. I never lose. It is Monday.
This small bottle of water for me? It's a shot of water.
Look,
Well, I
we
can't
can't
tell you
afford
above human
16 ounces.
size here.
Go ahead and
Now, E, when you played, you was at what weight?
325.
God damn.
Yeah,
Oh, I remember that too. Because we go. This when you was at Denver, or
It depends on when you're talking
when I
about.
saw you.
that was
went to the Raider game.
That was the Texans.
Okay, so I go to the Raider Texas game because he's playing. He got tickets for his whole nine. And so, what number were you? I forgot. Was
74.
74. So he on the side like, well, who you know on the team? I said, the dude right there with the clean uniform. 74. That motherfucker was clean. He had his helmet. He was just, he You know when you on the side. Now, I'm only doing this because he was in the league. He toward the end, he got a check on this. It was a great check. Put that up there. But when he on the side, I mean, he'd a high five soon. They come on the court. Oh, shit. He had no helmet on. Pads clean. The cleats barely got a little grass on them. My dumb ass. I'm in the motherfucking booth going, "Eee!" You can't hear me. I'm really going, "Eee!" Then he finally, they gonna kick a field goal. He get on the field. I said, "They gonna eat."
Field goal team.
And then, so if you ever really watch the field goals, they don't hit.
No.
Said, "Hike, grab." Everybody
it.
down there, you don't move, I don't move. Nigga, we get a check, we going back to the sideline. You don't need me twisting my ankle trying to block. You ain't gonna block. You ain't gonna block it. You're not gonna block it. The worst gonna happen, he gonna miss the field goal. And then you blame the kick.
That's right. Yeah. Well, that was the 13th. That was my 13th year in the league.
Yeah.
He never got a chance to. He never got a chance to see the first 10 that I started
At,
every game. So
he
loves to bring that up.
But don't get me wrong, he used to carry his pitcher with him. For our first meeting, y'all played the league. Hold on, homie. And to show him blocking somebody, I was like, "Oh, did you pose for this shit?"
I just had
before the internet.
Okay.
This nigga had a Polaroid. Look, he went. Hey, Speed. I said, "Who carries a Polaroid?" Hold on.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, player.
So wait a minute, just so that I understand. So the first few years you blocked.
No, the first 10.
The first 10 years.
Yeah,
That's a decade.
A decade.
That's just a decade.
Yes, a decade.
How many games you missed?
Yes.
Maybe 3 in 10
That's
years.
pretty good.
So wait a minute. So the first 10 years you blocked, and then the next 3.
I was just hanging out, you know.
That's what.
So you didn't get hurt at all.
Can't get hurt when you're hanging
Yeah, when
out.
you're hanging out.
That's what I
And
was
high-fiving.
right.
You could drop the soap and it go bad. But outside that, you're good.
That's the wrong team. We're talking about the wrong sport.
I'm sorry, those are
Talking about the
football
wrong
huggers.
sport.
That's kind of
football.
smart though, because he got to play and he's still healthy and he moved. Why did you stop playing?
I was tired of playing. I wanted to do something else, like this show.
So what do you do? So is this what you do now? You guest star on radio shows?
I do radio. I'm radio and television. I work over at Fox and do a radio show for Fox and stuff like that. And
You
also
here
have
now?
A movie entertainment company. So
I love it. Now, did you start that
Hold
before
up,
you
nigga.
stopped
You ain't
playing
just gonna
football?
drop
Yes.
Or,
Right.
that's excellent.
You
That's
have a
very
what?
good.
we have a movie entertainment company.
Now, what is
You,
that?
you know the company.
What company is that?
It's called Hidden Empire Film Group.
Find a joke in
Oh,
there.
okay. Yeah.
Hidden Empire is something in the title. you can mess
Speedy
with.
knows.
It'll come, trust me.
He knows.
2 minutes, nigga. I'm gonna set this motherfucker on
Speedy
fire.
knows. He be like, "Hey, yo, you know I'm ready to work. What y'all got going on over there?" He know what's going on. He know we ain't playing over there.
When I bring you my headshot,
So you like being behind the scenes?
I love it. I love being creative. So many, for the most part of my working career was all about the physicality of everything. You know, playing football and using your brute strength. And of course, you have to be intelligent. The smarter you are, the longer you play.
Right.
But to be able to create, you know, off the field and then see something come to fruition is, I mean, it's
now
tremendous.
tell them what position you played.
I played offensive tackle, left tackle.
So, which you blocking for the quarterback, opening holes.
The Blind Side. Anybody seen the Blind Side movie? I played that position.
All right. So, who was the toughest person you had to?
The block against the
Block
defensive
against,
end. I usually at left tackle you play against the defense's highest paid player, and their best pass rusher. Now Dwight Freeney was the guy that I
Dwight,
hated.
I know.
Did he get you?
Dwight, I know who that is.
Oh, he got me now.
Oh yeah.
For the first 4 years of his career, he did not get me, and then one day. It changed my life forever. Good Lord. I said, I don't even know
you
what
got
to
caught
do.
with the spin. That spin
That
move was
spin
what he's
move,
famous
man.
for.
You know what? I was good on the spin. It's when he turned from quickness to power. Right? He was a young small dude who was real fast. Played safety at Syracuse College, and then he implemented the bull rush, which is when you take your helmet and put it down the middle of someone else's helmet and tries to run them over. And the first time he did that, the back of my head hit the quarterback. I said, "Oh Lord, I don't know what to do."
Look, that was first down.
I said, "Oh, shit."
3 more down to hit his head.
I did not have a good game that game, but we won, not because of me.
Now, did you ever concussion anything like that? You ever?
I mean, I played in over 150 some odd games.
Somewhere that you went sleep.
But they weren't diagnosing concussions back then.
You just went on back in. Please don't come this.
They would just wave their hands in front of your face. I'm not lying. They'd be like,
You good?
"He's okay," and just send you back in there.
Wow.
It's so weird now because all the camera angles, and you see somebody get like.
You can see their
quarterback.
You can see their
Or the
eyeball.
hands.
Yeah, you can
when,
see.
when they lock up, and they go.
Yeah,
They be set tripping. You're like, oh shit.
yeah, it's crazy, man. And when they used to bring guys out of the game from head injuries, when they first implemented that rule. For those who don't know, NFL has new concussion protocols because of the giant lawsuit players levied against the NFL, which they settled for like $770 million or something like that, which is horseshit. Yeah. But so now they have independent neurologists watching with the bird's eye view of players who look like they might be a little concussed. Yeah. And when they first started doing that, and guys would come out of the game and wouldn't go back in, I was like, "Oh, look at this soft ass." No, but that's how we were taught. Yeah. Right? Like, no matter what's wrong with you, if you can walk, you can play. Yeah. So for about the first year, a year and a half, I was like, "Oh, these soft. Oh, they need you." And then I start, as you get older, I'm 41 now. As you get older, I'm like, damn, what did I come into the grocery store for? Shit.
Where's my minivan? Hey, you know what it's in? Singing this thing, he shot around this.
Yeah, for real, that shit is.
What's my man? Ron Brown. When I saw Ron, like I play solitaire on my phone.
Oh, I thought you
and
were
he
going to
plays
say football. I was going to say stuff.
No, he's a football player.
Okay.
And he plays solitaire, and I said, "Oh yeah, I play same thing." He said, "Well, I play for a different reason. It's to keep his mental skills rolling."
Yeah,
yeah.
Seriously. Right? Yeah, you can wake up and be like, "Where the hell am I? And who was this in my bed next to me?"
Oh wow,
that's
really?
just scary.
Like that?
Yeah, it's like that. A lot of guys going through a lot of issues.
Could you not let that happen today? I don't want you to tackle me, nigga. Blue down.
Although you do and are built like a defensive lineman, I don't think you'll be tackled today.
Oh, damn.
You do it on the block. You can't be the first one to laugh. You gotta chuckle after everybody else chuckle. You can't. Yo, he, ha, ha.
It was extensive.
Very extensive. It is a rollout show right here. We got E in the building.
Hey, can you stop banging that on the table?
That's unprofessional, right?
We can hear that. Yeah, we wouldn't do that. If we were at the studios, we would just.
He's trying to teach you.
The producer, the producer would be in your ear like, right. "Hey, Speedy, oh, this is your show." I apologize.
I was gonna show you what you can read right
Oh,
here.
okay.
It ain't like you can't read it.
The rollout show with
there you go. Say it loud.
Speedy.
There you go.
I'm the
in friends.
Use your finger.
I'm the friends.
And this is friends.
Okay. Hey, friends.
I know concussions make you use your finger now.
Who do I talk about for a payment for this show?
Yeah, well, you gonna do a lot of talking for that. Hold on. Here's your picture of the nigga you got talking to.
Do you have any children?
I do have 2 boys.
How would you feel if they told you they want to play football?
Yeah, that's off the table.
It is?
Yeah.
Now, do you just not put them in it? Because what if they go, "Dad, I saw you. I want to play."
Well, my 6-year-old was like, "Hey, Dad, when do I get to play kids football?" And I'm like, "Oh,
like flag."
I said, "Baby, they don't have that."
Baby.
Oh.
I said, "They don't have that, babe. We'll have to talk about it later." Hey, look, Mario. You know, you gotta. It's 6. You can just change the subject immediately. Cookie, and then you won't even know nothing about what he was talking about earlier.
With Brooklyn, because he is a big kid, and one of the football coaches saw him at 13. He's like, "Dude, I said I tried." I said, "Brooke, you want to play here now?"
And
playing this basketball. That's it.
I get a lot of parents who want me to help and coach or train their kids, and the first thing I ask the kids is, "Do you want to play?" I asked your son that. Yeah. I asked him that.
What he said?
He said, "Nah." I said, this might not be for him."
But he's a big kid.
Football is a tough sport to play when you don't want to play because the risk for injury is so great on every play. You don't want to just be out there hanging out.
Right.
Because the dude next to you not hanging out, he trying to go to college and go eat. So he gonna try to rip your head off, and if you not meeting that same aggression with aggression, then you're going to be taken advantage of, and you're gonna get yourself hurt. So I tell a lot of parents, I said, hey, maybe this is something that he may grow into, but right now he just doesn't,
Don't
And-
make
but
him
some
do
kids
it.
are gung ho about it.
crazy.
Some kids love it.
I needed you when he was going to play. I think I told the
Oh
story.
yeah. No,
Nick-
please tell it again.
So Nick, my second oldest, was playing football, but he was really pudgy, chubby. So he was on the
Like
block.
father, like son.
He was
Go ahead.
Yeah, whatever.
That's what I hear.
He on the block, and I'm over there doing the parent thing. All right, come on, Nick. And these motherfucking Mexicans folded me up like a lawn chair. I saw they hit it with the top, bottom, boom, and bam. So as a parent, you stand there and go, come on, get up. Then
You laughing a little hard, man.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, but you can't.
I tried to close my eyes and look away, man. I'm sorry.
So I can't run out there. 'Cause
Right.
you can't be the dad and run out to your son and
Right.
fold it up like a lawn chair.
Right.
So I kind of, you look down and say, you all right? He said, he was crying. He said, no. No. I said, Nick.
It gets more dramatic every
I
time he
said,
tells the
Nick.
story.
I pulled the helmet off. I said,
You peel it off.
Look how he
Well,
pulled it off.
yeah, grabbed it by the face, man. I at least want him to look tough as he's crying.
Right,
So I
right.
yank it off. I said, you want to keep playing? He said, no, I'm good.
Listen,
I
and
said, well, go on, take his shoulder. He took the shoulder pads off, set them on the
And you
field.
don't pay for this, right? You don't
Hey,
really.
nigga.
Hey.
no,
we
I
walked
didn't
off the
want to play
field.
football in the first place.
Then you shouldn't have been. That's right. That's his fault.
Yeah.
You
No,
shouldn't
no,
have
no,
been
no.
out there.
And I was killing the little Mexican kids. That's why they tried to fold me up like that. They was like, take his
That's
knees out because I was
that's
killing
hella
them.
funny.
You left that part of the
The
story.
little
out
Yeah.
there.
Mexican
So-
You left
kids.
the part of that.
What
he said
league
he
was
did
this?
again.
Was this La Liga? I mean,
No, we were playing in East LA. Look
Oh,
here.
okay.
So I went on and took him off the field. Then he started playing ball. So he played basketball. And then Donald played. So he played at Reseda. So Fox said, I said, come see the game. But the problem with Donald that he was playing behind this young man, this Samoan dude who ended up going to USC. So he's playing, so he's not getting no time on the field. So we get there to the game. Fox said, where Donald at? I said, the real clean uniform right there. That's Donald. So the whole game go, he'll never get in. I go down to the field. I said, you want me to push you on the ground? So you ain't got to put your jersey right back in your locker.
Cold, Speedy.
At least they can wash them all. Right now they go, this one clean. Put it back in the locker.
I can't
And so Fox
believe
in
you
there
so
like-
hard on these kids, man.
Hey, they grown now. He 30, nigga. He can't be sensitive right
so
now.
First of all, you can't blame your
Oh, no, I
children.
didn't blame them.
Listen, you can't
Whoa.
blame your children
Fuck
for
wrong with
their
this microphone?
athletic or lack of athletic
No, no.
prowess because look at your body. Like their DNA came from you.
True that.
They got your genes.
Ooh,
I mean,
That's not funny. She was like, yeah.
it's true.
He is kind of round.
oh, but
Now-
Speedy used to dunk.
Okay, so now
Stuff.
Yeah.
dunk what?
At 14. That was
He's
before we
dunk
heard.
what?
Wait, do that
Dunk
again.
donuts.
Wait, stop. Do it one more time.
I've never shot the ball like that. Yeah, I know. I was trying to move to a different topic.
So-
I couldn't get to it. This knucklehead.
So let me tell you a story about Speedy when we started hanging out and all of that. So we played basketball together, right? So we used to have like a little exclusive basketball game that we used to do up in Calabasas,
Is
right?
this where he got the ring from?
Right?
No. It's a celebrity league. Don't hate on that. Let it happen.
Okay.
I'll let
Said
you sit this out so you
So,
can see this.
I mean, this league was full of
NBA
NBA guys, football
Wannabes.
guys, just, actors, entertainers, real athletic type people. So we all get to the gym, and it was like a pecking order. So Speedy would come in, he one of the captains, he picking his team.
a
And I'm like,
captain?
oh, snap.
Had to get there early. And I bought
And
the
bring
ball.
the ball.
You got to bring your own ball and
Bring
get
the
there
ball.
early.
Right?
And you got the best ball in the gym.
And then all the other balls, I made them flat. Oh, nigga, you got to use my ball. You got to use my ball.
So we there, and I'm like, oh, okay. But Speedy was a pass guy, very rarely took a dribble. Right? He was going to pass. He was going to set a screen. He was going to try to get a rebound. I was like, oh, okay, playing his position. Now, fast forward to playing in an actual league with Speedy. It was Speedy's team in a league. He running point guard. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, Speedy, you bring the ball up the court. He throwing the ball into the stands. He's shooting hook shot threes. I'm like, what the hell? I said, Speedy, I know it's your team. You paid the ref fees, but
The ref.
you out here out of pocket. You're not a point guard. He's like, go, get in the post. Get
I sound like Speedy.
get down there in the post. And I'm like, okay, well, ISO. Come screen for me. Speedy, you can't dribble.
Oh, wow, Speedy.
Now, okay, I'll let you have that one.
Is that true or false? Is that true or false?
So
Is it true or false,
it's
though?
I'm gonna go with false.
Oh, wow.
I'm the smartest dude in the room.
Nick,
Shout out to Donald Trump.
You understand. You've seen it yourself,
So-
haven't
so-
you, Nick? I mean,
Nick?
would you like to
So
comment
we at the
on
gym
that?
playing.
No comment.
So automatically, he get picked on the team. They say you got E. I'm like, okay, he play football.
You used to be able to play basketball, right?
Yeah.
You would think it would transfer over. Really?
Uh-oh.
First play, this nigga blocked me. I said, hold up. I ain't hear nobody do hut 1, hut 2. Why am I being blocked?
Right.
But it was weird because he can actually play. He can actually play. I give him that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
But he,
Okay.
I was
he's
pushing him
athletic.
like the paint. But you have to be careful with football dudes because any little thing will bring them back to the grid line. Or was it gridiron?
Yeah.
And they might tackle you on the basketball
Or
court.
what's my man?
Willie McGinnis?
Willie McGinnis.
Oh, you
the
don't-
original Debo.
You don't play with Willie, man.
So Willie,
I'm Willie's friend, and I don't even know where we stand. Like, you be like, what's up, Willie? He be like, what's up, homie?
And so football dudes, you just think everything's good. And they said, you got to guard Willie. Cool. I've been on Willie. Did the comedy shows with him. Helped out little kids and shit like that. That motherfucker said, nigga, you bumped me one more motherfucking time. I'll bust you in your mouth. I said,
Oh.
time
I
out.
was like, but-
Need my ball. Nigga, I went home. I said, nigga, I'm not going to even win the argument.
Right. No,
Dog,
you're not.
That's just Willie, man. I used to play against him. I had to block him.
Wow.
But that was probably on the tail end, right?
No, I had to
No?
block him. No. When he was at the
Linebacker.
Patriots.
Oh, shit. When he got
All
they
day.
got two
I
rings.
remember it was my 4th year in the league. Michael Vick was our quarterback. I was playing for the Atlanta Falcons. So New England came to play us, and me and Willie tussling. And Michael Vick was so fast. When he first got into the league, he wasn't the sharpest knife in the box,
You could tell.
but he was fast as hell. So he only knew about 5 plays.
Oh, wow.
So he would be in the huddle, and he'd be trying to call a play, and everybody be like, give us some of the words in the play, and we can help you with the rest of it.
All right, I'm going to do it then. Hey,
So-
we getting up. We're going to go left. You go up, man, left. And I'm going to throw a ball. You block for me?
Yeah.
Blue that.
I mean, look, exceptional talent. One of the fastest people I've ever seen on the football field.
Wow.
So Willie and I, we blocking, we screaming at each other, and we look. He 50 yards down the field. He done took off and ran. He was so fast, we didn't even know. So as we're going down the field, I'm running next to Willie, and I'm like, he fast, and he's like, fuck you. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
Hey, buddy.
Well, I'm just going to scoot over here. I apologize.
Now, when you say
Mr. McGinnis?
not the sharpest tool in this.
It just, our playbook was complicated. So it
Well,
just
I
took
always
him a
go
while
back to
as
Magic.
quarterback.
Because when Magic was on, was it NBC, CBS, Saturday morning? I never forget
whatever
this
it
shit.
was, yeah.
Sunday morning, they said Magic's going to call the game. We like,
Oh, Lord.
motherfucker said, he get the ball, he go down, come whoop de woo. I said, I never laughed that hard in my whole
Exactly, like
I
you're
said,
not
did
even
Magic
embellishing.
say whoop de woo? He get the ball, he go down whoop de woo. That was his last day calling for basketball.
Yeah, it just, some people who excel in other arenas,
Yes.
they think they can, because Magic got a great personality.
Yeah.
Coolest dude in the
gonna
world.
transfer
If you
through.
see him, if you have never met him before,
Yeah.
I have.
and you
Magical.
see him, he is going to talk to you like y'all have known each other for 15 years. Whether you know him or not,
Right.
he going to always act like he may or may not know you. Hey, hey, brother, how you doing? Oh, hey, how your mama doing? She died last year. Oh, I meant to send you flowers, brother. But he's charismatic. He had all his energy. But when you start getting in the broadcast booth and you start doing that, like a lot of professional athletes have a problem making that jump into media, especially when you're an analyst and you're calling games or doing the color for games, because now you have to be expressed. Like, you have all the information in your so it's easy to make
that little piece of paper.
it's easy to make your body do those things. But when you have to talk about it when somebody else is doing it, it just doesn't come off.
Now, have you tried to do
the commentary?
Well, I know you.
I've done it before. I've done basketball. When I was playing for the Denver Broncos, I had a deal with Fox Sports, and they let me call
Fox
Carmelo
Sports.
Anthony and LeBron
Rocky
James
Mountain.
first game against each other in Denver when they were both rookies. I did the color.
How'd you
of
get
that game.
Wow.
That would be Rocky Mountain, right? Denver, Rocky Mountain, Fox Sports, Rocky Mountain.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Now, what's the process of you being a former NFL player and you got to call a game? That's
Well, I was actually still playing at the time.
Oh, wow.
I just had a tremendous deal over there at Fox. They pretty much let me do my own thing. I had my own show, own producers, cameraman, everything.
And look where you are now. Look here, it is the Rollout Show at rolloutstudios.com. It's your boy Speed Talk in the building. How the mighty has fallen. He get the ball, whoop whoop. Bet you study next time, won't you?
Damn right.
Always tell the motherfuckers when they fuck up, I bet you study next time. When your career day come around, you will. Now, I did learn a lot, because he is funny as hell, but
Yeah, he's very funny.
the one thing he did say, and it stuck with me from the time you told me that, which was, we all have choices.
Man, I tell people always, you just lucky and all that. I say, look here, man. You 6'8". I said, I know a lot of dudes 6'8", delivering packages, security.
Whooping.
You know what I'm saying? Working at Chick-fil-A, all of that.
Getting the cups.
But we all, I told Speedy, we all have choices. So you think back in your life, whether it be high school, college, even adulthood, and you had a decision and a choice to make to whether you were going to go left, right, straight, up, down. And whichever direction you pick, you chose that. So the outcome is on you. Like, when I was in high school, I only wanted to go to the NFL. That was my mindset. While I was 15 years old, and my career counselor was career day, and they were like, hey, what do you want to do when you grow up? What are your plans for college? And I said, hey, look, I want to get a scholarship, full ride scholarship, play football or basketball in college, and then make it to the league. Oh, well, Ephraim, that's, what's your plan B?
Oh, wow.
I said, plan B? I said, well, why? She, 1 in 2 million kids gets an opportunity to do something like that. And I was like, well, shit, that's fucked up, And then I was thinking, and then I said, well, how come I can't be that one? And then she just looked at me like, oh, I never thought of that. So from that moment on, at 15 years old, I decided I wouldn't let anybody dictate or determine my success.
Right.
And were you already this tall?
No. I was skin and bones too.
Shut up about what age?
I had only been playing football for 2 years.
Wow.
And when I was a freshman in high school, I was 5'9". When I graduated high school, I was 6'5".
Damn.
Wow.
Oh, you grew into money.
Literally.
But I wasn't.
I tried to grow. I was
wasn't the
I was
best
hanging
person.
from trees.
I wasn't the best person on my team at the time, but it was all about the choices and decisions I made moving forward to give me an opportunity to be a professional athlete.
And look at the choice you made this morning. Yep. Look here.
I decided to get up and get here on time for my friend's show
And 11 o'clock.
that we're doing in the garage next to a minivan that's on right now because there's no heat in here.
No, we don't need no heat. Fuck that. That costs money. See this steam? That's the you want to get warm, you go stand over there by that little steam coming out that little
Speedy has
percolator.
that little vaporizing thing that shoots out
it keeps the air.
a scent.
I'm just now noticing that.
Yeah, humidifier type thing.
Yeah,
That's
so
what you
it keeps
say,
the air fresh.
Okay, all right.
stay with me.
You know how he is.
Javon, you got to stay with me. Javon in the building, the producer extraordinaire.
Yep.
Yes.
5 or 6 studios, 9 cars.
7.
Well, I was close. You know, I was at maybe you got me one.
Not gonna happen.
No.
And I like when motherfuckers got money because they let you know without letting you know.
Oh yeah, that's him.
Javon, every time I seen Javon, a new vehicle, and you got to go, oh, that's nice.
It's so
Got
true.
2 Benzes.
I just finally asked him. That's it,
But what's-
Javon. Look, man. Every time I see you got a new car, how many do you have? 7 of them. Oh, okay.
It's so cool how comfortable he is, though, because one day you were talking about one of them, and when I went outside, he was in one. I said, Javon, is this the Benz that Speedy was in?
And went on with the conversation.
Yeah, it was like,
It's Benz 3.
yeah.
Anyway, somebody asking me questions about cars.
That's why the lady at the church think he's a drug dealer.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You show up to church in a different vehicle, they go, Lord Jesus. Now, that ain't no church money right there.
Exactly. They go for your head.
No, ain't no church. What church you go to? Here, bitch.
Right.
But, so what are these? What is it? Got a Benz?
I got
Range.
So I have a S550 Mercedes, CLS 500,
Ballin'. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We finished interviewing right
I'm
now?
sorry.
a Bentley GT.
You got a Bentley? I haven't seen that one.
Is a Bentley and a Bentley GT, are those 2 different cars?
2 different ones, yeah. The GT is the sportier one, coupe version. Then the 650i convertible. That's one that you wrote in the other.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like this. I was like, hoping somebody saw my
I
ass.
know, her hair was off.
And she in the parking lot.
Did it come off?
When you popping.
He said, did it come off?
I heard.
No, but I was holding the scalp. I was holding that.
Are you
It's
trying
a
to
sew-in.
say?
It's a sew-in.
Are you trying to say that the hair come with the beanie? Is that
Oh,
what
wow.
you're saying?
Really?
Oh, that hair definitely came with the beanie. What's going on?
Shout out to Marvin Gaye and Lucille Ball.
If her mama and daddy made that hair,
Wow, really?
I'm just playing.
You know
I'm
that.
just
They made
playing. I know I'm playing.
Hit him.
She's-
Look,
I'm gonna hit him.
Always
I'm
go
gonna hit him
here.
later.
Go right here.
I'm gonna hit him later.
What kind of car does your wife drive?
She has an S550.
Her
I
own?
got her.
Just one, though?
No. I got
She
her.
actually has 7, if you really think
Yeah.
about
Well, I
it.
mean,
They
it's
won.
our
Right.
cars.
Yeah.
Okay. I actually bought the CLS for her. That was her Mother's Day gift.
Okay,
Actually.
that's nice.
Yeah,
Miss
so
Thinking.
I take care of my campus now.
I get my life together.
I didn't know you was
I
going
guess
to have
them little
dope dealers on the show with us, man. I mean,
Now I'm a dope dealer.
Look what-
he moving keys.
I guess the little Jordans up on my wife.
Well, that's how it goes.
We all have choices.
That's right.
Yeah. Could have married somebody else. But
Oh, that's
you married
funny,
me.
man.
Get Jordans.
I have a Jeep Cherokee.
A what?
Those are nice.
They still make those?
Oh,
Is
wow.
that a new? Is that
got
an old?
Now-
I'm sorry.
now-
is that
Hey.
Speaking
Is that
of
a-
cars,
is
he
that a-
used to do. Tell him how he used to buy a car every
Oh
year.
my
And you
God!
tell him why
Before
you
I
stopped.
met my, so at the end of every season, around December, I would start looking online.
Because you wasn't in the playoffs.
Okay.
And he said before I met my wife. So.
Oh yeah, definitely before I was
Yeah,
my wife. Every
yeah.
year I get a new car. So when I got home in the off season, I'd be like, whatever the hottest, latest car is that I could fit in, that I would get, right? And
player.
that was my thing. I'm like, I pull up all the homeboys,
Player,
like,
player.
yeah, you
Yeah.
balling, doing all of that. And then I met my wife, and we started dating. And I remember at the time when I met her, I had my H2, CL 500, a Navigator, and a Corvette. And she was like,
Corvette or Carvette?
It's Corvette.
either one,
If you can afford
depending
it,
on
you can.
what
He has
region.
both
I
speed.
didn't hear something
Yeah,
spelled
both of 'em.
C-A-R.
I thought it was Corvette.
No, not
CO.
minivan. Yes, go ahead.
Don't listen.
And then the
Wow, okay. All right,
so
that's 3. I'm
so
counting.
I was
You got 3 coming now.
so I'm looking at cars. I'm looking online. I'm like, hey babe, what you think about this? She's like, what's that? I'm like, I'm thinking about getting this car. I don't even remember what it was. And she was like, you have 4 cars. I was like, yeah, every year I get a new car, and then she was like, are you gonna trade one of them in? I was like, sometimes I do, but I like what I'm rocking with. She was just like, look, we've been dating now for about 6 months, and I really like you. I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your money because you make your own money, but you gotta make it make sense to me. If you can explain why you're doing this, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But if you can't explain it, then that's just dumb. So I started thinking, I'm like, okay, well, let me see. So I need the leg room? No, I got a truck.
I need
Gotta
the
go
car.
to the
Speed,
store.
I like a faster car. No, I got a Corvette. I got the luxury. I got the Benz.
It was on sale.
And she was like,
Right. It was on
she was
sale.
like, so I was like, yeah, I got nothing. She was like, but that's just irresponsible. She was like, I know it's your money, you work hard for it, and whatever, but that's just
Get hit in the head and
irresponsible.
all this.
And
Yeah,
that
that's
it
what-
literally
that's what it
stopped
was.
me in my tracks. Like I would just
So you
like,
down to what now?
we only have 3 cars. I have her car, my car, and I have an old school. That's it.
Smart man.
72 Cutlass.
Nice.
Dialed in?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Is that
What
the
kind of
Unit,
motor?
Speedy?
Huh?
Oh, no, go ahead. What?
This is 350. It's just for cruising. I just cruise. We date night cruise. She bought it for me actually about 8 years ago for my birthday.
Oh.
How long you been married?
Well, you actually
We've
bought
been married. No. She bought it. She used her own money.
it. Okay.
That was nice.
Yeah.
I
No,
like
she used her
her.
own
So
money.
your wife was a lot easier than mine. I had to go through some stuff. So she knew, now my wife knew going in that I collect European cars, old school, whatever.
Can we just pause and say I love that he said I collect. So that I collect European cars, so that's my purpose.
Right.
I just want
I
you
am a
to know
collector.
I'm a collector.
Now, but-
Okay, go ahead.
But it didn't work though. I mean, like, see, at least your wife was like, if you can give me a reason, she
Yeah.
probably would have accepted that one.
Yeah, if it was a good reason.
Yeah, not Jillian.
Really?
So no. So this is what she did. So I had about at the time, and I'm younger, so I had about 4 at this time, and I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I'm killing. So I had 2 convertibles at the time. My cousin, you remember when I had the 2 BMW convertibles? And it's in Washington, so it made no sense. I was
At all.
I was being stupid,
Yeah,
and
Seattle.
So-
Roof up all the time.
right, yeah. So she got pregnant with my son, and she hit me with the coldest line. She says, "Javon, you got to get rid of both of these soft top convertibles." I was like, "Well, why?" She says, "We're getting ready to have a child." I said, "Jillian, remember we got the Ford Explorer. I planned it out. We got the sedan. You remember
Got the minivan.
Y'all get in that.
all that?
Got the minivan.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all can
Yeah,
get in there.
It was better than minivan. We had a Ford Explorer. It was a lot better. So then she hit me with this and tore my mind up. She says, "Well, yes, we have those cars, but what if an emergency happens and you are already driving that car? You got to pick up your son. You put him in the car seat. The car flips over. You ain't got no roof. You die. Now what?" I
Damn,
said,
she put a lot on that.
Oh, you're like,
She
wait
could have
a
said,
minute,
"What
slow
if a plane hit you?"
Oh,
I said, what in the world? So I sold both of the cars, but let's follow. So
Now you just stash them.
everything's a setup with me. Like I upgrade a ring, I get a car, and then I get her car, and I get whatever the heck I want.
Right.
That is it. You got.
So
You got a
yeah,
plan.
It's called the shiny penny in the room.
Someone in the chat room said collecting cars does nothing for the community. Hey, don't
Yeah, dude, you got to drive around the community.
get there
What's there, huh?
This is the thing that I hate. When people who have success and able to do things that they grew up dreaming about doing,
Right.
take trips, buy cars, live in a nice house. People who don't actually know those people, they love to comment about
How they spend their money.
what are you doing for the youth, or what are
Right.
you doing for the community? Instead of buying that car, you could be feeding a homeless person,
Right.
not knowing.
John does all
Boy,
this.
do I have an answer
Yeah.
for that?
But here's the thing: you can drive the car and feed the human.
Yeah.
Homeless.
That's true. And
I
the
can
thing-
drive. I can go up there,
This is a
and
good
go.
subject.
like, for real though.
Yeah, no, this is a good subject. No, real talk. This
Set
is
it
a
on the
great-
ground.
I
This
had
is
a
good subject.
I had a friend.
That's very
Well,
true.
it was my wife's best friend's husband. Right? We used to kick it. We, whenever I go to the Laker games, we all go. I took everybody on a vacation, and
You weren't his friend.
You were with Jamie.
Yeah.
uh,
Jamie
who?
was probably taking you on vacation.
who me?
No, Speedy
Oh.
was.
You said
you
You
didn't
said
take
you
him
didn't take him, and we
on
were
the
saying
Oh
he
no,
was
he
probably
couldn't.
hanging
Yeah,
out
he
with
was
Jamie.
he was holding Jamie's microphone.
Oh,
I'm just
literally.
playing. I'm playing. I'm sorry. I touched
Doing
your
a lot
arm.
of touching here.
I apologize.
Feel like Tangi's over here right now.
I apologize.
Hey! Never touch a brother's elbow. That ain't a good. This here ain't a good look.
No, I agree. That's a man code violation.
Look, that's not a good joke because Speedy is extremely good at what he does. He's one of the funniest human beings on the planet.
Absolutely.
So I don't want him
I
to
need
joke
you to
like
read
that.
everything.
I-
I wrote you the thing. Fantastic guy.
But seriously, so he one day just felt a certain way. He felt inadequate. He was this type of dude who was living off his girl. He wasn't helping. He just
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he convinced her that doesn't Ephraim show off a lot? And she was like, well, what do you mean? He was just like, he's buying these cars and the whole trip. Yeah, the trip was nice, but he flew all this out and
Your
rented
friend.
this. Yeah, my wife's
Okay.
but my wife's best friend's husband.
Got it.
But we're all family. To
But
me,
you pay
we're
for everything, right?
Right. So everybody, we come hang out. Like I just signed a new deal, and so I was like, hey, I want to celebrate. I want to take us all. We all went to Acapulco and rented, the villas and all of that. Had a good time.
Right.
Just so y'all know, when Jamie give me the money, we not.
Get that out your minds right now.
Clear.
Get that off your beanie.
But
so wrong.
he goes around, and she came to the house with this nonsense like, should Ephraim be spending all this money? Shouldn't he be giving it to charity?
Oh,
and
my
shouldn't he be
goodness.
doing this? And
you said?
My wife was like,
She's
excuse
smart.
me?
I know
I
she
know,
shut
good
him
for
up.
her.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, you don't bring that shit over here,
Yeah.
right? She contemplated telling me because she knew what it would do to me,
Right.
right? So she told me, and I said, whoa, it's the same dude. We've been chilling, right?
That always
He
happens.
ordered the escargot. I'll
So-
take the escargot.
So it made me reflect, right? So I'm thinking, I'm like, man, am I showing off and doing all
so
of
you
this
kinda
shit?
was
No,
feeling
because
that
I
way.
was trying, because I considered him a friend.
Okay,
So if
gotcha.
a friend comes to you and says something to you, I'm not just gonna be like, oh, nigga, you tripping, and I'm gonna think, right?
Right.
And I was like, yeah, no, that's some bullshit, right? He didn't know I had a foundation. I had been sending kids to college for 10 years.
That wasn't his business.
Right? He didn't know that I would go on a school tour and buy supplies and things for kids in inner city schools. Like, I don't broadcast any of that.
Except
Because
today.
that's for me.
But that's really not
Except
his
today.
business.
Right?
Right.
It's good to
on
get
the
it
air.
out on the
I
air.
was gonna
On
say.
air.
Yeah. Oh, let me back up.
But I just, to prove to you that people on the outside who have comments on your lifestyle, they have no idea what you're doing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
To affect those around you, and not to mention, I pay everybody bills.
Yeah.
If you want to
For
leave some
20
here,
years.
because we're not getting paid.
You see our curtains is
So you-
pinned up.
Right?
I mean,
So you can make a little donation.
know,
Tell
so-
him how he can make a donation or buy a T-shirt. Did you buy a T-shirt?
But that
ain't gonna
that don't fit.
Yeah,
But that was for boy 07
Yeah.
who said
You just got broke down.
collecting cars does nothing for the community.
Right. And I'm glad you said that because, they go at LeBron for that, not
Yeah.
knowing
Everybody.
how
Come on,
wonderful
man.
he is
Michael
in the
Jordan at the
community.
time?
Right. I've given so much money to the Tacoma public school music departments, and I literally took a homeless man that was living on Century Boulevard, sleeping on the ground. I moved him into a place and he works now. I'm a giver for real.
Well, and then too, what people don't know, when you do give, you get in abundance.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
As long as you're not doing it to go, I'm gonna get some.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
You
Yeah,
do it
I'm
from-
not
it comes
bringing
from a good place.
Like you
So
said, when you give and when I do it, and certain people that have the heart to do it, we don't bring camera crews with us.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to do none of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I will. But
My publicist was like,
Yeah.
we should. No, we don't want to do that. Why would we
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah.
Like it's not for
Other
mass
people.
consumption. And I get now the with the implementation of social media, and you can get the word out there, and more people can join your cause and things like that. But I wasn't doing it for others to help. This was something that I wanted to do that was important to me. My mother is a PhD. She has a PhD in education, so it was all about education. It growing up in our household. So the first thing she did, sat down with me when I made it to the league, is we created a foundation, the EMS Foundation, and she was like, we are going to help our young children who cannot afford college to go to school. And that was
There you go.
something that aligned with our beliefs.
I got a little something for you, kid. I think it's
You got something? Yeah,
Oh, just let Nick.
Nick.
He's doing some other
Nick, he texted. He texted.
Yeah, just turn this up. This for you. Nick. Go ahead. Just let it. You have to let it be. Give it a second.
I'm gonna sit back and enjoy this.
Show your love for Ephraim. Show your love for Javon. Tangy gets back when she can. Speedy, hey nigga. Yeah, we all have choices.
Man, we gonna one day.
Hey, you smoke
Feed
that-
yourself. Feed yourself.
Yeah,
And
you
he's
do
doing
drugs,
that,
hey, nigga, I can't help you. Anyway, it is the Rollout Show. We take a quick break, come right back. We're doing something new in 2018.
A lot of
We've
them
gone
things.
to playing real music.
Yes, we're back to that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
even though our DJs.
I mean, we have a new streaming service. I know some people are with it, some people aren't. Eventually, after I get out the trial, it might be better. I see him a little complacent, terrible, but it's all
So
good.
what? And our new slogan is
Logo.
I don't remember it. Did
Sorry, go ahead.
you write it down?
Yeah, I
what
wrote
it is.
it. I know what it is.
What is it?
Watch us live
And subscribe.
or subscribe.
And then
Which means
Oh, you had a hard time remembering that?
yeah, well,
Hilarious.
that was me. It was,
you
it was
almost,
me.
where's my card at?
You-
Beautiful,
I thought you was
intangibilizing,
going back to that.
thoughtful.
But the point is that doing this is so we can bring back some of the segments that you guys love, like Club Fluffies. We
Yeah,
can
I'm
bring
bringing
that
Club
back.
Fluffies back.
We can bring back our music section one that, remember, we used to pick a theme and we play a bit of the song.
So
Yes.
So our Tuesdays when we do top five,
I won't
we're
have to
actually
sing
gonna
the
pl-
songs
Yeah, we're gonna actually
anymore.
play the music.
Or read the lyrics.
Throwback Thursdays.
Yes.
We're actually going to
Play music.
Yeah.
You have
We
to
do it-
sing
we do
the
it throwback
same
Thursday.
day.
Oh, okay.
I know you like our show. You like it. Just say you like it.
I like the show. I'm here
Yeah, well,
on time.
And
We actually started
we
a
got
team.
the comedy show coming up. Duh, next
big
week.
comedy show.
Roll out live.
Can I be a part of the lineup?
You do comedy?
He is fun.
Is that what that was today?
I was
All
auditioning.
right. Yeah.
You still mad at me
You gonna
about
make-
the hair?
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna say.
If you won't let
Put
the
your
hair
hands
go.
together. He was number one on your team.
number 4, number 74 in the
Playbook.
program.
Show your love for number 74. No, we got a big comedy show happening in Oakland. Well, it's really Pleasanton, but it's near Oakland.
Tommy T's.
We got
Tommy T's. Let's take this call first. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this is Vernon from Chicago.
Hey,
Hey,
Vern.
up,
Happy
Vernon?
New Year, Vernon.
Well, I'm saying Happy New Year, welcome back, and I'm liking the new streaming system.
All right. Okay, because
yeah.
everybody
Not
else was hating. I see a couple.
not that we
Now
I
y'all
can
can
do
do more
this.
and expand and be more stupid than what y'all ought to begin
Exactly.
with.
Yeah.
Because our stupidness was.
Well, not in the bad way.
limited.
I'm saying in the funny way, because
No.
not in the bad way.
Yeah, I agree with you very much. So that's the purpose. So we
But,
got
yeah,
we
thank
got
you.
more things to do, and we'll be on iTunes. Hopefully in a couple of weeks. We got things
But
planned.
Vernon, we got the big comedy show happening in Pleasanton at Tommy T's, man.
Get your ass on the plane.
20th, 21st. It's going down. 9 comedians, 3 nights, 5 shows, 1 host.
2 strippers.
And,
Let me guess,
and a
you
number
host.
57.
Fly-
Thank you, man. So definitely, thank you for the phone call. If you live in Oakland, California, or you just gonna come out there to check us out, man, you got 3 nights. We're filming it live. My man Javon again got behind us. Heritage
Music
Group, man. It's just again my friend.
oh, he ain't telling me nothing about it.
Really?
No, I saw it on Instagram. Hey, everybody, this is Speedy, your man Speedy. Our show is funny. Hey, come on out to Tommy T's.
Well, let's tell some of the comedians that's going to be on, Speedy.
Great.
All right, so on Friday the 19th, we have, well, obviously Speedy's hosting. We have Jay Rich, Kelly
From
Kells,
Oakland.
who I watch, who's freaking hysterical.
Yeah, she's funny.
And Brooklyn Mike.
Brooklyn Mike's beast mode.
And then Saturday, January 20th, Speedy's hosting again, obviously. This is his thing, so. Kente Scott is coming home. Stiletto. Oh, you got another
Who was
female.
really, really funny. Stiletto was very,
Yeah,
very
she's
funny.
funny. And Drew Frazier. And then on the 21st, we
Sunday.
have Kirk McHenry.
McHenry
It says McHenry, yeah. A.G.
McHenry,
White, who
A.G.
I've seen before.
AG.
from New York.
Yeah, and Cool Bubba Ice, who kills
Bubba.
it.
He's
Cool Bubba,
hilarious.
he's fucking funny. So that's who's going to be there. You guys come check us out.
I'm going to be there too.
All of us will be there. And then also there is a special. If you go to our Eventbrite, you could get a 2-for-1.
Ooh.
Pretty much. You don't pay for it then. It's just we will add you to the list and they'll say, roll out show when you get there. Then I think it's 2 for what, $10 or whatever it is.
2 for something.
Yeah, or something
Lap
like that.
dances?
Yeah.
And we'll be filming
2 for Tuesdays?
since you have filmed, but we'll talk. We gotta take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna do sports because there's some shit in sports.
For
and
what?
Football, your wheelhouse. That is what you do.
That I do that.
There you do. All right, cool. And we're gonna talk about the Raiders coach who got $100 million for 10 years. May not even be that late because no matter how long he's there, he still get all that money, right?
Yes.
Oh, guaranteed.
And y'all money wasn't never got.
No.
Never.
Better not come off that field limping. You be at home. You be on this show. It is the Rollout Show. We took a quick break. Come right back. Hold on. Let me. You want to do it, Nick, or am I gonna? Okay, I'll do it. Hey, I got
the, email.
Shut up. I don't have that email yet, but till I get it.
I did send it to you.
One bullshit, nigga.
Because it's let me find it, send it to you again.
Yeah,
This nigga,
tap
I
it,
swear
tap
to God.
Tap it right there.
We the motherfucking best, nigga.
You know I ain't got to put up with this shit.
Who is this?
I couldn't get to you.
You can't find it? Do we find
No, I
it?
couldn't do it.
I can look for you a Haitian.
We are back. It is the Rollout Show right here at rolloutstudios.com. It's your boy Speed Dog, your dog. The funniest motherfucker you ever gonna meet.
Allegedly.
Well, hey, come to the comedy show, you meet me there.
That's
But
true.
You ain't gonna meet Jimmy Fox. You're not gonna meet my other friends. So you might as well meet me. You could probably meet number 57, but outside of that,
First of all, that's not my
7-4.
number,
7-4.
man.
hey,
All right.
brother, I ain't got time to look at your number. In the house we got.
Nikki Pam.
In the house we got.
Tangi Ambrose, heaven high.
Oh, I forgot we had a camera over there. In the house we got.
Javon Dawkins.
In the house we got.
Ephraim Salam. Is that what? Do I need a nickname?
I mean, it would.
Eefy Eve.
There you go. Shout out to Evie in the building.
I know.
Sit with us as well at the kid table. We have a kids table here. No, we gotta
We've
expand. In the building, very funny, very talented comedian.
Yeah, very funny.
Right.
Daphne in the building. What's up, baby girl?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I feel bad,
Why?
Why?
Daph, because the last time she came, she was like, "Come here for show." And I went,
What happened?
"See what happened? We had overbooked." And so Daph, you know, she was a trooper. She was like, "Oh, let's
Oh, that wasn't the story you told me.
Oh, snap.
You told me
I said-
somebody breaks.
no."
You have
Went
to
bad.
remember the lies.
Okay.
Remember the lies.
Yeah,
No.
sweetie.
He said, remember the lie.
He forgot what he told you.
Exactly.
Should we back up and let him do that again?
Yeah,
Do
let's
it again.
try it
do it
again.
Take back. Heaven high.
In the house we got.
Nikki Pam.
In the house we got.
Javon Dawkins.
In the house we got.
Eefy Eve.
Evie Eve is in the building. Hey,
Hello.
kicking it with us right now. Very talented comedian. We did overbook.
I did just see you on. Didn't I just see you on Team Z doing something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
you were
on
talking
TMZ.
about All Deaf Digital or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
How'd that go?
Ooh, they try to trick you up. Boy,
They do,
They
they
got
do.
a story for every story.
But
They
you
were
was-
supposed
you
to
was
be,
dancing.
Yeah,
I saw you.
they were supposed to only ask me about female comedians,
Right.
but boy, they turned that Russell situation.
You know that's what they wanted.
Every time they had a question, it was like, damn, do I? Oh shit!
But you ducked.
Ooh.
You ducked. You ducked. What was it? Dutch and dived pretty good though. Ducked and dived pretty
so
really
what
good.
happened? 'Cause I didn't
She was
see it.
on TMZ
You
and
want
you
to let
know.
her talk? She can-
Oh.
Pam is currently.
Am I asking you what happened to her? Right here.
Ask her.
Let's try it again. In the house we got.
No,
Bullshit, right?
I will not.
So what happened?
Just went on TMZ to promote being on All Deaf Comedy, and they said it was supposed to be about female comedians,
On the
female
show.
empowerment.
On the show,
Oh
okay.
yeah. Oh, they lied. Oh, they came for me.
What was the question?
Oh, it was just questions about Russell, but they
Of
kept
course.
spinning it. They'll ask you the same question, but 10 different ways, and you'd be like, "Well, damn." Ooh, it was kind of hard. It was tough.
That's what she said.
But she was very positive though. About it.
So was it like, does Russell come? Is he, or is it? Well, I guess that'd be the wrong thing to say.
Wow,
Too
sweetie.
soon?
Too soon. Don't get her in trouble.
No, I met Russell before, and I met him at his house, and he was very nice.
Did he touch you?
No, he
Oh,
But that's the question. That's the type of question. That's the type of question.
That ain't the question I told you right here.
he wasn't inappropriate at all.
See, that's what they were. They're trying
That's
to get at
good.
that.
That's
So you did meet
But he
Russell.
did try to he did try to convince me that veggie grill fake like vegan buffalo chicken
Yeah.
tastes
Ugh.
like real chicken,
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
like,
did you try it?
I lied to him and was like, yeah, it do taste like chicken, but I was like, this shit don't taste nothing like,
Like chicken,
chicken.
right.
It's horrible.
Yeah, it is. I've had it.
So after the chicken, did he touch you? That's TMZ. That's what they
You
do.
know what? Y'all football players getting called out too, so you need to be quiet.
Oh,
I'm
left
an
and right.
ex-football player. I'm a member of society now.
Y'all all touching the same white lady that's doing wardrobe. Did you see
fucking
that?
That was crazy, right? Hey, but look, that you know what?
They fired everybody, right?
They fired everybody. So when you're in a, what people now have to be aware of is when you're in a situation like that, and you have had success in another field, and you go off into another venture, like you're a top athlete, and then you go into media. It's not a locker room, and a lot of guys have a problem with understanding the stuff we talk about and the things we do in the locker room. You can't do that in a regular workplace.
No, in the regular world.
Yeah, you can't be slapping
we used to be in
booties
the
and-
production meeting, and it was a group of athletes.
See,
and we were
you
in
missed
there.
that.
You trying to act like
Shower
You just
naked,
talk over
you
it.
know.
You just talk
dropping
over it.
soap and everything.
Yeah, you
talk
know,
over
like
of each other.
Once
Yeah.
again, this is not
Good
prison.
game, homie. Nigga,
This is not prison.
That was my balls.
As much as I love playing ball, I ain't like.
They're showering together.
Well, I ain't do that.
I do it either.
You know, I got home to the show. But when motherfucker hit you, good game, nigga, I'm on the sideline. Coach didn't even call my name.
Okay.
Or they do the rub, they hit you.
You
with-
do got a slappable ass. I seen this, Speedy. It's like soft, but not too soft, but just like slappable soft. I was like, okay,
I don't know what to do with that. And in other news,
Write that down.
get back to Russell.
Hey, that's funny as hell. But you know, I say that to say that it's a gap there. You have to be able to bridge that gap and realize we would be in production meetings, our pre-production meetings, and it'd be, you know, female producers and stuff in there, and some of the stuff that was coming out of people's mouths, I was like, you might not want to say that, homeboy. You
Yeah.
can't. Like, you have to realize, like, first of all, they're not on your team. They're doing their job.
Yeah.
So they don't want to be exposed to your views and how you feel, or whether it be misogynistic or sexist. You got to really keep that shit under wraps. And a lot of guys feel, especially if it's a group of them, that they feel like, oh, we're in the locker room again, and then they venture into this world, and then the next thing you know, you done brushed up on somebody's ass, and now they,
now
it's a
you-
situation.
But when you were
Yeah.
working for Fox Sports, and I'm sure they had a training, right? Like,
No.
they didn't. Of
No,
course, I worked for
no,
Fox
no.
for years, and we had to go every year to
You're a
refresh.
girl.
Well, I mean, no, it was everybody.
Were you on
Executives-
air talent?
No, I was working behind the scenes.
See, so
But,
the
I mean,
on
but-
air talent, they just they just wrote. Hey, a job is a job. I'm not
She
knocking
was
that.
Let me ask you this. So I did Def Jam, the original one back in the day.
Did Russell touch
Allegedly.
you? We want to get to the bottom of the Russell thing.
Okay, I ate some chicken.
Okay.
Look here. So
We need a story.
so I watched the ones now, and maybe it's just me. I don't know if you guys seen it or not.
I
It
have.
seems like it goes really fast. Like the
Oh
comments.
yeah, they edited us down. We got
yeah,
edited. Yeah.
yeah. The
So you go up
comments-
and do how many minutes?
Once I was there, I did 7 minutes, but then once it aired, it was 4 minutes and 45
And
seconds.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
thought. Yeah, I thought the
it was
women
like
are shorter to me.
It was literally, hey, what's happening, y'all? I got this is a joke. Put your hands together for so and so, so and so. Bam! Whoa, that was funny as a motherfucker. And it was like you couldn't feel it. I couldn't feel.
Couldn't get your groove to me.
The comedians, and
Yeah.
then they moved on. And I know when I did it, you got a chance to really
Get off.
to get off. I get.
Literally. What? What? What's
Russell
wrong
ain't
with
gonna never do it.
that?
Never gonna bring his urban chicken over here.
Will you spell your name for me? How do you spell your name?
DAPHNIQUE.
Nique. Daphnique.
No, not Daphnique. Black people always want to make
I
it
knew
3
I was
syllables.
saying it
It's
wrong.
Daphnique, 2 syllables.
Daphnique. Let me write it down. Spell it one more time. D-A.
Shouldn't you have gotten that memo before I came?
I did.
Just-
I did, and the chat room didn't
Nah.
either. And I'm trying to help
I'm just
them
messing with you.
find
No, fuck that. That's
DAPHNIQUE.
That was
Nique.
fucking hilarious.
And what's your website? Where can they find you?
IMDsprings.com.
I love it. Where you from?
I'm originally from South Florida. Palm
Okay.
Beach.
How long you been here?
I've been here 8 years now.
Tangent, we just gotta put you in there.
She about to ask
sitting
for a
there
social
going,
security number.
I like her. And I
Do you
think
have any
she's
kids?
funny.
Are you pregnant? No.
Do you?
No.
Are you
I'ma go-
married?
God,
Hold
no.
on, Tangent. Did Russell get you back?
Right.
Oh, it's gonna come back to
I
Russell.
don't have HBO never booking me again.
So how long have you been doing stand-up?
I've been doing stand-up since 2011.
And what made you start? How did you start?
I had just graduated from college. I have a chemistry degree. So then I
right,
decided,
go
I
girl.
just want to be like in movies and stuff. Like one day I just decided, because I didn't grow up like that. I grew up in South Florida. We fished every day. It was about math and
South
science.
Florida, so
yeah.
not Miami? No?
Not from Palm Beach, which is about 70 miles north of Miami.
Okay.
So
She lived a good life.
I came out here.
She got allowance.
And you fished. I love it.
Yeah, so I came out here.
No nicknames.
My grandmother lived here, so I was like,
okay.
you
But
know,
you have
I
like
had
a
a place to stay.
little country thing in there.
Yeah, I'm from the
Is that-
South.
And
Florida
she
is
fished
country.
every
Florida?
day. Yeah.
Who am I talking to?
Florida is as south as you can go.
Really?
Yeah.
I just never knew.
I'm not from the islands. I'm black American.
So you graduated from college, and then you started doing stand-up. What your family say? You got your major. Blah, blah, blah. What happened? How did you start doing?
Well, my mom, she asked me one day. She was like, "Hey, so shit wasn't going good." She was like, "So what's your plan B?"
Speaking of,
She was like, "What's your plan B?" I was like, "Ooh." I said, "Plan B is if I'm gonna just start cooking some meth because I'm pretty good with chemicals." Okay. She was like, "That's not a good option. I guess plan A it is." I said, "Bitch, we gonna ride this out."
and Speedy always tells us about the first time that he went up on stage and what happened and when he won and we're not
I
sure
won
if he
the Barrier Black Comedy Competition. I have the trophies in there.
Yeah, he has the trophy. So when
I have
when did
trophies.
you perform and
Hold
really
on.
know you were fun? I'm sorry, he's gonna get into his story. I want to hear your story, but we gotta listen to Speedy's story. It is his show. Okay, go ahead, Speedy. Tell us your story again. Go ahead.
It was a 1-year event. 1 year, was the Barrier of Comedy, and the funding ran out after the first year. It was 4 contestants.
You done heard it that many
2
times.
of them was blind, and the other one had one joke. And Speedy killed the room.
Speedy, you at that age where you repeat stories. I can tell.
It don't matter how you won.
You won.
I won. That fucking matter. That's why I wish I was like, because a lot of people don't know, and when you're a part of a team, NFL, NBA, everybody get a ring. Everybody get a ring.
Yeah.
And so it don't matter. You can walk around there. I ain't shoot one basketball. Bow.
Do the cheerleaders get a ring?
No.
They better. They were one of football.
They barely get paid.
Yeah.
They
It's
have
like $20.
like-
They sound like $20
Less than
a game.
$100.
$25 a game, $50 a game. Yeah, man.
All that cardio.
They get paid a
Yeah.
little more for appearances.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where they make their money. Where they go
Appearances.
do a calendar or do a
Yeah, they just
Christmas
hoping to
tree
get
lighting
pregnant
or
with some
something like
sperm.
that.
That's where the real money come in.
Yeah, but you got to have a job if you're gonna be a cheerleader. Like you got to go to work.
Yeah.
Right?
After you get up and team. You want 2 fries? Cool.
It'd be interesting to see how many cheerleaders went from being a cheerleader to like being on camera or something like that.
Well, I know one of the Bachelorettes did. She used to. Well, she was for the Miami Heat. She was a cheerleader for Miami Heat. There's been a couple that. Paula Abdul, duh.
And the
Oh,
girl
yeah.
that's
Okay,
on
there we
Atlanta's
go.
Housewives.
Which
Real
one?
Housewives of Atlanta. She's not the main one,
No.
but she's
She no
she's
rhythm.
Portia's friend.
cheerleaders.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
my girl,
she's
Atlanta
the-
Hawks.
yeah.
Yeah. Shamia.
Shamia.
Yeah,
She's
Shamia, Atlanta
Speaking
Hawks.
of
Yeah.
the Hawks, it is now time.
Wait a minute, can I find out, please? I want to know, like,
10,
when you first.
10.
It's a sister up here. She's beautiful. She got the cute little figure. It's harder for women to be up on stage. I want to know what happened, but fine.
He has to leave.
No, let her do her thing. Go ahead. I want to know.
Well, she can stay. Can you
Don't
stay?
you want to know?
Go ahead.
Can you stay? 'Cause
Okay,
I want to
cool.
know
No,
what
let
happened.
her ask her question. We in her segment, so go ahead, do it.
But he got to leave at 1.
Go ahead.
So I want to know when you first got up on stage, because I know people can be hard on women. And, what happened? How did you know you were funny? What was the first thing when you got up on stage?
Well, it took
When
a
Russell
couple of
touched you.
years. It took a couple of years to figure it out because you have to. It's like stages in this. They always tell you it take like 10 years. It really does because you have to learn different things. First, you got to learn how to be funny to me. Then you have to learn how to appeal to the different audiences. Then it's just so much learning you have to do. I figured I knew I had it once I started writing my premises on my hand, and I used to look at them, shake, and my hand palm would sweat, and they would be blurry. So I had to like really kind of figure out what I was saying. So once I figured all that out, and I stopped writing on my hand, I was like, I'm gonna be all right.
You ever be bunning? Yeah, I be bunning. You ever be bunning? Melody used to write them on a napkin. And put the napkin, have the glass, and and then she was drinking out of the glass. It got wet. Couldn't do it no more. Everybody has certain little tricks that they do.
What was your trick at the beginning?
I was super arrogant, so I was like, I'm gonna remember my shit. And I went up there and went, all right, crazy.
Yeah, everybody.
I've been Speedy, man. Y'all take care. I'll be back. So I kind of went up and just figured I could remember it, and I just would remember it after.
It's repetition. I think the more you get up.
And I think it's just like you said. I think 10 years you'll have about an hour within that 10-year time, and really it's just doing all kinds of audience. It's doing for 2 people, 2,000 people. It's doing for white folks, Mexicans, church. Because a lot of comics that come up now.
He does.
I cuss, but I can still go do a church. I can take the exact same jokes I do at the club and go do it, which I have on Easter Sunday morning.
I have
church in
done a
Oakland.
church before, but that's not what I am.
But I'm gonna tell you though, it's good money because if you take because most of the people who are doing churches do church jokes. And most of the people there don't want to hear church jokes. Yeah, you ever see what the pastor do this? But I go in and I do my actual jokes, and they're laughing harder, and they're like, yo, can you come back? That was super funny, because they don't get those. They get well, you ever see when the pastor do this, and when this and the other, which is fine and dandy, but I think as a comic, you can't limit yourself by just saying, okay, I'm only going to do a certain audience. If you could do church, they pay well. They pay better than anybody who's going to give them the tithes. Anyway,
what church y'all go to where y'all got a comedy show in the middle of the service?
It was
Faithful Central.
Yeah.
Does it? They have a comedy night.
Like, thank you, Deacon
But
Jones.
the last time I did a church, like some of I didn't like it because it was very judgmental.
Really?
And some of the members came up to me and approached, well, we think this joke. And I told one girl, I said, oh, she told me something, she didn't like my joke or something like that. It was kind of like, I said, oh, is that your baby? She said, yeah. I said, how old is your baby? 2 years old. I said, are you married? She said, no. I said, oh, okay, then don't tell me about my comedy.
Real talk.
There's a joke right there.
Because it's like, don't comfort people in your life unless you just living in the life of heaven.
They do it all the time.
Yeah.
But
without sin. Then don't tell me how to talk.
there was a church.
Baby out of wedlock?
A baby out of wedlock.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Didn't know who the baby daddy was.
I was doing a club in Oakland.
Rebuke you.
And the pastor was he was at the club. So he sees me, he goes, yo, can you come do my church? I was like, yes, you're going to pay. I'll stick around and do it. And so he told me to come back. It was Easter Sunday morning. So before they bought him out, they did the choir. Then they said, hey, we're going to, have
You was an opening act for a pastor?
Pretty much. On Easter Sunday morning.
Wow.
You the man.
Sunday.
$1,500.
That's Easter Sunday.
And he gave me the check. I went, okay, I'm leaving now. So I got to cash it here because I know y'all want that back.
Straight out of the collection plate.
Right.
Hey, man.
No matter how
You all
you
got
get it,
choices.
It's from God.
It's
Yeah.
right.
But yeah, and she's absolutely funny. We worked together. The first time I saw you was at with Cedric
Oh, yeah.
at what you call him after the little mishap. Anyway, you was funny as fuck.
Thank you.
It was funny. That was a fantastic room. Flappers in Burbank. So Flappers ain't a black comedy club. It's a white club.
It's not.
But they
Not with that
You
name.
know, over there on
Flappers, right.
First
Hey,
and
so
You see a bunch of brothers
Magnolia?
sitting around like, yo, what's up, man? What's up? Damn, nigga, what y'all doing tonight, man? Oh, we're going to Flappers.
that don't sound right. So a lot of pretty much all the comedy clubs around the country that are white, they have to have a black night. Otherwise, they don't survive.
They don't make money.
They don't make no money. They
We
make
are
money.
the entertainment.
Yeah. But they won't tell us that. But they
Oh,
know
no.
they need
And
it.
did you hear about years ago when they used to double the prices on the drinks during
Yeah.
Black Night?
Yeah.
Because black people are the top
Comedy
consumers
store.
in the United
Comedy
States
store.
of America. We spend the most money.
On
we
the
do.
regular days, the drinks were $6. When it was Monday nights is the Black Night, it was $14.
Mo Better Monday.
Mo Better
14.
Monday. It was $14.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was 2 drink minimum. You had to buy 2 drinks.
Wow.
Ain't nobody no water. You can buy somebody next. You don't drink. You buy somebody next to you, but you had to buy 2 drinks.
Wow.
That's how they get you. Anyway.
I'm done. You can.
All
continue.
right. It is now time for. You don't like this. Let me know when you're ready.
No.
Okay.
It's probably
Well, can I ask a question while you're making that work?
I had a question too.
Yeah, go right
Go
ahead.
ahead, Tim.
Well, my question is, did you know that Jupiter and Saturn rains diamonds?
Well, shit, I need to catch a ride over here.
Catch a fly.
I can come back and come up. That's better than selling cocaine.
Yeah, and they big Hollywood diamonds too. Go ahead. What's your question, Joe?
So my question was, have you ever dealt with a situation where someone did not pay you?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
That's
They
common.
set you up. They gave you 50% deposit. and
No,
then
you only get the
screwed you
50.
over?
But see, I've been blessed to kind of work with like I have a college agent, so those shows is gonna be the money's gonna be there, guaranteed. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then I went on tour with a lot of big names, so they're gonna pay you. Like
Right,
Cat
right.
Williams, Martin, they all gonna pay you. Cedric, like they'll pay me after the show. So I never really had those problems. See, I won't do a lot of shows if it pertains to like a lot of travel and stuff, because I started out on such big tours and stuff like that in colleges, is that this just happened to me. I lost $300 Saturday. The guy wanted me to come down there, which I don't even work for that rate, but I was like, okay, but I can just work on my new material. I'll just go there literally for an hour and just work on everything new that I have. And he wouldn't send me the hotel information, told me I'll get it when I got there. And I'm a woman. I'm not going to show up to a city. I don't know where I'm staying. I need to fact check to make sure it's a decent hotel, if it's clean, if it's in a decent area. It's a lot of things. I'm not going to go there and be in some rapey ass hotel in town or where people done been fucking all night on the bed and now I'm rolling and cum all night. I'm not going to do that.
Is this Hotel Russell?
You are evil.
He's not gonna do our show. Trust me, he ain't
At
gonna do
all.
this shit.
He might have.
He wouldn't send the information. He wouldn't send the itinerary talking about he had a hookup. I said,
You
well,
was
I
gonna
don't
stay
work
with
like
him.
that. Well, that
He
wasn't
was
gonna
gonna
happen
pick you up.
either.
You was gonna be like, "Yeah, I got a room down in the basement." He be like,
Well, see, I always have money if stuff like that happens.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Smart.
I'm not.
I'm gonna just say this is the new comics.
Oh yeah.
I
But
all
you
had
a
to deal with all
man.
that. We had to deal with all that. We had
Is
to deal
Melanie
with,
doing that? I'm gonna call and ask.
No, Mel, that
She
was
probably
back in the
did
day.
back in the day, yeah.
Now things have gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you would actually get to the town, and the dude, and then he go, "Yeah, apparently Steve Harvey in town this week because it'd be 5 people, and can I talk to you over here?" When you say that, the money ain't over there, and so you either have the choice of whooping his ass, or take that L, or say, "Okay, I'm gonna bounce," or you've already done the show, so it's not like what do you do? So there's so many. I've had so many stories when the promoter didn't have the money or something didn't happen. My mama said,
Yeah, this is the first time this situation ever happened to me.
To me,
and it'll be the last time.
Yeah.
They'll have to send me my money and pay for the flight up front.
Yeah.
I lost the money on the flight, and I'm just like, whatever.
yeah, that's part of what we have to go through. But it's gotten better because you were able to say, "Well, no, I stay home." Back in the day, you were just so hungry. I want to go. I need to show you because you didn't have
That was the
these
only one
outlets.
you didn't have yeah.
Now you got Cash App. You can get your money quickly and
you can
whatever.
post a video of yourself on the internet.
All right, it is now time for
Oh my god.
"It works."
sports.
Hello, women all on me.
Like that.
Take them down
My
by the
nephew.
three. I go hard every week. Think I need my own sneaks. Think I need.
No, that's his nephew.
Shut up. Got the NFL player in the building, so maybe y'all want to tune out.
Woody woo.
Yeah, I'm gonna return some checks.
No, now Tangy gonna fuck it up. Trust me.
I'm not because
we gonna be
Ethan knows
talking
what
about
he's
real
talking about. Oh, and you the two speak.
Thank you. Anyway, I'm just talking about the elephant in the room, which is everybody's upset at the Raiders.
I couldn't believe it.
Upset at the Raiders
Okay.
for giving
All that money.
$100 million.
10-year, $100 million. John Gruden hasn't coached in 10 years.
Shocking.
What do you think? You're a player, and you was in the league, and not that y'all have a voice, but let's say you do now.
Well, before this, this is an unprecedented contract. Like coaches didn't get paid like that. You know,
They got some nice checks, but
it's no players that have 10-year deals in the NFL.
No.
So when you look at a situation like this, so that money doesn't count against their salary cap, right? So all the other coaches in the league are excited because with the turmoil and the stuff that just came out last week about what's going on in New England, is Bill Belichick, who's considered to be one of the greatest coaches to ever coach, if he decides to leave, if John Gruden, who won 1 Super Bowl and hasn't coached in 10 years,
Can't get paid like
gets
that.
$10 million a year, $100 million
Guaranteed.
in 10 years, guaranteed.
Then the rest of us coming up.
What is Bill Belichick worth?
Yeah.
$500 million?
Well, what it really
Right?
says is how much are the owners really raking in that you can even think about paying.
Well, you got to be a multiple times billionaire to own a team anyway. It's a process that you have to go through to
And
even
you have
qualify.
to get approval for all
right.
the other
all the
people in
other
the league.
owners
I never knew
have
that
to
until
look at
deep.
your money
Yeah.
and be like, okay, he got enough money
to join us.
To join us. That's the process. So if a team is up for sale, all 31 owners, aside from the owner who's selling the team, have to agree that you can buy the team and be a part of the team. It takes a long process, about 6-month process. And so they got the money. Now, when they start talking all that shit in the season about, profits are down, and the NFL is the #1 show on 5 networks.
I tried to tell.
Period. Right? So whether advertisers are are balking about people or the viewership is down 10% or whatever, the prices for advertisers don't change because whoever's watching is more than any other thing on at the same time, right? So that's a premium. Super Bowl ads for 30 seconds, $4, $5, $6 million.
And as players, you guys don't see any of that, right?
No, we have a collective bargaining agreement. So we have collective sharing, I'd say, where merchandise,
Your
things
jersey?
like that.
What's your jersey?
Any player's jersey is broke up between all the players in the league. So all the jersey sales, stuff like that.
Really?
All of us, we get a portion of that. Now, it's not a large portion.
How many jerseys of yours did they sell?
0.
This is the same dude who was begging me for a jersey. Hey, yo, E, you got that jersey, man? I really want to get that jersey. I want to put it on my wall, man. Can you sign it?
Did you want to sign?
Can you sign it? I want to put it on my wall. Hey, E,
Pam.
texting
What?
me, calling me.
Remember,
I'm just saying.
He was 300 pounds, so I was going to use that as a pillowcase.
Or just a regular shirt. Either one. I mean,
Either one.
we shouldn't
got
weigh the
jokes.
same, all right? You're 5'9" and a quarter.
No, I'm 6 feet.
You're 6 who?
Stop, Speak.
I'm
Stop.
sick.
You keep saying that.
You're not 6
Prove
feet,
it.
man.
6
You're not 6
feet.
feet.
That's so
not.
You
cute,
75 years
Speedy.
old talking about you 6 feet. You don't. You done
What
lost
we
your
not
mind.
going
be
what we not
shrinking.
going to do?
I'm just, it's
Wait
your
a
show.
minute.
I don't
Thank
want to talk.
you. See, you read this?
I don't want to talk
You
about
don't
you
see
too
Ephraim
bad.
on there. No,
But we
can't spell
can
that.
switch shirts right now, and you can fit mine, and I can fit your shirt. I'm 6'8". You figure it out. So anyway, back to John Gruden. Back to that contract.
I hate you.
It's just a contract that, in 4 years, if Oakland isn't satisfied with John Gruden and they want to
can let
go
him
a
go.
different direction, they still owe him $60 million
Oh, wow.
on top of whatever
Oh, so
they
that's
have to pay
guaranteed
the
coaching
next
money.
coach, right?
Wow.
So you look at this contract and you're like, okay, well, it may not work out. But Oakland is synonymous with making deals like that. They do things like that. They draft guys that have no business being drafted, and just because they have a certain look, or if they're fast, they may not be able to catch, throw, any of that.
Yeah, a lot of dudes wasn't catching this weekend.
Yeah, that's true.
God,
That's true.
it was
That
so
awful.
sad
It was
watching.
terrible.
Did you watch?
Buffalo-Jacksonville game set TV back 100 years.
He's in the studio.
Like that game should have just literally been on radio.
Yeah, the Titans game, which it was no,
No, it was the
Buffalo
Jaguars.
I
It was
turned
awful.
it off.
That was the worst shit. I'd start cleaning up.
Me too. I said I can't watch this.
But it goes to show you how important a real quarterback is to a team.
Yes.
Yes.
Like it's very hard
I think a real
to be
quarterback is
successful.
important.
Oh, it has to
They
be.
run the ball.
But not a real quarterback, a good, because they're all
Good
real
quarterback.
quarterbacks, but a decent quarterback.
Yes.
Right?
Speaking of, but the game I did like was the Titans game. Believe it or not, the Chiefs should have won that game.
Well, they synonymous with having these type of letdowns.
Yeah, we can't talk about what should have happened. They did.
Yeah, they do this all the time. Alex Smith, no matter how good of a quarterback he is in the regular season, he's only 2-5 in the playoffs.
Is he gone?
Yeah, he's done. He's
done?
He's done in Kansas City.
You really think so?
Yeah. But you know what? He'll be either in Jacksonville, he'll be in New York. There's plenty of places that'll thrive with an Alex Smith. But he's limited, right? Tony Romo's a good quarterback. Get to the playoffs? Hell no.
Limited.
That's just how it was.
Under
Hell no.
pressure.
Right? It's just they but it's not just Alex Smith, because his numbers were good in that game. It's the play calling. It's Andy Reid. He's a tremendous coach, a lot of success. But you get to the playoffs, he falters a little bit.
Every time.
I'm sorry.
What? She in it? She
Right.
Don't go for
believe the
that.
hype.
That's
No,
fool's
she's
gold.
rocking.
That's fool's gold
Okay,
right now.
well,
That's-
you know.
As soon as I said, yeah, I know what you mean. What the?
Fuck?
But and I thought the Saints game, Panthers. God damn, man. I was pulling for
Well,
Seattle was my
number
team.
one, the problem is, and the controversy is now, did Cam Newton, should he have gone back in the game after he took that hit?
No.
Because to me, it looked
He
like he
shouldn't
was
have.
concussed.
Gosh, he was out.
And they keep showing the clip when he was running to the sideline and then sat down and said it was his eye. But he caught himself in the press conference afterwards because he was talking about, it was an eye problem. I had thought I got poked in the eye, but I have a visor on. It's impossible for someone to get poked in the eye through your helmet, through your visor. So he has a visor
So
covering his eyes.
you don't think
and
he
his
should have been
helmet.
in the game?
No, because he clearly was concussed after that hit. you saw it right when it happened. He really didn't have his bearings. He decided he was going to try to jog off the field. Coach told him to get down. Yeah. And then he came right back into the game. So that's under investigation by the league because it goes against all of the protocols that they put in place to stop.
So it's the people that were there that should have stopped it. That's
Absolutely.
So who will be at fault? The coach or the?
It would be the organization. They probably get fined.
I care, Speedy.
You see what I'm doing?
Care in my eyes. I care.
It'll be the organization.
I apologize.
It'll be the organization.
It'll be the organization and whoever the independent neurologists were who were working that game who monitor that type of activity.
Because they're supposed to be independents.
Yeah, they're not supposed to have anything to do with the league.
Where if they're with the team.
Back in the day, it was up to the team doctor, and the team doctor was beholden to the head coach. So if the head coach come over and be like, "Hey, we need him in there,"
he'd put him in.
He'll come to you, wave his hands in front of your face, and be like, "He's ready to go."
Good.
Put you back in
Could
there.
you not slap me no more?
Okay.
You hit me and.
He almost died.
He's heavy-handed.
He's very.
Very.
You heavy-bodied, though. It should go together. I'm going to stop talking about you, man, because I want you to have me back on your show. And I don't want to.
Don't worry. The end friends will get you back.
Okay. Daff, you're going to be right here. Let's move on.
Come on. Look, she's like, they don't pay. They're not paying you nothing. So no. I don't know if you.
Don't discuss my pay. You don't know me.
Go ahead and be quiet.
No, I don't want people out here to know what I'm doing.
Okay,
now tonight, championship game for college. Yes. We have Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Hate. Against Georgia.
Why you hate Alabama? You ain't been to Alabama. You ain't nowhere from Alabama. What do you have against Alabama?
It just sounds like you go down there and call the big word. That's
Roy Moore. They almost elected Roy Moore, so that soured kind of all black people on Alabama.
Alabama's not on my list where I need to. I've been to Alabama. Alabama was the place.
I've been there too.
We went there when the guy wouldn't let we had an old limo driver, and
with Jamie?
He wouldn't let Jamie in the car. Because the promoter, so we go to the radio station, and we got to do radio that morning. So the promoter told the guy, don't let anybody in the car till I get back. To him. He's like, okay, cool. We come back, we get the car. Fox gets done. It's early. It's about 7 in the morning. We doing radio. It's about 8 or 9. And the guy said, how you doing? He said, we got to get in the car. Yeah, that sounds nice, but Mr. Kyle Newport not here. Now, as soon as he get here, I'll let y'all in the car. Jamie was like, yeah, that's fine, man. Let us in the car. I'm tired. I'm tired. Yeah, Mr. Fox, good that you're tired. But Cal Newport said you can't get in the car till he get here. So we go to, hey, my man, we got to get in the car. And I mean, he had the keys in his pocket. Yeah, that sounds great. You Speedy? Mr. Cal Newport said till he get here, and he went the whole motherfucking way. And we stand there, and Fox started to cuss him out. And I mean, gave him both barrels. And that old man said, that sounds great, Mr. Fox. But until Cal Newport get here, I can't get in the car.
Because he didn't want it to be a hanging the next week.
That motherfucker, man. Fox said, you ain't going to never work. He said, well, I may not work again, sir. But you will not get in this car. And then Cal came. He's like, why is Jamie not in the car? He said, well, I was waiting on you, sir.
Oh, wow.
And we didn't go back to Alabama ever again. Wow. I'm not looking for help. But anyway.
He's going for his sixth national title.
Hey, that's funny. Google is a motherfucker, ain't it?
Yep. And Saban, the coach, in case you didn't know that.
Saban? Who's Saban?
Isn't that
No, just let it ride out. Please let it ride out.
Alabama's.
You mean Nick Saban?
No, I wanted to ride out.
That's what I meant.
I wanted that motherfucker.
You know,
he's not Cuban.
I call him by his name.
What is Saban? What does Saban want to do?
Saban is going to be going up against his former defensive coordinator, Kirby Smart.
Right, like
you know,
he was
Kirby's
last
done a lot for Georgia. So they really want to. Oh, yeah. So that's all we got. Was it Joseph Goodman?
Joseph Goodman? What? John Goodman's brother? Who? Joseph Goodman.
I want to go back to Saban.
I had to grab a name. See, right here. Just.
You are something else, boy. She's
so
really
anyway,
over there Googling.
She quick with ESPN.
Now we're talking about what coaches make and the play.
Yeah.
I think college ball, they so wrong. It's wrong. It's two left shoes.
I agree.
Them
with
colleges make
billions.
Money.
It's billions of dollars.
Off these young men's lives.
They have more seats filled in the NFL sometimes.
Yeah.
And
way more loyal fans too.
More what?
Seats filled.
Oh wow, yeah.
And all this money, now the schools are going to make money, the coaches are going to make money, the players no. Mm-hmm. Do you think that'll ever change?
Eventually it will. The thing they try to hold over your head is that, well, they're getting their education paid for, right?
Oh, that's big.
But the problem is
Mine's
no
still
money
big.
actually changes hands, right? So if you give a kid a scholarship, it's not like you're handing over $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 check to the university on his behalf to pay for his schooling, right? So it doesn't cost them anything to give a scholarship. But depending on that player and that team or whatever sport they play, they generate billions and billions of dollars.
Billions. I knew one
Right?
student athlete. He said that he was on the football team, and that he's a big guy, like 300 pounds. He was like, sometimes they go hungry
Oh, you definitely go hungry
because
You're
they
on a
don't even
meal
have
plan.
enough money to eat.
You're on a
because
meal plan and
you 300 can't
Yeah.
eat like I'm eating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
Like-
they don't feed them. Seem like they
Well,
want to keep
you're on a meal plan.
That's why they start taking money from the boosters.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. You're on a meal plan and you're not allowed to work because you have a scholarship.
That's
so you
ridiculous.
can't have a job because they don't want you to go to school, have a job, and play sports. Right?
Can't
They
take
don't
any
wanna- They don't want to
endorsements,
spread you too
sponsorships.
thin or anything like that. So, but they'll sell your jersey in the student store. They'll, profit off your likeness.
Wow.
Put you
and
in video games?
Eventually, everything. Eventually, it's going to change. We see the shift in it now. People are revisiting
What college
it.
did you go to?
I went to San Diego State.
And then it was just an article I just read recently how over 95% of the players are black, but it's no coaches in the big top 10 schools.
No.
I don't think it's one black coach.
Wow.
Well, black coaches on any level, it's very few.
But
Black
they said
owners
top 10
is-
schools, like the big
is-
ones, it's not one.
And that was the
Yeah,
other reason
that's-
too. People were mad at the Raiders because the whole process is that you're supposed to give everybody a shot for that job. Like, okay, we have a job opening, and
It's
you
the
have
Rooney
everyone
Rule.
come in. They go, oh, hey, this is what I would do. Okay, next guy, black, white, whatever.
You
for
have-
them just to go, we're not even doing the process. You got the job. It's
Well, that's
fucked
what
up.
Oakland does.
I got
Oakland
a
does
question with I don't know if you're talking about that same coach or not, but with the NFL, they don't guarantee like if you playing football and they say I'm going to pay you this amount of money and then you get hurt, you don't get the rest of your money,
Okay,
right?
so it'll go like this. Say I did a 4-year, $60 million deal.
Okay.
Right? And my
Let me hold
signing
something.
bonus. My signing bonus was $32 million.
Okay.
Right? That's the money I'm guaranteed.
Okay.
All right, or upfront money, or whatever you want to call it. So no matter what happens, bless you. No matter what happens, I'm guaranteed $32 million.
Okay, whether you do good or not, get hurt. Okay.
So in my second year of that 4-year deal, if they're like, it's not working out,
blow a
or
knee
I
or
blow my
something.
knee out and I can never play again,
you at least give them 32.
I got the $32 million, but the rest of the portion of the $28 million that's just gone.
But the problem with these
coach that they just hired.
Yeah, they don't fall under. Coaches
doesn't
don't
have
fall
those
under the same
yeah.
guidelines as players. Players' contracts are not guaranteed. Coaches' contracts are guaranteed.
NBA players.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Baseball,
Hockey.
super guaranteed.
Hockey,
Yeah,
baseball.
Yeah,
That's
they
old
said that's the
money.
best
That's old
one.
money.
Best sport is
Yeah, you
baseball.
want baseball.
But you
Parents,
remember back
but
in the day, a lot of black children played baseball. I was talking to an older baseball player,
Mm-hmm.
and he said that his goal was to try to get black children back into baseball
Yeah.
because it is the highest paying sport.
sport, yeah.
You're less likely to get hurt.
True.
But remember, we had the whole Negro League and everything. Black kids, and for some reason, I feel like it's propaganda that they're pushing football off on these young boys because it's the most dangerous sport in the league, and all of a sudden, it's just like really being widespread on these young boys at such a young age. Like, what happened to baseball? What happened to other sports?
Baseball, soccer, it's not sexy. That's the bottom line, right? As a kid, growing up.
Let me tell you, football's not sexy. I can't see your face. Then you pull off your mask, you ugly as hell.
Football players.
It ain't
I'm not
sexy.
talking about sexy to you.
Players though.
But what's sexy about football is the
Your
money.
thighs rubbing together ain't sexy.
Is the money, right?
Wait a minute.
You
Can I
just
say
add- hold
those?
You shaped like a video
Sexy.
vixen.
Those thighs rubbing together. What?
You shaped like a video vixen.
Oh my
Ain't sexy.
God.
I saw one guy on the team. He was a big bitch. You hear me?
I got excited. I'm sorry.
Real different.
Well, y'all
Like, who is this? Is that Amber Rose?
missed the jokes. She said,
Oh no, it's just number 32. I was like, oh, okay.
that's fucking
He's a
funny. as
bad
fuck.
bitch.
That was a good joke.
No,
He just shaped like a video vixen.
That's funny as fuck.
It's
I went
unreal.
to the worst Super Bowl party ever in my life. We go, and I don't really like to go to other people's thing. I like to be at my shit. So I get talked into going to somebody else's shit. And it was some girl there. She's like, "Ooh, they got ass." I said, "Hold on, bitch. No." She was like, "What?"
So we
I
not
can't
gonna
look at
do
their ass. I said, "No, not during the fucking Super Bowl." So we're literally brothers trying to watch the game, going, "Shit, niggas' uniforms is too tight. This is bullshit."
But I was saying sexy in terms
Sexy,
of a
yeah.
young kid looking to see what
what they want to
not
do.
in the eyes of a woman like, "Ooh, he's sexy, girl." No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking
Right.
about growing up. Everybody I knew wanted to go to the NBA, or they wanted to go to the NFL.
Yeah.
That's what it was. So
Yeah,
when
but
you look at
there's something
baseball,
that's pushing that off on these children.
well,
Why
baseball
it-
is boring, right?
It is
So
boring.
for,
Yeah.
you don't know.
I get
Yes.
that.
For kids, like you won't even go to a baseball game. It's
I've been to
boring.
baseball games. I've been to no hitters.
I'll go for the
I was
Dodger
looking for a
dog.
husband, but I was there.
See,
so don't
right,
you
exactly.
say where I
You
will
went
or
on
will
a
not
date.
go. No, I'm just
Right.
When my
But
son
for
played baseball,
kids-
it was like, oh my
but for
God. is he gonna
kids-
keep
I was on the
us
golf
talking?
team, so I know boring.
So for kids, especially in the African American community, you grow up, you're watching, football players, you're seeing yourself. You're watching
Yeah.
basketball players, you're seeing yourself.
You see
and
them
then
go
you
for
start
that, yeah.
working on those skills. Every kid pretty much starts playing baseball and soccer when they're 2-3 years
Yeah.
old because
Yeah.
those are the sports you can play.
Yeah.
But as you get older, the interest dwindles. I was just having a conversation with a good friend of mine played a long time in Major League Baseball. He's trying to start an initiative to bring baseball, create this academy to take it around to inner city youth to let them know, hey, look, people just aren't teaching them baseball.
Yeah.
They're not understanding the value of a baseball player, the longevity of a career,
Right.
and it's just not prominent in our communities. And that's because football is fast, it's fun, it's flamboyant.
It looks good,
Basketball, you get to dunk on somebody, you scream in their face. Those are the things that attract inner city kids because they want to be popular, right?
Yeah,
You
black
on a
people had this
baseball-
thing where we want to be famous.
But
We
in
just
high
want
school,
to shine.
they
You don't
playing
even go to
baseball
the game.
games at 1:00 on Wednesday. Ain't nobody at the baseball game.
Ain't no
But
hoes at the baseball
everybody
game.
at the football
The
game.
hoes is at the baseball
Everybody
game.
at the
I mean, the basketball and the
game.
football game.
So it's a cultural thing. That's,
And
that's
I
just
played
how it is.
baseball, and I'm very good at it.
Of course
But,
you
Let
would.
you tell it.
here's
No,
the
you
thing
would.
now is that now they go
You
over.
good at every sport.
Pretty much. They go overseas or they go to other countries and find the men that look like us, and we think that, oh, he's black until they get on the microphone. They go, well, how
But
you
they
do?
are of African descent.
Yeah, but they not us. So they
True.
get on the mic and they go, I hit the ball. I go around the bed, hit the ball. And you're like, no, I ain't going to ask you. You
I
pitched
said,
the
how
next
old
hitter.
are you?
I hit the ball. Yeah, go around the ball, I hit the ball.
Yeah,
But I love baseball.
But it's something that the Major League Baseball is really working on. They
I sure hope so.
They identify the problem. And it's going to take players or ex-players to really get together and
And get
show
these
these
kids.
kids
It's another
that
way.
It's another way.
And I think a lot of kids, a lot of people in the inner city would have more success if they got their children into the right sport. Some of these kids, you look at the kids, the mother and the father is 5'2". This damn kid, even the average NFL player is 6'1". They said the average height is 6'1", right? And then the NBA is what, like 6'4", 6'5"? So you 5'2", the baby daddy 5'2", the kid gonna be 5'4" tops. Baseball is the perfect sport. Now you got him out here on the
Or
football
soccer.
team, and this little nigga ain't never gonna make it. He gonna
tell him
be
he
a
never
raisin
make
in the
it?
sun.
was Allen
A raisin in the sun. 6'1".
This is what I tell
Technically,
kids.
he was 6
This
foot,
is
but
what
they
I-
got him at 6
this
foot.
is what I tell
He's
kids.
gonna be tall though.
This is what I tell kids. I say, hey, look, man,
Tall.
never let anybody tell you what you can and can't do. If you're smaller than everybody else, be faster than everybody else. Right? If,
But let's be
if you're
real.
not
That's
tall,
why everybody
if
kids
you're
don't
not
have
tall,
ability.
right?
Right.
Shoot the lights out. Right? If you scoring 40 a game and can't nobody stay in front of you, then it doesn't matter your height. Look at Isaiah Thomas. He scored 28 points a game last year.
Right.
Tacoma's
Right?
built.
With a bad
Right.
hit.
He's 5'9" and a quarter. Him and Speedy about the same height, right? But the fact
Speedy
that
shorter.
and you look at it like, well, that's one in however many, one out of 700 or whatever it is. It's like, yeah, but you can't tell a kid who has those dimensions as he's younger that he can't do that he can't be that one. It's all about what you want to put into it.
Because Muggsy was 5'3".
Oh my God!
But you
please
guys,
stop with
okay,
that.
I always say
Smallest-
people can always
please stop
name
with
one
the
person,
Google
but can you
smallest
name
NBA
20?
player.
5'5".
I need 18 more to prove a point. I need at least 20 for you to prove a point.
I ain't got that many, but if I got one, then that's enough for you to dream. So if there's any of you little short people out there watching that want to play basketball,
itty little people, if you're 5'4",
because there have been a lot of people that told me that I couldn't do what I do because I got nappy hair.
You mean comedy?
I'm doing it.
You mean comedy?
Not that.
No, she tried.
She tried.
She tried.
I did.
Go ahead.
Okay,
I never
so
got booed.
this is what I was always curious about. I always like to study other people's business models.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I never understood how the licensing works for a football player because obviously you've been on Madden.
Right.
So how does that work licensing wise, or is there a license?
No, it's a licensing deal, and all players get a portion of that.
Nice.
For every
Okay.
game,
Every sale.
every sale.
Oh, nice.
You know, we
Like you get a check in the mail.
So you get a
Yeah,
point
we get a check.
from the retail.
We-
game.
So
like,
it's
what
like
do it look
actors
like?
with residuals.
we get a check. So what we had to do was part of our collective bargaining agreement. We have a union, so we have NFLPA, NFL Players Union, Players Association, and they negotiate on our behalf. They come around, they talk to all the players. This is what we want to do. We want to sign this huge licensing deal. We'll all get a check from that licensing deal, and you continue to get that check every year, and even 2 years after you finish playing. But once you start playing, that check stops and all of that.
Wow.
But that's just
But
how
you're
it
still
is.
in the
That's-
game, though.
Right. But so
Okay, so
it used to be two. It used to be the NFLPA, and then it used to be the Quarterbacks Club, where most of the high-paid quarterbacks, Dan Marino, Joe Montana, they had their own thing. They wanted to do their own licensing deal,
Oh, okay.
right? So they wanted the money to come directly to them, and eventually that got folded into the NFLPA. Together, we're stronger.
So what's a check like that might look?
It's like 10 grand a year.
Like 10 years?
It's like 10 grand a year.
But
well,
but it's
it
not
may be
the
more
same
now.
scale, right?
No, everybody gets paid the same.
Oh, okay.
Everybody gets paid
So
the same.
let's say
If your jersey sells, if nobody buys my jersey and everybody buys your jersey, we all get the same.
really.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
So we just put it the other way.
Well, that's a union.
Nobody buy your jersey.
But you
They
get
bought
all the
everybody
money.
It's a union. That's you're part of the union. So
Yeah.
if you have a lawsuit or a grievance against your team or the league, then the union, we have a war chest that will help fight your battle. We'll pay the expenses
We have
and we'll
that too.
fight your
Actors,
battle.
the Screen Actors Guild.
Well, that's
should
what
just
it
say
is.
that-
It's the
has
same
that.
thing.
But if you star in the movie, we don't get the same amount of money.
Yeah, that's not
Right.
unless
we
you're
don't get
doing
the same payout.
Favor Nations or whatever it's called.
But that's crazy because I remember years ago when Ocho Cinco had changed his name.
Mm-hmm.
They said his jersey sales went out the roof.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed that I was only getting 10,000 for making such an impact on sports like that, where I did something so phenomenal that it.
So the thing would be if you
I want
didn't-
my 10,000
if
from
you
you.
weren't part of the union, then you couldn't use your likeness,
Yeah.
right? So you
Oh.
can't you play in a system. The NFL is your boss, no matter what team you play on.
Right.
The NFL is your boss. So if you be like, I don't want to do that, you can't use my likeness. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, you can't use it either, right? So you can't put your jersey
So
on
it's, so
and
it's
go
truly
sell it.
slavery, right?
Well, you can
So
call
you're
it what you want.
appreciative because it's like, thank you, I get this $10
Well,
million.
no, it's a
But that makes
business
sense,
model,
though.
right?
That
So
makes
if you have a, you understand,
Yeah,
if you
that
have a
makes
league, you're not going to let the people in your league go off and profit off of your league.
Yeah.
Right.
You're just not gonna do
Because
that.
it's their platform, yeah.
Like I can't sell a rollout shirt with Tangy on the back without Speedy getting his.
Yeah,
cut.
you can't go sell the shirt with his show on. Like if we're all part of the show, right? We're all part. But he's the owner. of the
He's
show.
touching you again. He's touching you. He's touching you.
Stop, just now.
I've seen it. If you need to put a lawsuit in.
Well, E, I've never been hit.
You ain't never had a massage.
I play. Hey!
Hey,
That's not right. Okay, I'm sorry.
pause.
Not
show.
the little dude.
Different show. Different
At
show.
what point do you go, all right, come on, y'all? Let
me crack your neck, you crack your back.
He got small talk. So, what'd you do then?
Oprah did a speech for people like you.
Yeah,
All right,
but that's just
Okay, so
just a business model. You know what
That's
I mean?
interesting. Good question.
Yeah.
I like how your mind be. You be right on
But
the
I'm
money.
Yeah,
wondering-
instead of reading off
But-
Google.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
NBA. I know you guys is union, and I wonder if it's
Callback.
the same rules, like because I'm sure their dad is on all kinds of games and stuff like that. And I wonder if it's like, does he still get checks just for a couple years, or they looking like they don't know.
Daddy don't show them check. Go on in your room.
Who's that?
Right.
He had the mailbox every day.
Utah
wow.
Jazz and Lakers. And, yeah.
Good. One of the coolest dudes
Ever. I play him every day. I talk to your dad every day. Y'all know that.
He had me come do.
He used to play with us in the league. Remember that? That league
Which
was
league?
What happened to it? The softball league.
Yeah. That's I think that's what I meant.
And he had me come do his when he was playing for Utah Jazz. So come do my birthday party because his birthday 24th, 20.
Oh, so you plug in that you do birthday parties? Okay.
Jazz, I don't turn down shit.
Nothing.
Motherfuckers could be.
Hey, we want you to come do a funeral. I'm in.
Hey,
I do that
show
too.
your love for this dead man. You don't know him now, you ain't gonna never know him. Anyway, just one of the coolest guys ever, and I always tease him about the game with Michael Jordan when Michael pushed him.
Yeah. The crossover.
Kinda.
Yeah. little nudge.
Michael gave him the little, and then I said, and I have that picture at the house.
Slam it down.
My sons gave it to me.
Slam it down, Speedy. Slam it down. Oh, you didn't bring it. You didn't bring it. Okay, go.
Oh, you got the poster? Yeah, I got the on the little frame.
Poster's bigger than the picture.
One thing I do want to ask you, I know you got to go. You got to pick the kids up.
Yeah, I'm father.
On ESPN this morning,
I live with my kids and my wife. Just that far.
That's good.
Dad.
They were saying how the
your
point
favorite
guard.
Disney movie used to be The Lion King. I don't know what it is today. I Googled you. Go ahead, Speedy.
Wow.
What kind of soft butter shit is that? You put in Google, you like Lion King?
I've never put anything in.
Yeah, it's what it
Or
says.
Wikipedia or anything else.
It says number 74
Guess
loves
what?
Lion King.
When you do enough in your life,
Wow.
You can Google me.
when you do enough in
You
your
can say
life,
Jamie Foxx friend.
I didn't even. Man, that's hella funny.
But they were
what
saying this
happened is,
morning.
like, I didn't even know Wikipedia, none of that. It was just like, you got a Wikipedia page. I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm doing
Let
something.
me ask you a
That's
question.
right.
What year are you living in?
What year?
Yeah, it's 2018. Everybody
Yeah.
using the internet.
Yeah, I know. But I don't. She asked me. I don't put anything in Google. Like I don't add to my bios or anything like that.
He's had concussions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
We
not
don't give
really
him all
that.
that.
Yeah,
We
it's
just
not.
I
we write
get
some
it.
shit down.
Okay.
I get it.
He's had career successes too because
must
there
have
are a
been an
lot of
interview.
sites on him. But this is on DenverBroncos.com.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've accomplished enough without the internet and social media to where
Well, I had a question
I'm
for you, but
comfortable.
go ahead.
I'm comfortable.
Are you on
in
any
life.
social media?
Yeah, I'm on all of it. I got like, a couple
follows?
100 followers or
couple
something like
hundred?
that. And people always be like, well, you only got
Spell
200
Google.
followers. And I'm like, I don't care.
I
I'm
guess
rich
he'll
as
been on here ain't
fuck.
gonna help us with that.
Wait a minute. What's your go-to? What's your go-to?
Oh, hey,
No, I'm gonna. Hey man, you only got 200 people following you.
we all had choices. Should have tried harder in high school. All of that.
No, he
No,
wanted
that
the same
was-
answer.
no,
I'm on rich as fuck. I like
That'll
it.
work. Yeah.
But
First.
so I want to ask you this question because
Fuck,
I want.
fuck Instagram and all of the
Oh,
other
you
shit.
getting turned up now.
It just
Drop the F-bomb.
like we live in a
And he about to go pick up the kids. Damn.
we live in a
Get your motherfucking ass
society.
in this car with your Texan ass.
We live in a
How many followers
society
you got?
You, daddy. That's all we got.
You daddy.
You don't need no followers. We got money.
But people equate their success with
gotta
how
look 'em
many
up.
fake people that follow them.
Thank
Right?
you.
Yeah,
what I
that's true.
said.
That's
I said the
true.
same
That's a
shit.
dangerous society to buy into because if you allow yourself to be consumed with that, the negative responses that people attack you with on
Which
those
they will.
platforms will alter your life.
That's true.
I agree.
Fuck
And I've
that.
seen it happen
Yeah.
to people.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. I
People
tell that
think
to
you
young
eat.
people all the time.
I hear what you're saying,
because
but
if you buy into that, yeah, well, I get to sell flat tummy tea and teeth whitening because I have so many followers. But yeah, you still have to drag yourself every day through these negative comments of people
That's
just
true.
trying to tear your life apart.
But you have to do that as well, being an athlete.
I
So
don't
what's the
do none of that. I
difference?
don't do none of that.
Athletes get tore down. Have
Yeah.
you seen Kaepernick?
Yeah, of course. You don't got to read. You don't have to buy into that. Does he look bothered? Does Colin Kaepernick look bothered by
But
what
I'm just
everybody?
saying,
he
you
don't-
being
he
an
don't look bothered
athlete
at
and you
all.
being on social media, period.
He was
So
just
what's
in
the difference in
Tanzania.
somebody
Like,
selling
he don't- he look like he-
flat tummy tea?
So
Because I'm trying to get a flat tummy tea.
I
deal, so
know
I'm not gonna put your
everybody
shit
trying
on.
to get those deals because that's
a
money.
flat
Look,
tummy?
it's a revenue
It's a
stream.
tea.
But all I'm
It's
saying
like
is
that.
don't let that define you, right? Don't let social media define you. None of those people know you. So when you chat room or whatever it is, you look
Chat
at that.
room. What year you doing?
No, it's a chat room to this show.
It's a chat
Like
room.
people, oh,
Right.
slow down over there, squeaky voice. What? You? I'm just saying, like when you
I know
let
you're not trying to roast.
when you let
I
outside
heard that word a long
roast
time.
roast away. What year are you in?
Yeah, you did date yourself on that one.
I did.
Show your love for 70.
I'm just saying, like keep it real. And I'm talking to these young ladies in here. Be comfortable with your accomplishments. And just because so and so doesn't follow you back or like your picture, it has no bearing.
Unliked you.
Right, it has no bearing on
unfollowed
what you can and can't do in life.
Hilarious.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Let me ask you this, and that is all tie in together. Anyway, the ball. So ESPN is catching flack from the coach from Dallas Mavericks because his thing was ESPN gave the ball dad a platform to become who he is, and he's up. I guess the coach from the Mavericks is upset that ESPN did that, and they had to go and kind of not correct it. The coach. I forgot his name, but the coach for the Mavericks. So my thing to you, and I have zero problem. I think because of our society, you can speak your mind, you can become a millionaire, and I think what people don't point out is that none of his sons are in jail. Well, almost have, but they're not in jail. They not smoking. You know what I'm saying? They're not on the bad side, and the dad's in their life, and no one ever says the fact that the dad's in their life. Where you have a lot of brothers and the dad ain't nowhere to be found.
Well, it shouldn't be a caveat. It shouldn't be like, well, at least he around. It should be the norm, even though it's not.
Yes,
Right.
it should be.
You
You're
don't get special brownie points for just being in your kid's life.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That should be the norm.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So when you see a black man or African American man in his son's life and he's boisterous
all the way
and
through.
he's all now it's a negative thing. Look, LeVar Ball. Sometimes I don't agree with some of the things he's saying. He raised his kids to play professional basketball.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
All three of them play professional basketball. Period. Right? Hate what you know, he went to Nike and Adidas and Reebok and all these companies and said, hey, let's do a branding deal. Right?
Yep.
We have a brand already. We'll be a part of your roster. Let's do. They were like, absolutely not. Right? If LeBron James would have came out of high school and said, I want to do a branding deal. Right? Instead of LeBron making $60 million or $80 million on his first shoe deal, and Nike making $3 billion on that same shoe deal, that's the disparity. This man is saying, look, we're not doing that. You're not going to pimp my sons, all right? I work with you if we can have a partnership. They're like, we don't do partnerships. You got to become Michael Jordan. You got to become Kobe Bryant. You got to become LeBron James now before we do. Imagine the money Michael Jordan would. Now he's a billionaire because of these shoes. Imagine if he would have had ownership from the beginning.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant, LeBron James.
Well, they're never gonna let us in America, Black Americans, get that powerful.
That's why you got to take it, and that's what this.
And
man
I
is
think,
doing.
I think what they're doing though, they're trying to tear him down for having that voice of no, I'm gonna do it this way, and everybody's
But
well,
sometimes
no one's
it's
gonna buy your
distracted to
shoe.
the game. Do you agree?
No. Not at
You
all.
think he is?
No.
Oh, I think
I
sometimes.
I think sometimes he's a little too much, especially when he comes out belittling other players
If
on
you
the
put
team
the
and
camera
stuff like that.
if I put the camera in front of you, you're gonna say whatever.
America lives for it.
No,
We live for the
I'm
drama.
saying if I put a camera in front of you, you're gonna say what you're gonna say, right?
Yeah.
Don't put the camera in front of him. How about that? But they do it because their ratings go up. Why do you think?
Well, that's like saying the Kardashians shouldn't have a show.
Yeah.
And you know, I heard Beyonce say she did an interview.
I was hoping the Ball brothers
because she used to have a problem with her father, and she was
an
doing an
idiot.
interview where she was telling some people what she needed, and she said, I now understand why my father was the way he was.
No, he's a shithead.
Well, I don't know him. I don't know him.
He got one of the dancers
it's
pregnant.
like what
so-
you said early on.
Yeah, and I
It's
know
two
a couple
things that you
girls
said
that-
early on, which is
He
we
tried to
all
have-
have choices. So ESPN shouldn't get in trouble because there have been other fathers that have been on there, but they made different choices. It's this brother's something that's making people want to see him.
But here's
and
the thing:
also,
people watch it,
you know, I'm
and their
50,
ratings
Speedy,
go up.
you know, I'm gonna forget what I was getting ready to say.
Well, he 56.
Yeah, I done forgot. I done forgot. But Yeah.
The
I just feel
argument
like-
for people is
Oh,
saying,
I know what it was.
Oh,
You're
Lord.
younger than I am. I know what it was.
keep one ear
And
off.
until you know, nobody has walked in this brother's shoes. So if you cut to either one of us today, there can be people that can get upset about what I said. He said, you, everybody.
Yeah, nobody's gonna be happy.
Nobody's gonna be happy. So until we walked in these brothers' shoes, we gotta celebrate the fact that, like you said, he's there. He's doing what.
and
But you,
and it
I
should
agree
be a
with
norm.
you. It should be a norm.
It should be a
But
norm.
it seems
But
like it makes his children uncomfortable, though.
that I agree
ain't
with.
that way all his life.
It seems
Yeah,
like,
I'm
but
saying,
that's
I
the
think
only
that's-
father they know. That's
Well-
the only father
So
they
they
know.
But
used to be
sometimes the
an
son is even look like, Dad, shut the fuck up.
I make him feel uncomfortable.
I have a question
All the time.
for you two. How do you guys feel about him sending his sons overseas? I think they start playing tomorrow.
Yeah, well,
is their first
that's
home
smart.
game.
I think the college
Why
one,
let the colleges
yes,
make
but
money off of 'em?
The kid that's in high
high
school,
school.
I think that's a bit much. I think he should have
Yeah, he took
finished
him
his
out of
high
high
school.
school.
yeah.
They should have. He should have. I don't agree with the fact taking a 16-year-old out of high
Yeah.
school
To go
and
play with
taking him
men.
overseas. But
Right.
But on the flip side of that, when you look at other countries,
Yeah,
right?
they play at
this,
14.
this is normal.
Okay.
This is normal. 15-year-olds play professional basketball
Yeah,
overseas
and get paid.
in Paris and
Yeah, I think
everywhere.
Tony
Parker was
turned
15
pro at
years
15.
old,
Yeah.
and the San Antonio Spurs drafted him when he was 16.
Right.
And
Ricky
you know
Rubio,
what? You know
Minnesota
what?
drafted him when he was 16.
Listening to that still small voice or your intuition or whatever you want to call it never looks good until after it's paid off.
Right.
So let's see.
Yeah, people
10
were
years.
saying
Look
like
at Speedy's face.
LeBron wouldn't have been LeBron or Air Jordan wouldn't have been Air Jordan if he didn't have that deal. Well, he was still going to be the greatest basketball player on the planet, right? So they're saying, yeah, sign with somebody, make your legacy, and then do it big. Well, why not do it big? Bet on yourself from the beginning. It's not going to whatever shoes you're wearing or whatever deal you have is not going to change the type of basketball player you are.
Right.
People still would have bought Air Jordans because he was the greatest basketball player on the planet Earth. He was dunking from the free throw line, so that that didn't have nothing to do
we
with
got
that.
these T-shirts, Speedy.
That's hella funny.
With that in mind, fantastic, man. Give your permission to give.
Yeah, I know we know.
Ephraim Salam. You can.
Well, you're not on that.
I'm on Twitter. I very rarely tweet, but I'm at Ephraim Salam and
You're
Instagram.
not gonna spell it?
Type
Yeah, spell
EPHRAIMSALAAM.
Does Ephraim mean something?
Yeah.
That's right. Don't
Want me
answer
Google
nothing.
what it means?
You don't
Hey,
want
look, she Google fingers over there.
What you got, Google fingers? What does it mean?
It means emperor, ruler, Hebrew, and then
They
Oh,
missed
that's
that
a
one.
good name for you.
Anyway,
Is it Muslim?
Shabazz.
Oh, yeah, Shabazz.
Are you Muslim?
yeah, I'm Muslim.
Oh, okay. I
My
grew
whole
up
life.
Nation of Islam.
Yep. So
you had a moment. Y'all want to finish?
No,
I just want to hug you.
No.
Yeah, you're the only person he
That's
You
wants
got
to
to stop hugging dudes.
I like
That's
you.
not
man.
a good look for
Why?
you.
Why is hugging a man
I know,
not a
Speedy,
good look?
Yeah, exactly,
good-
Speedy. You should stop.
Right.
Hey!
Oh, he done touch your hip.
Radio show gets felt up by
like
ex-NFL players.
like everybody know when you come in with the homie, you go here and you put your
elbow to block.
Get in there.
That's to keep that.
You don't go around the waist.
No, you don't do cheek to
Well,
cheek.
you can't fit, but go ahead. What?
Damn.
Wow.
I fucking doing a thing for Al B. Sure, and he produced
you-
Fox first
Yeah,
special
yeah,
that we did in Oakland. So I bring Al out, and he said, "Thank you to everybody." And I go to give him the dap, and the cheek hit the cheek, and I went, "Oh!" And I just froze for a minute. I was like, "Hey, give it up for Al B." And we're just gonna bring Jamie out. It was the weirdest.
threw
shit.
your whole
It threw me
mojo
off.
off.
It threw me off. I don't know.
Okay, y'all. Ephraim's a Gemini.
Oh, he got two personalities.
I really do, and my wife will attest to that.
What
She'd be
sign
like,
is she?
"Who
What
are
sign
you
is she?
today?" She's a Cancer.
Woody, woody, woo. Woody,
Creative.
woody, woo. I'm a Gemini,
Is
Gemini,
that- oh,
Gemini,
you okay?
Gemini. Woody, woody, woo.
Are
Woody,
you-
woody, woo. June the
You
4th.
just
June the 4th,
crazy
June the
and
4th.
crazy. Her two personalities.
Tangy goes into her own
Crazy
world.
and hella crazy.
And Tangi's single. Anyway, not that we know why. Throw that out there. Right now, she googling, nigga. What's your name?
Man.
Did you just Google me?
So it says here on your credit report that in '93 you didn't pay back that relaxer you had, and you bought A year supply of do-rags?
Do-rag.
What's that about?
From the 99-cent store.
Like,
Look here.
Lord.
Hey, man, you funny as fuck,
Anytime.
bro. Anytime
Yes.
you want to come back, I'll have to ask you. Just come on, man.
Okay.
Seriously.
All right.
You got
Should I show
4
up later or on time?
Later.
Don't do on time.
About
It didn't
11,
embarrass
12.
yourself.
Because I came in and you almost was offended that I was here early. He was like, well, God damn, you 15 minutes early. We're not even ready in here.
No, you
said
don't
that.
understand. I said, E, get here. No, 10:45. Nigga.
He was in
10:45 here in the doorway. I was like,
Just-
and nigga, we still don't put the mics together.
he was like, where does this cord go? I'm just like, I'm just gonna hang out in the back there, man. You let me know when it's time.
No.
But that's about being professional, young people.
Oh, really?
Right? If you hired to do a job, if you agree to do something, and athletes, we get a bad rap. We get a bad rap. I have a lot of colleagues who've poured out of things, been late because we've had so much success. We're sought after, so we're on our own time. And I've been able to be successful
You about
in
to be
this
late
business.
to pick these kids up.
Nah, they're all right. They're all right.
Call him.
I've had success in this business because I've always been on time, always been professional, and you can set yourself aside from your peers by being like that.
That's very true.
That's true. Very true.
So do you think I should start coming here at 10?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we were on air when
Even
you
though
pulled in.
No, we went on air and went off air.
Yeah, we started and stopped.
Vinny was so mad. I said, we got to wait for 10. He was like,
Look, nigga.
so unprofessional.
See
No,
now,
I never said that.
I
You're
mean,
talking about us because we just started at 11.
but all
If this
those
is a
times
job for
when I
you,
was
then-
showing up at 10:50, we would start at 11:15.
Really? Did you just throw us under the bus?
yes,
Y'all
she
threw
did.
me on the bus. We
No,
all
I didn't.
here together.
Number 57.
So
threw you
I
under the bus.
thought
ain't know you.
number
I thought it was
57.
74.
Okay, I thought we were
Vinny,
giving
weren't
the
you
chat
born?
room
I mean,
time
didn't you
to get
graduate high
together.
school in 74? No, but no, for real.
Damn.
I mean, no, it's true. Am
High
I
school
wrong?
was
74. Yeah, it was no. This is about
I know, right?
72, 74.
No,
It
it was 70s though, right?
You can be our daddies in here.
That's Uncle Speedy.
Man,
Hey, Shaquille.
I hate all y'all.
crazy old uncle.
You will not be
What
here
Uncle
tomorrow.
Speedy doing? He in the corner.
Drooling. What?
We gonna take a quick break. Somebody gonna get the shit slapped
What is that,
out
a
of
butt
them.
cheek?
Oh, yeah, Lee Shelley.
No, that's the video right
Oh,
there.
no, we got to get her information too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, Speedy.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
go
why
ahead.
you got
No, go ahead,
coach
go ahead.
there.
I am D Springs. I
Okay,
was
we can let her do
listening, but
it.
you go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? You can follow me on all social media
For
at
what?
I am AMD Springs. I'm on Facebook. I got videos. They viral.
Now let me ask you this: our fans have been hoping that you would stand up so that they could see your figure.
Why?
You know she ain't going to do
Stand
that.
your
I
ass
didn't think,
up. No,
I didn't think
she's
she
not that girl.
was. I didn't think
You
she
ain't
was.
gotta stand up for them.
I didn't think she was. That's why I didn't ask her. I said,
I
they've
mean,
been saying.
did we not learn anything from the Golden Globes last
Well,
night? Are we
wait a
not
minute,
paying
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a
attention to
minute,
what's
wait a minute.
going on? Take the temperature.
Listen,
I
Take
think
the
you want
temperature
to
in
see
the
my
room.
body because you mentioned it before.
say, oh no, darling.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I didn't mean it like that, but
You
Oh.
did mean it like
Oh.
that.
No.
I
Man,
see
we
it
done
that
walked
way.
into something.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like well, it caught me off guard because when you said I
Snap.
think it caught me. It caught me off
This
guard.
got awkward.
I apologize,
Girl.
but it did get awkward because I was like, oh, no, not me. But I was getting ready to say you should say me too because they would like for you to stand up too.
For what? He is not. You, nigga,
We don't have enough.
If you stand your big ass up
Camera
off
height.
camera, I will. Because it'd be waste. That's all they're gonna
This
do.
is
Is
all
your waist. That's not a good
package.
look.
Oh, wow.
All package.
What type of package?
Huh?
Oh, wow. Was this
FedEx.
time to play her?
Great answer.
Next day delivery.
What minute you teaching the
No,
kids
no.
lessons? and that?
Sometimes same day.
No, you used to be a stripper. What was your stripper name?
Peanut butter.
Why they call it peanut butter?
Because I stick to the roof of your mouth. I'm sorry, young.
We here all week.
These
We here.
They are grown.
Oh, they have heard worse than did Daddy
just
House.
jokes.
These Springs, I'm following you. You gonna follow me back?
These is
No.
jokes.
All right, so it's going down.
She's on it.
Thank you. Funny shit, girl. Super funny.
Don't lie to
Super,
me.
super
I know you gonna talk shit
That
about
shit
me
there
every
was
day.
fucking. Yeah, as soon as you bit that corner,
As soon as you
nigga.
bid.
But that nigga boy, you said, hold up, bitch.
I didn't mean
You
to do
grabbed-
that.
you
That
grabbed the
just caught me
essence.
off guard.
You did it.
You
that
did.
was in
You
your
grabbed the
spirit.
essence.
When it come off like that
on
in your
the next
Yeah, it caught
segment.
me off
You ain't
guard.
Coming up
It's
after the
cool.
break on why African American females can't get along.
And that's not, yeah, but
No, we were playing. Y'all
Yeah.
good.
We know this.
Look.
She's reading the chat room.
Y'all sister, y'all need to
Chat
hug
room
it
set
out.
her up.
Hug
Go
it
hug.
out.
Let's chat room and see y'all hug.
Hug it out. Hug it out. Hug it out. Hug it out. Look, she like, I ain't hugging nobody.
When we come back, we'll be doing Sneakerhead. We got
Scrambled Eggs and
Scrambled
Pam.
Eggs Pam coming up, so don't move. It is the Rollout Show. Speed Dougie Dog.
All right, let's take a picture.
I said I think it's time to kill it. Bitch, I'm sexy.
Now you know my name. Now you know my name. Yeah, whatever. We are back. It is the Rollout Show right here at rolloutstudios.com. It is your boy Speed Dougie Dog. In the building we got.
Nikki Pam.
In the building we got.
Javon Dawkins.
In the building we got Pam.
Cajun Russell.
Brittany Russell.
So what was it again?
Cajun and Brittany.
Cajun, like the seasoning?
Yeah, but with the K.
You can get closer on the mic. So did you get like, I know in school they jokes for days.
Not
K-
really until I
Cajun
started
salt.
hanging out with black people.
Oh! Shots fired. And so they had the little Cajun jokes. And,
Yeah.
Wait till I see Russ. I'm going to tell him. So how did he pick that name?
My grandma actually did. And
Oh, really?
She just thought about it. She thought I was going to be spicy. So.
And you are.
I am.
Yes, it's the black people. Black motherfucker. You can say that. Thank y'all because these young ladies here are coming to work with us, man. And your dad has entrusted us.
And your mom more than mom.
I don't know why. We ain't here. But no, I really appreciate the fact that you guys even want to learn. And you're going to learn from us. And I think we're one of the best. So, and Javon, you can learn a lot from him. He's just the dude right here. But, what were you thinking how it was going to be? Or did you guys laugh anytime? Nobody laughed?
Yeah, I laughed. It was funny.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, that's what I think.
I've never seen Cajun so shy in my life. I'm like, are you actually acting shy right now?
Am I?
Yes. It's so cute. Anyway, yeah.
So, yeah, can y'all hang out with us?
Yeah.
Cool, yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, so it's now. Oh, I got a little segment I do. Hold on a second. Get to me.
You know, it take a little time.
Shut up. Shut up, man. All right, I'm ready.
All right.
It is now time for.
Oh my God.
Ball like a minute.
I love sneakers.
Hello, women, all
Sneakerhead with your boy Speed
Take 'em
Dougie
down
Dog.
by the three. I go hard.
I think I really outdid myself this time, Pam.
Why?
I got some great shoes.
Oh, some great shoes?
Got some great shoes.
Okay, we'll be able to put them
Now,
in the middle.
Javon,
Yes.
is your sneaker game on? Is it tight or
Man, not anymore. I mean, when I was in high school, I was all about it.
what the hell happened?
Middle school, I buy cars, I guess. I don't know.
He went from sneakers to cars, Speedy.
Yeah.
Just saying. Nothing
But
wrong with
my
that.
son, I mean, I might as well be because my son has every Jordan. Almost every Jordan.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a good payday right there. Y'all sneaker ladies. Usually, ladies' sneaker game is.
Yeah. We know what's cute.
Oh. Yeah, dude. I always tell when a woman goes, "Oh, that was cute," brothers will take the shoes off. We take them off. It was like, I ain't rocking these.
What's wrong with
Like,
that?
nah, you can't tell another man his shoe is
You
cute.
just be like, those are fly, those are cute.
Okay, yeah, so you can say cute.
Dope.
So cute and flies in the same lane.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Fly, I take fly. You say cute, I'm taking them off right there in the store.
Wow, really, Speedy?
Yeah, what they were like, no, I ain't wearing those.
That's what they used to say about Team Jordans. Oh, those are cute.
Yeah.
Nah,
they're
Team
not
Jordans
retros.
are a no.
Now, okay, so the first shoe up is a Nike Air. And I got my boy in here from Texas who is a tennis shoe connoisseur as well. So you'll have fun with this. Mo in the building. You feeling that, Mo?
What's that one?
You got to get on the mic.
He said
What the
nah.
fuck?
It looks comfortable. I ain't rocking it.
Ladies.
They not cute. Yeah.
Nope.
Maybe to the grocery store.
They don't look comfortable.
Yeah, they look heavy and they just look
air
awkward.
in it. I like that shoe.
They comfortable. I can bet that, but they ain't. I ain't
You got to get up on the mic, dear.
Mike,
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to be.
you on, bro?
You on? You comment.
You walked in. Yeah, you
Sorry,
commented.
Mo. I didn't. They didn't
Oh.
get the memo.
You commented on it. I like the shoe. Now for $225, I can't do $225. I gotta wait for the price to go down.
That's $225?
$225.
All right.
And the lady said no.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
No.
All right, next shoe up. Now this one
I like.
I'm getting this
Yes.
one, Air Force One, foam posit. I'm feeling this. I had a pair of white ones that lasted me for a minute. Only 2 bills. They actually drop on the 5th. What you think, Mo?
Yeah, them sweet.
Yeah.
See how see that?
Yeah, they're nice.
These is fly.
There you go.
They're fly.
And Javon.
I like them. Those are nice.
Those are
I love those.
I can't wait. As soon as they come
That's
to the
me
store.
all day.
There we go.
Are they purple?
Them chameleons.
Caesar!
No, they're like a bluey,
So a blue.
coppery, bluey,
Blue.
metallic
Carbon.
something.
They call it light carbon. That's what it's called. The colors, but it's like a metallic blue.
Yeah, metallic blue. Yeah.
But it's definitely hot. Next one up is a lady shoe. It's Air Jordan 1 Retro Low for ladies or girls in high school, junior high.
They look like snakes.
Well, it's like a little snakeskin.
Was it your
Ladies,
Nah, they doing absolutely
it's not gonna happen.
Nah.
What the hell? It's
They look like a knockoff, like Vuitton or something like that.
It's a joke.
You gotta
I
show
feel
some more
like
angles. You gotta show another
No.
angle.
They're kind of sparkly.
I think they're dope for adults.
It looks like a Sketcher to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if Jordan's name wasn't on it, I think they would never sell.
Yeah.
You know what we're not gonna do. We ain't gonna do this.
Well, you only 1 for 3 so far.
Shut up, man. Next one up, I actually like the shoe because they're really comfortable. Nike Air Max.
I got those.
Canvas
Not
clay
the color.
green. This material is great. Great walking shoe if you do a lot of walking. What you think about?
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Air Max.
Ladies?
Yeah. Yeah, like
A lot of people have these.
I love Air Maxes all day.
They look alright.
I should go back to that.
I mean, they're not with me. They like, I gotta
No,
run
but
and get
Pam,
them.
I'm saying if you walk a lot, these are great shoes.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
for that,
Like, any
yeah.
Air
I
Max.
mean, I ain't gotta run.
Fake workout.
They do know you very well. Where are you going to the mailbox? I'm going right back. That's the workout. All right, next one up is Air Force One with the gold patch on it, with the gold swoop on it.
That looks like was that like a cheetah one? Or?
No, that's absolutely.
No, it's gold.
Yeah, I do that.
That's stage.
Yeah,
It
all
look like
day.
velour or something almost like a.
Yeah.
Who's that? Oh, Sean. Hey, Sean, ain't know you was here. Those are cool. I'm feeling that.
Yeah,
It's
I
only
would rock
$100.
those. Yeah, I'd rock
$100 you in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Air
like
Force
It's the
One.
right outfit.
I think these are dope for stage.
Okay.
Well, I'm a comedian, so that's why I would rock those. Those will be done. Next shoe up, this one here. It's hard to find it right now. The Air Jordan. It's a black felt with the gold things on it, but it's dope as hell on that. And
I like that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
them is $220. No,
I like it.
Jordans.
I still do it. Yeah.
They cool.
They have the goat on it, or is that?
No.
just
That's
timestamp?
just this.
Like a
That's.
stamp. I'm like, what is that?
Said, why isn't the goat on it?
You like the
This
blue
is their
bottom?
website.
Oh,
That
okay.
blue bottom on it, you like that too?
I've seen the ones with the blue bottoms. Yeah, I like when they do the blue bottoms. All right, next
For a
one.
dude, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
The
You don't
retro
like
Jordan 1 dunks. These are dope as hell.
Yeah, I like those.
And that's the one with the blue bottoms. You were talking.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not the same shoe
Not
up
the
there?
same shoe.
Oh, shit, did we mess up?
It was a
We were just talking about the Jordan 1s, and then I thought you were moving on. That's it.
Oh,
Well, I'm at
where we at
the
now?
Jordan Retro 1 high top OGs.
Okay, yeah, that's what
160.
Yes, but yes.
Can't do 160 on shoe. Not that Jordan.
Why?
It's to me that because
Nice. What you talking about?
I like those.
So what
no, it's a
price?
nice shoe. I just can't do $160
What would you
with
do for
taxes. No, that should be about $120 shoe.
that? Okay.
I think. What you think, Mo?
I still get it.
He getting them all.
Yeah.
Well, he Jordan. He got Jordan everything. So
He got
Probably
Jordan
already
everything
got
on
it.
now.
he's one sided on all that. All right, next one up. This is for the ladies. It's an Air Force One. That's pink or rose.
Absolutely not. Yeah, that's out. Completely out.
Let me see it. Hold
Hell,
on.
how else you want to see it? It's
In
a
another color, yes. Not
Not
the pink.
pink.
Yeah,
Yeah, not
I don't do
pink.
pink. But another
Black.
color, you like
but
an
you're
army
girls.
green.
Why don't y'all do? No, they ain't.
I don't like colorful stuff really.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that too.
Black.
I could do a little
Pink is like too
army
kiddish.
green.
Yeah.
I'm buying for my daughter. Yeah, y'all won't. Y'all don't want it.
No.
I put.
Oh, sorry.
I put the Adidas in there because we didn't have that many Adidas. Very comfortable shoe.
Those are comfortable.
Super
I
comfortable.
know
I
he
have
got
a
like
pair
10
like
of
that.
those.
The only ones you can roll up.
I can't do
Well,
it.
no. They look like they are, but no. I don't like the price though. The price is $170.
Yeah, look,
Oh, I'm
just
sorry.
roll it
That's
up like
Way
that.
too much
Sorry,
money.
okay.
Have you ever done? You only done Jordans, right?
No, I got Converse. I got some Chucks.
But no Adidas.
No.
Ladies, you not feeling it?
Nah.
No.
No, I like those shoes, but not that like
Right, not that shoe.
color.
I wear those to take out the trash.
Now I definitely like these, even though I don't do too many low
Those are
Under Armours.
hideous.
It's the Curry low 4s. No.
Hideous.
That's a basketball
No,
shoe?
that
No,
is
what's a-
absolutely. That looks like like shoes for like
shoes.
yeah, nursing shoes.
They look like hospital.
I was
Say what you was gonna say.
I corrected myself.
That's
I corrected
hospital.
myself.
Don't you say that.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say
Them
beige
people watch our
shoes.
show too now.
Made
That ain't right.
Yeah, those
She
are
said they like made shoes.
She hit it right
And
on the
made
head.
tail.
She
That's
hit
a
it right
nice
on the
shoe.
head.
And it's only 120, which means if I wait a couple of months, it'll be down to 74.
You gonna wear that speedy? You better not.
$59.99.
I'm gonna rock.
Yes,
I'm gonna
at
rock
Ross.
that, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
No
rock
way.
that, and you're gonna be surprised.
No.
All y'all gonna be surprised.
No.
Next one up. Now,
What the hell is that?
No.
It's Giuseppe.
No, those are horrible.
You like those, Nick?
What the
Giuseppe?
fuck?
Nah, those is weak, man.
I thought they was kind of dope.
That
Nah.
is a church shoe with flair. That's all that is.
Yeah.
220.
Yeah, the little basket look to them ain't cool.
Maybe they look better in person.
See, I put a high end shoe on there, and everybody, hell.
Well,
no.
I like a high end shoe, but that ain't it.
Right.
Yeah, not those.
No.
It looked like they
I
they
do my
was
ma-
about to be dress shoes, and they said, forget it.
Yeah, exactly. We made a mistake.
You're not buying that speed.
No, I'm
Don't-
not.
don't front.
But I like to throw some shit in.
Speedy.
Not feeling it?
Not at all.
Really?
Not even
Not at all.
That's how we're gonna do it.
No.
Not gonna have it.
No.
What do I put a George? For church?
Not even in the shower.
That'd be good for Youth Sunday. At the church.
Youthful.
Youth pastor shit.
All right, well then that's been Sneakerhead
Thank
with your voice
God.
speak.
That
Shut
was
up,
terrible.
Pam. You're the worst.
God.
I hope I can't find your song. That's what I really.
No, you know you got it on lock.
I'm looking
You
right
got it
now.
on lock.
I think I erased it on
No,
accident.
you better not.
Oh, there it is. Damn, it says Pam on it. All right, it is now. Now you've been waiting on this because
Another song.
we got the song after Monday, and we was playing it because we never had a chance to really play it for Scrambled Eggs and Pam. So here we go.
Oh, that's true.
It is now time for.
Yeah.
Playing it.
We just kept playing it when she got it. Somebody make this song for me. Now watch it. Now you gonna go smooth. Scrambled eggs and Pam.
Speed is on all the background.
And you go really high. Scrambled eggs and Pam. Now watch it go smooth. Scrambled eggs and Pam.
Stupid.
It's basically look chords.
That's the chorus speed. Do it again.
Okay, well, that's a better way to play the music. Hold on. Watch.
Nikki Pam. Scrambled eggs and Pam.
Why your hands go up this on?
Yeah, my Frankenstein on.
Thriller routine on piano.
It's time for Scrambled Eggs and Pam with Scrambled Eggs and Pam.
That's right. Okay, so
This is Hollywood news, shit you probably don't hear, but you're going to hear it here first.
well, they probably heard this part. Yesterday was the Golden Globes,
Yeah, Oprah destroyed that.
and Oprah destroyed. I was gonna say she got the Cecil B. DeMille Award,
She looked
which
great, too.
was like,
Yes.
yeah, she did. She had something in her teeth that was bothering me. But besides that, at the bottom, like, okay, besides that, no, I mean, Sean, you noticed it too, right?
Right off the top.
Yeah, it
was
was
like
we were like, she
lettuce
had
or
floss.
something?
It looked like chicken residue or something.
In the bottom.
Oh, that's
Is that where we going
Was they
now?
zoomed in like that?
Yes.
It was in
I didn't catch it.
Oh,
I'm
well, we
sorry.
got a nice TV or something.
Well, whatever she doing to get the weight off, she was killing it.
Yeah, it's
but you said it was
is
a body
Jenny Craig
suit.
or Weight Watchers or
I
Body
think it's
magic.
Weight Watchers.
Weight
Body
Watchers.
Magic.
Didn't she buy Weight Watchers?
yeah,
or
she
something like
did.
that?
She
Okay.
did, and yeah.
You
But
said,
anyway,
fuck trying it. How about I buy it?
she had the best. I would say the best speech I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
entire life. And oh boy, Sterling K. Brown, who was in the OJ thing, he played Darden, and then he's in This Is Us on
Yeah, he
NBC.
won again.
Yeah, he won again. So I mean, he's doing things. That brother's doing things, and I mean, I'm only picking out the black folks. So, and that's the only one I really remember that.
I know after Oprah, I didn't watch the Golden Globes, but after she gave her speech, there was a lot of news about her possibly running for president.
Yeah. They said Stedman was hitting that she's actually thinking about it in 2020 because
Now,
at first she thought you had to have
ladies,
qualifications because after Trump, you figured you gotta have
anybody go now. I might throw my hand. Will y'all
Trump
vote?
inspired
Would you vote for
everybody.
Oprah?
Yes,
Yes. Yeah.
Y'all would run.
run to the polls.
Yeah.
I would like campaign for her and everything.
You would go march.
Even I would march.
No way.
Yes. Yes.
Pam is the only one in the Uber. Where y'all? Okay, go. I'll meet y'all. March it. I think she should run, or Michelle Obama should run. Either one.
I don't think Michelle's going to. I think she's over.
I think Michelle could win.
She could definitely win.
Oh, yeah. Definitely win. I think whoever.
Oprah's going to win first, though.
Oprah's going to win over her.
Sure.
That would be in. That
Could
would
you
be
imagine?
There's no one with a bigger influence.
Yeah.
No one on the
Can
planet.
you imagine she's first lady?
And it's a lot of actors and entertainers that are kind of entertaining that thought. So it's not just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who else was it that was
Yeah, but
entertaining?
I think
Someone else was
no one has the. Let me see if I use it right. The cachet that Oprah has to pull it off. You didn't think I knew that. No, that fits. Don't let it happen. Let it happen.
No, I wish Ted was here because she would Google cachet so quick.
But I think she has that charisma, and I think she would be perfect.
In foreign policy, I think she would be good because I think that people generally like her.
And she's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Plus, she literally understands the shit that's going on in the world. Man.
Yeah.
Like,
And she could delegate.
She come from a nice,
She could delegate as far as getting the right people in the right positions. Because I remember when we were at the other studio that when people were calling in and were like, "Hey, you don't know shit about political shit." I'm like, all right. And the president has anything to do with my life. And now everyone sees that he does because his job is to hire other people who do have something to do with your life. And if he doesn't hire anybody to do those things, your life going to get fucked up. It's fucked up now. But, I think if she ran, it would be dope. So, Oprah, if you're out there and you hear us, I met her. So.
Oh, yeah. You ain't about to tell the story, are you?
She'll win.
Yeah, I met her. You ever met her?
No.
Yeah. Just me?
I've been in the room with her when I worked at OWN.
That's why I'm important.
But anyway, my other story is, okay, so you guys might be able to comment on this. Offset got caught cheating on Cardi again.
Oh, yeah.
Offset.
Who's Offset?
From Migos.
Rapper dude.
How do you not know that?
I don't know that either.
Fucking awesome.
Shit,
Huh?
I ain't 50 and I don't know that dude.
Is he a rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Migos.
I know Migos though.
You know the song Bad and
He's
Bougie?
in,
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I don't know
yeah,
their.
yeah.
I'm in
You know
the business
Migos.
and I don't know their individual
Yeah, I
names.
know.
Right.
Well, I mean, he's
So he
been
got
rolling
caught cheating on Carly.
twice.
Cardi B.
Twice. The first time it was like probably before the new year, right? This video came out, and so she was like, "Well, if he gets caught cheating on me again, I mean, that's it." Well, the other day, another video came out, and they said that this was not that long ago. I think it was after the other incident, and
He a rapper. Rapper as fuck.
and she was like, "Well, what do you want me to do?"
I don't know why people act like
start
rappers
over?
and actors and
Her whole thing changed. Her whole.
Damn, rappers F you up.
I know it.
They
And
need a
athletes.
whole
There's
lot of
more
people.
to that though because what cracks me up is that they both cheat.
You think Cardi B?
I don't
is
have to
cheating?
think.
She's Cardi.
I don't
Absolutely.
have to think.
I
No.
don't
Cardi!
So I don't see it.
Yeah,
in her.
I think she's in love.
Whatever.
I think she's willing to put up with
She
it.
don't look like she sound.
I'm just saying. I know.
What do you mean by that?
Because she look great on camera.
You don't like the way she sounds?
No. Cardi B. Sound like
So
one
how
of
do you know Cardi B, but you don't know who?
Who's he
Migos
dating?
is?
Because my daughters play the song all the fucking time. And Cardi B. Blood
is
sound
you.
like to me. Blood is you. Sound like she ain't got it all like she was on the short bus. My name Cardi B. Blood is you.
So okay, you
not-
guys were in,
this time next year, you're not even gonna know that song exists. That's
No,
how
it'll be
fast
something
this shit
else.
go.
but she does have what 3 or 4 top 10 hits.
With other people, right?
No, she has a new song with Bruno Mars. That was
Oh, that's
dope.
I
She's
love
on-
that.
she's on the
And-
remix.
And
Yeah,
she
oh,
shot
yeah,
it
the
on
remix, but it's
the,
incredible.
Southern Cover
Pull it
set.
up. Pull it up.
Yeah, the song's
Yeah.
incredible.
She has
Yes.
like 4 songs on the charts.
Killing. He
Oh,
said
that's
pull it
right.
up.
I hadn't got time to use my thumb.
Oh. So no, but they in the video with Bruno Mars is on the 11 color set. They went and did it, and it's like the exact.
It's like
same
the
set.
intro to the original
Yeah,
Living Color.
so good
Yeah.
I
part,
did the
yeah.
warm up.
I was there too.
We
I
know.
Yeah.
I lived it out too. You
Anytime.
know what I'm saying?
How long have her and her boyfriend been together?
Oh, was it like almost 2 years?
Almost.
Really? I thought it was like less than a year.
I was gonna say 2
So
months.
you can't get married if you're fucking
like 2
around.
months.
I mean,
Well, let's Google that. I haven't-
Pam, would you be mad?
If he was cheating on me?
What if?
Since
What if?
you're here, Sean.
Hey, but she did buy him a Bentley truck.
Right, I was gonna say she.
What
And
So like
Yeah.
Jovan said, she might be cheating on him too. But if you buy me a Bentley truck, we might let that first one slide.
All
the
on.
first one.
First one might
Make
Buy
sure
slide.
that
me a-
ring he bought her was gorgeous.
Right. Yeah.
You buy me a Bentley truck, nigga. I'm picking you and your mom and them up from school. I get them. I'll be an Uber driver in that motherfucker.
My thing is not just them in particular. I'm just saying in general, when you are artists that are together, they all cheat on each other. All of them.
How you know?
I'm deep in
He's
it.
a producer.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Yeah, he does no
video. Have you seen Cardi B with somebody?
Oh,
Yeah,
don't
I
set
don't-
me up now. Hold on.
That's right.
Call me. Call in, Cardi.
I don't know. I feel like that, you know.
But what's her follow-up song? Does anybody?
No,
have-
she's got a couple. She's got 4 in the top 10.
No, she has with other people.
Wait,
What's
no.
her follow-up song from her album?
You said she has 4
Well,
in
she
the
hasn't had an
top
album
what?
10.
Top 10 what?
Yeah, but one with the Migos, one with.
It's not top 100. She has one in the top 100 right now, which was she was number 1 actually.
I thought she had 4.
I see.
Yellow.
Okay.
Not in the top. Well, you know the Billboard. There's different charts. There's R&B, there's hip hop, and then you got top 100, which is all the genres version of one.
Okay.
So she had the number 1 record overall, which is huge.
Yeah.
You know, she doesn't have 4 in the top 100 though.
But what's the now? She should be
is
dropping
top-
a follow-up to that right about now, right?
Yeah.
If you're the label.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, Atlantic Records played it out correctly because instead of her coming out with her next single, come out with the hottest dude out, Bruno Mars.
Right.
It's smart.
Marketing.
Let that generate, then put your follow up
Exactly.
after that. Yeah, that's how you do
Well,
it.
they said nobody can outdo. Nobody got more out of the 365 days of 2017 than Cardi B, the Bronx native. She basically had the number 1 record by a solo female rapper since 1998.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, with Bodak Yellow, we know that. And then
Did you buy that album?
She's on
I ain't buying-
Motorsport. which I
She
think
doesn't
is the
have an
Migos.
album.
yes.
What is
Motorsport.
it? LP?
No, she just has like singles.
Yeah, you're talking about the features. That's different.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
we're talking about her songs.
So she just had a single that went number.
Her single went number 1.
So no album.
The album's not out yet. It's coming.
And that's how you do it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is single business. Singles can outsell an album just like that. Easy.
Cardi B.
Well, anyway,
Fox's Blame It outsold the Intuition album by itself.
Really?
the
Yes.
single Blame It.
Blame It outsold the whole entire
Yeah, I
Intuition
knew
album.
that.
But that's normal though.
Whistle.
That's regular. That happens all the time.
Whistle?
I'm trying to get this thing off. What the fuck?
Oh, my kids
I don't know
are
what's
wild.
going on.
There's no need for that.
Hilarious. Told you. She sound like Tangy. Look here.
Ooh, that was funny. Oh my god. You gonna act like that didn't happen? I was
She
nervous.
snatched the essence from.
Yeah.
I've never seen Tangy do that before. What else you got?
I'm gonna ask Jovan about this, and I've been wanting to ask you about it because I've seen you the last couple days. How your boy get shot in the toe though?
Who got shot in the toe?
Kevin McCall got shot in the
You
toe.
know what? I still don't know. I got to call him about that.
Yeah, because
He-
Kevin who?
Kevin McCall.
He texted me actually. I got to hit him back, but I don't know what
Who's
actually
Kevin
happened.
McCall?
Exactly.
You know the song Deuces, Chris Brown, and
Chris Brown
the
and-
black guy.
And
Kevin McCall?
he had a baby with
He's a
Eva
big songwriter.
Pickford
Yeah, it's
from
okay.
American Marcel. Oh yeah,
Hey,
Pickford,
nigga.
Marcel.
Commodores.
There you go.
That's
His
it.
Commodore's cool.
Yeah, Morris Day in the Times. He did first
I've
cousin.
never heard of him.
Well, he got
Kevin
shot in the
McCall.
toe recently, and I thought you might have the insight. I was trying to look on how,
not
but
yet.
everybody's accusing Chris Brown of doing it, which he's like,
Makes sense.
It always
No,
turns into that. every
It
time.
does. It always goes back to him and Chris Brown because they have beef now.
But I'm gonna say this: I had a chance to really like me and Chris cool,
Yeah.
and so we go play ball together, and he's actually a really cool guy.
Absolutely.
It's partly I think it has to do with the people that's around him.
Yeah.
A lot of little knuckleheads and people that want him to show off. But I did see the other side of him on the court where he almost snatched on somebody because they fouled him kind of hard. But you know most guys do that anyway. But he's really really a cool dude.
Yeah,
I must
he
say
is.
that he's
He is.
really a nice kid. I just think when you have certain people around you that's not pushing you to stay that way, you can you have all that money and you got a lot of money, and it just feels like you could do anything and nothing's gonna happen to you. So
Yeah, I mean, and Chris has the same story. When you have someone that walks you in the door and gets you your record deal and structures your career, shout out to Tina Davis. When that person's not there anymore, you kind of get lost because he came in the industry at what 15 years old. So
DC, right?
No, Virginia. Yeah.
Ray's
don't ever
trying to
correct
get
me.
home from there.
Anyway,
Okay, so here it is about Cardi B. Cardi B just became the first rapper to have 3 Hot 100 songs in the top 10 on the music charts.
So 3, not 4.
Yeah.
3, but the other 2 are features though.
Well,
Correct?
they're considering it. I mean, she's selling them. Let's keep
That's
it
what
real.
I said.
I
Okay.
really feel like she's selling them.
Oh no, I mean it doesn't take anything away
Yeah.
from her. I'm just
Now, but
she has one song though.
Let me ask you a question. Now, is she getting paid just for the lyrics that she did?
Yes, she's getting
So
published.
you saying she's getting published too?
Yeah, if she wrote it. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I don't know if she wrote them, so don't quote me on that part. But yeah, she wrote.
But
them.
if she
getting
wrote them,
published.
she killed.
She's getting
She's killing.
publishing. If she wrote her verse, she's getting publishing.
If McCarley, what's his nigga name? Nigga shot the top.
Kevin McCall.
If he wrote them, then he
McCartney.
Yeah, then he can. Yeah. Whoever writes.
Okay, you knew who it was, Mo?
Yeah, I know.
Fuck out of here.
Kevin McCall been around.
See, we talk after this. This is that bullshit. You gonna make me
I mean,
look-
his first song, he won a Grammy and it was #1, Deuces.
I remember the song. I just
Yeah.
didn't.
And
think
that
I
was-
need- I thought it was Chris Brown's song.
Well, and actually, no, he wrote the song.
Yeah.
So the song was Kevin McCall's for him as an artist originally. So the original version is all Kevin McCall's vocals. He wrote and produced all the music, and he did it while he was in college. And then he met Chris Brown through Andre Merritt, which was the main writer for him. And he wrote all these songs for Chris Brown, and then he had his mixtape. So he said, I'm going to play this mixtape for Chris, and then I'm going to give him these other songs. But Chris said, bump them other songs. I want your single, Deuces, and then that's how it happened.
I love Deuces.
Yeah.
You
That's
get mad
Kevin
at somebody,
McCall.
you play that motherfucker. They know what the hell going on. Why you keep playing that? You know why, man.
So yeah, so you know who Kevin McCall is? Yeah.
Deuce. No, the song's great.
Yeah.
But you didn't say it like that. Y'all, she said, Kevin McCall, you know Kevin, and everybody went, yeah. And I'm sitting there like,
Inform me.
You'd have said, the guy that wrote Deuces,
Yeah, and he's on the song. He's featured on it.
Yeah.
The dark skinned dude.
which one is he?
The dark skinned
Not
dude.
The video. I'm talking about in the video.
Picture
The
of
dark
Kevin
skinned
McCall
dude.
No, in the video.
There's only one dark skinned dude in the
in
video.
the bed
Not
with his toe
Tiger.
shot.
The one that's not Tiger or Chris Brown.
It's only in the video. You can't see dark skin over the radio, though. I'm just saying.
Sean? I got 7 other jokes I didn't get a chance to use. Don't be number 7 on these jokes now. No, okay, I think I remember McCall. So he did most of all of it.
A lot of, not all, but he did a lot of the big ones. Look at me now.
Where are these coming
They had a
from?
mixtape together.
Yeah, he did No BS.
Damn. Does Chris
Straight-
write anything?
Does he like anything? What
Does
do
he
you mean?
write?
Does he write? Does
Yeah,
he?
yeah. Chris is a great writer.
Oh,
yeah,
he
I
is?
didn't know.
Does he play anything?
Chris? Not that I know of.
Okay.
All right, what else you got, Pam?
Okay. And then the last thing I wanted to tell you, your show, The Mayor, just got canceled.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang, you look
I never
depressed.
watched
Okay.
that.
I know he likes that show.
No, it's not that I liked it. I watched it and I couldn't really get caught into it, but then everybody kept saying how great it was
it is.
doing and it was doing great
I
numbers.
thought it was, but it just got canceled. Damn.
And that was
I wonder
originally
why.
Brandon T. Jackson's
It is.
show.
Oh, was?
It was originally his show, and then something happened and he lost it. But that was originally his show.
It still
Really?
got canceled, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Nah, that whole premise, man, that's only gonna last for so long. A young little black American rapper.
I
trying to
thought
make
it was
you know,
okay. I didn't kind of get it a little bit,
Yeah.
but
It was gonna get canceled.
you know, I mean, it was a black show, so I try to support it.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's okay.
Now, have you guys watched which I was going to say for my Wednesday show, but I want to bring it up. So they have a spinoff from Blackish,
Right.
Oh, Grownish.
Grownish, and it's grown.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
The kids watch it?
No, they can't watch it.
Is that
It's not
what?
for kids.
What is
No.
it on? What network is
It's
it on?
it's for
It's on Freeform. Yeah.
Freeform, which is more of an adult skewed
well,
network.
no, I thought it was on
It's like
ABC.
teen. No, it's on Freeform. Yeah, it's
It's
its own
Freeform.
channel.
Oh shit! Well, it was grown. I must say it was grown, and I liked the show. I thought it was funny,
I thought
but
it'd be like living. Well,
No.
no. What's the one that was after the Cosby Show? It's a different
No.
world. It's
different
not like
world?
that.
it is a different world.
Nick.
It's a totally different world that we live in. Just say it.
Oh, the string. You got to do something.
It's a. I must. Have you guys seen it?
No.
Okay,
We
so
recorded it, though.
me
I
and
wanna see it.
Michelle, we watched it. It was grown. It was grown.
I liked it.
It was grown, and again, it's what they talk about in college. But it was grown. They talked about getting
She's
high,
definitely-
drinking,
Uh-huh.
sex, drinking, and they went there. They didn't kind of hide it. Like one of the girls likes girls,
That's like on
That
every
always
show,
gets
though.
involved.
but
Yeah,
I mean,
what's
they
the difference?
really pushed the envelope, and I just wasn't expecting it. I was thinking
Have
a
you seen
different world.
Empire?
Different world.
You know that's,
Well-
you know why that happens. Oh, sorry.
he
Go
don't-
ahead. Finish.
No, go ahead.
You know why that always happens? Why the gay agenda always gets put in it? and you know this already. So all the people that were interns back, I want to say like 2004, 5
Running
ish,
shit.
are now running it,
Yeah.
and they were all gay.
Yeah.
So now that they're in power, they writing whatever
And
they
you
want to write.
You try to make it normal. Which,
Exactly.
At
Right.
the end of the day, it doesn't bother me if you're gay. That's your life. I just thought, again, I'm thinking like most of us thought. You're thinking, Hillman. And
Yeah,
that.
like we're thinking
Hey,
it's a different
funny,
world.
It's a different world.
Right.
No, but it has some funny elements. But it was real. It was real life. And I think if like my daughter probably liked the show. She's 20. She'll be 20. So I think she'll like it. But you can check it out. And so it's not on ABC.
No, it's on Freeform.
And Freeform is
They play a lot of like teenage shows on that channel.
so when I recorded it though, it was on ABC because it came on after Blackish.
Oh, maybe
So
as
it
a
won't
first
do
time
that.
Maybe it's
thing.
on both. I don't know.
No.
But on demand it says it's on
Freeform. But yeah, I'm thinking that they did that to boost it, and then it'll continue on Freeform. Sometimes they do that as a marketing strategy.
And then the best part about it is that Anthony Anderson and Lawrence Fishburne are producers, executive producers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so they're getting double checks.
Well, if it does good though, there's been shows that's been on alternate channels,
Mhm.
and then they brought it to major channels before. So maybe they
Who's-
just want
You can pull that mic down. That's a mic.
yeah, I forgot it's
No, it don't work.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. My bad. I thought it worked.
But yeah, so they've done that before. It's been done before. So if it takes off,
It was kind of weird because I thought it would have already been on ABC, but I guess they're trying to get that other network off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's called what again?
Freeform.
And there's other shows like that on there.
Yeah, Freeform is actually not doing too bad as a network. They got some things on there.
But the demographics will change for that show, though. I mean, considering it's a college-based show, so they got to get that, that genre or whatever, that group of people to.
Because that's who's gonna watch it. It's like our age group.
So that's the only thing.
Mainly.
I can't watch it. No.
You can.
What they talking about? That's pretty much.
Ooh, Kevin McCall. What? No, what? I mean, Speedy, really.
Okay, so I'm supposed to remember.
I'm sure he's been up to Fox's house many a times. When he
No.
No, Kevin probably has.
No, I brought him there a long time ago.
Well, maybe yes.
He said maybe yes.
Actually, it was when we did the Prince tribute at Fox's house. It was that day.
What y'all do? When y'all do a Prince
Oh,
tribute?
I ain't tell you.
No.
Bam. Let's move on.
No, I want to know about this Prince tribute.
It
Just
was-
after he died?
It was the day of, right, or the day after? Yeah.
I was your friend. How come I didn't know about it?
And everybody was there.
My signal don't work that good up there.
Well, I know
Yeah,
that,
there's
but
no service.
Yeah, but what the hell? Really,
You're
Speedy?
supposed to call before you get up there, sir.
That's why.
I'm trying to think if I was there. I don't even think I was there. No.
I don't remember it either.
Yeah, I don't think I
Maybe
was
he
there.
wasn't there.
I don't think I was there.
Oh, just the musicians.
Yeah, it was a whole bunch. Everybody was there.
Really?
Everybody.
Like
was there.
who?
Well, actually, they did a radio thing in the studio in the back too. They had
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Nicole Murphy came and talked about her Prince experience, and Charlie Burrell played and sung.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to meet him?
Meet Prince? No, I wish I did. Actually, no, I have a story. I was supposed to work with him right before he died.
Oh,
And boy, was I depressed. So I was working on.
He was already packed.
Huh?
Is it too soon?
Yeah.
Too soon, Speedy.
So I'm working on Cassandra O'Neal's solo album, which she is the light skinned girl that plays keys for him with the big hair. She's been with him almost forever, and he was supposed to play guitar on the song that I co-produced, and he died right before we were supposed to record it. So I was like, I told my mom and everything, Mom, I'm about to work with Prince.
Wow.
So I'm just go out on a limb and say you still got that song.
Yeah, it's just in the hard drive. Yeah.
Okay, I met him. You met him, right?
Oh, come on now.
You
I
were
lived
there.
there.
Well, I met him. So
Yeah. Did you guys meet?
I stole shit from his
No.
house.
Who's the biggest artist you guys ever met that you got really excited to meet?
I haven't really been excited to meet.
She hasn't met nobody.
I want to meet Beyonce, and then
Oh,
my
really?
life's complete.
Did you- okay.
Right.
I tried now.
Beyonce?
Now,
Beyonce.
only thing about trying to meet Beyonce is like trying to meet Princess Wells, because so when she did BET and so we meet Jay-Z and that was cool, and we go over to meet Beyonce and the bodyguard stopped you. No.
Well, that's
can't
you.
touch. Well,
He was
could
with
have been.
Jamie. He was with Jamie.
Could have been.
man.
And I think Jamie
But-
was hosting.
My
Yeah.
parents have met them several times.
Yeah,
so.
that
Really?
was
Yeah.
the same year that Michael died. It was that year.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
she did the show, but it they don't let you just walk. You can't walk up on
Walk up on her.
it. No.
Wow.
But she seemed pretty cool. From
a cool
the
person.
distance I was,
No, she's a cool person.
I'm a little wave on. So who have you met that you were like, wow?
I don't even know. No one. Like,
No.
I don't think we get starstruck. So.
Well,
Well, you guys are around that all the time. Grew up that way.
I mean,
Raised in it.
I was pretty excited to meet Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was shy.
Did you go? Hey, I'm so and so.
She didn't even talk. She was just like, take a picture.
Yes, I think that's the difference when I was younger, and we see a celeb, hey, what's happening, and then we keep pushing. Like I saw, and none of y'all gonna get this, maybe Kiki Vandeweghe was in Home Depot, and I walked and I was like, yo, I watched UCLA and all that, and then the guy that was working there went, who is that? I'm like, you ain't gonna get it. But you just shaking. But now when you meet a celeb, first thing you want to do is take the
You
picture.
get excited when you meet
Snapchat.
Temptations. Speedy, you do. You be like, I just met such and such from the Whispers. I'm like, okay.
I don't know if there's a new Temptation.
No, they knew, nigga.
Yeah, except for one. Otis is still there.
Otis is still around?
Oh, he's the last one left.
Oh.
He had two, huh?
Try headphones on.
Oh, you want them on?
No, damn.
Oh.
There you go.
Don't
All
ever tell me what
right.
to do. No, yeah, Otis is he's the last remaining real
Get that D out of it. Yeah,
It was
real Temptation. Now there's some other guys that were there when like in the 70s that can be said they're real Temptations, but he's the one from the 60s. Everybody else passed away. Yeah, Richard Street.
So, okay. No real Temptations except one, right? How many Whispers is left?
All of them.
All of them.
What?
Twins, Pam.
Okay,
Nicholas
both.
died, remember?
But he's not a
Whisper.
he's a whisper, but he ain't the two brothers are Walters.
No, they
two
all
twins.
the Whispers.
They
But
didn't
when you
sing.
say the
them niggas didn't
You saying
sing.
the lead singer.
They didn't sing.
Okay,
They-
all right, I get you. Okay.
Only one dude sang.
Walter and Scotty Scott.
Walter and Scotty.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. I mean, what's his name is gone,
Maurice.
but Maurice is
Maurice passed
gone.
away,
But
yeah.
I mean, they still tour.
Yeah, it was kind of weird though.
Yeah. So after a
yeah.
group is tour, I mean, some like a main person has died. Do you
It's
really
like the
wanna
Commodores. You can't watch the Commodores without Lionel.
Well, that whole
See? But they do tour without live. They've
Yeah,
been
they
doing
do.
it.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. It's
They just bring another
It's
light
just not
skin
the
dude.
same
not the
thing.
same.
Not the same.
Or
Like we
cameo.
had this debate, and I'm gonna ask you that when you go to see artists now, they don't play the song the way you know.
We
the
talked
song.
about
Yeah,
this.
right.
and it
I
bothers the fuck out of me.
Why, Speedy? That makes no sense.
Because
Why
we
go
went
see
and saw
them
Maxwell,
live?
and Maxwell didn't perform the fucking song the way it's supposed to be done.
It's not
and
supposed
neither
to be done
did
that way.
neither did Raphael.
But how different was it?
Very
Real different, super different.
But no, but I mean, you
Was it
could
better?
still tell it was the song.
Not Raphael.
Raphael was on some different
His
shit.
shit was way different.
Yeah, but I mean, Maxwell, he
Maxwell-
added some breakdowns and interludes.
It just didn't sound the same.
There's a balance with that because as a when you're the musical director for the situation, your goal is to keep the integrity of the record to where the fans still know the song,
Mhm.
but you have your live elements. You gotta have a big intro with,
Yeah.
with the lights and all that. And
Well, I don't mind that part. Just don't. If I'm thinking the song going one way and then you go another direction, or you put reggae on it, or some goofy ass shit, like that,
well, if it
then
ain't
I'm sitting there
dope,
like, know this song. I can't join in, and I bought a ticket so I can join and listen. You know what I want? If you don't want to sing it that way, just play it real, and then we'll sing along with it.
But then you would like
But then-
Janet's tours because she don't never change nothing because it's more track.
it's a lot. Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah. They're
locked.
playing they're
You-
playing the stems to the instrument stems, but I mean
Yeah.
it's still live. They're playing live, but yeah, the feel is still.
Well, that's
there.
what I like.
No.
My trick, what I always do, I like because sometimes we have to put medleys together of their biggest songs for the concerts. So I would play at least, I'll say maybe 45 seconds to a minute of verbatim of how the song goes, and then we'll transition to something else.
Then you're gonna lose me.
Yeah,
I'll be like,
I'll make sure it's dope.
No, I like that.
No, I like a
As long as
change.
it's dope.
As long
Yeah.
as it's funky still, you
Yeah.
got to keep the
pocket.
so
pocket.
you thought Maxwell was good?
Yeah, I thought Maxwell was excellent. But I don't want to hear what I hear on the album. Now, the
I
only
do.
person I really let go with that was Sade because her music is so different. When I saw it, I didn't mind that she kind of kept it the same, but it might have been a little extended.
Hold on, you know who Sade is?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be like, who Sadie?
But I mean, Prince, you never gonna hear the same song the same way twice. You just not.
It was close.
Yeah, but you could tell. Okay, Housequake, boom. Dun, 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 dun.
Prince always changes.
I mean, but he would always change it
always.
though.
Van saw that.
I didn't want Max breakdown because I knew the songs.
Yeah.
But then when he did that shit, I sat down. Fucked up.
Well, we couldn't see
the note you waiting for.
Yeah.
And they don't sing that shit.
Oh, that's bothering.
That's a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
And you know my biggest pet peeve, to the point where I want to roundhouse kick every artist that does this, is that I cannot go to a performance and you're singing not to a TV track, you're singing over the actual record. Your voice is still in it completely.
Right.
All your leads.
Yeah.
That bothers me.
Hold on.
Well, that's Mariah
Before you
Carey.
round kick him. I don't have a problem. Because I'm singing with the song, they're singing with you. We singing together.
Okay, so let me ask you. Your
What
favorite
are you
artist
talking
is Luther.
Luther.
Now, if Luther had
Luther
vocals,
Luther still sung the song the way you knew it.
Yeah, but that's different.
but he would still take it to a different space and then bring you back to the song, Speedy. You got to have that
You
element.
can't tell me. I saw mostly all Luther concerts. Sometimes by myself, but that's not the point.
Oh, shit.
Right in the front row. Luther!
Stop.
You was jiggling your titties like
Good.
that.
That thing was, see, they too young to know. Did you ever see a Luther concert?
Yeah.
It was something about Luther. You
Luther
could
was-
bring a
we
date
know.
or you don't bring a date, but at the end of the day, you was like, cool. Because Luther destroyed the Jacksons, great concert. Parliament.
It was never
Yeah.
confirmed.
Cameo. I mean,
Cameo.
anybody
Cameo.
old school like that. Oh, Roger Zapp. Now,
Roger, fucking incredible.
Incredible.
Roger was incredible.
I didn't like him after he died and they tried to go out. I was like, boo.
Well, he was dead.
But they still try to go.
Oh, I
They
thought you
took that
said-
voice box and.
Like,
I didn't like him after he died.
I was wondering where this was going.
He was crushed.
Wow.
Wow.
It's too soon.
Well,
Now, do you guys do concerts? Because I'm always curious. Because when you're younger, and you got to be in the front row, or
Yep. Close.
VIP.
what was the last concert you guys been to?
Beyonce.
Oh, you went to that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go to all her concerts.
You went, Michelle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to drop.
Amazing.
This is like, you want to go? I'm like, I'm not. It'd be just my luck. Nigga, I seen Speedy at the Beyonce concert.
What's wrong with that?
Putting the ring on it. Nigga, no. That's all I need to see me on. No, I was the Uber driver.
Oh, okay. I feel
I
that.
literally dropped him off, went to the restaurant, chilled, ate, and then wait till the. Time to go get him. But I heard it was great though.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was amazing.
I've seen her maybe about 4 times.
Jay-Z. You ever saw Jay-Z live?
Yeah, we did. We went to the tour when they did it together.
Yeah.
Oh,
on there.
I've seen
Run
Jay-Z
the
by
song.
himself destroy, and
Oh, yeah.
and I was in Miami.
Jay-Z is the reason
Destroyed.
why every rapper had to step their performance up. You can't even go on a major tour without a band now as a rapper. You can't. Or it's not going to
Jay-Z
work.
is beast.
Wow.
If you get
He
to-
didn't start that. Snoop really implemented it, but Jay-Z just did it on a bigger level.
Now you guys were talking about Bruno Mars, whose concerts are the cheapest price is $250.
Yeah.
Now, would
Yeah,
you go
I
see
tried
Bruno?
to get tickets
Would you
for
see
those.
Bruno?
I
I'd go see
tried,
Bruno.
but
Gonna sell
ooh.
out.
250.
minutes.
I'm talking about
And that's
flat.
nosebleeds,
Yeah.
250 starting. I was like,
Crazy.
250. I didn't even try.
right.
250.
Yeah.
And but it's Bruno Mars. He got hits.
But if I had it like that, if I was Javon,
At least one car. At least one more.
one car can go.
One more.
You know, he ain't gonna notice. You know what I mean?
You
I
pay
would-
for that ticket?
Oh hell yes. Because to me, that's the closest thing I'm gonna get to my Prince days. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm gonna
agree.
get a real
And
show.
he
I'm
gonna
gonna
bring
get
it.
some
And he
time
gonna bring it
elements
every time.
He gonna bring it. You
gonna
know
bring it.
that.
Yeah, that is
And he
very
is not
true.
lip singing at all.
No.
He's singing every
And
song.
the funk is there. You know, because me, it's
Now,
all about the funk.
Quiet as kept. You know your boy from Gap Band don't like it.
Charlie?
Charlie.
Uncle Charlie don't like it?
He doesn't like Bruno?
No. He just thinks it's a whole bunch of. But he's older. You know when you he like the young nigga. It's that dude.
But I know he's like that. But I thought that, because
Allegedly.
Because I know he bags on everything else. But I thought something being closer to real music, I thought he would
He would
appreciate it.
Because you got to think
The
about
effort,
it.
at least.
Think about it. Bruno Mars. And they're almost so you can interact because have you seen it? No. Have you seen
the-
Charlie State Show?
Well, yeah,
Yes,
the-
I've
the
seen Charlie
influence.
like 3 times.
He changed 5 times.
Yeah, and he be dancing like he is 18.
Oh yeah,
years old.
great
Like
shape.
he's still
He
trying
do
to dance.
5.
Sing his tail off.
I'm not talking about change a hat wardrobe. I'm talking about full
Yeah, he does.
wardrobe change.
Yeah, he does.
The girls come dance. He come back in. He got a whole nother color on. I said, "What did this nigga change?" Because you still see his leg moving on the side, and then boom, he come out but Charlie give you a show.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Charlie Wilson give you a show, and I'm trying to think of my boy from North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Neo Soul, but it'll come to me.
North Carolina.
From North Carolina?
I was gonna say Joe because I saw them together in the show last year.
I haven't seen Joe.
Joe's from Carolina?
No, I don't think he.
Oh, okay.
But I saw them together.
He got a great show.
You talking about Anthony Hamilton?
Anthony Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen Anthony like maybe twice.
So,
Yeah.
My boy plays for
So
him.
I'm hosting the concert in Oakland, and Anthony had fucked his leg up jumping on the stage. So we're on stage and we all having a good time. And Fox said, "Come on, Anthony." He said, "No, that's how I fucked my leg up last time." He had jumped off stage and blew his knee out.
Oh wow!
And so he had to do the last leg of the tour that he had in the chair. Cause black folks, we don't give a fuck. We don't.
You don't get the check.
So we're at the Pantages Theater, and Prince is there. So it's just Prince. So his show starts on time, but this one didn't. So it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Prince ain't came out. So the guy comes out and go, "Hey man, Prince is feeling under the weather. He wants to know, can he do the concert tomorrow?" Motherfucker said, "Hell no." Bring that little purple motherfucker out here. 30 minutes later, he came out and destroyed. Then he went, "So y'all wasn't going to let me come tomorrow." He's like, "No, nigga." Black folks don't believe in that shit.
Yeah.
You got to get down right now. Let me get to this right quick. And believe it or not, and I haven't went and saw the movie, Jumanji is killing right now. 200 and
Hold on. I don't. Speaking of Jumanji, that's a cold segue too, man.
You like that?
Yeah, that's a cold segue, man. So, I actually like this store. So I'm a little disappointed, not surprised at all.
What?
But H&M, I was just about to go buy some sweatpants and hoodies from them today. They put out this sweater right here that says "Coolest monkey in the jungle."
Oh,
wow! Now, this at a fashion show.
H&M?
Yeah. And I was just about to go buy a hoodie from them today when we got off. But
no,
they
here's the thing.
that.
That's a fashion show. And they tried to say, well, we didn't know. Now, I've done fashion shows. I've been the host of them. No one goes on that runway. No one comes out without somebody looking, making sure whatever's right. Yeah. And the fact this young man came out with that shirt on and nobody went.
They have one with the white kid.
So what's the white kid one say? I can't really read it.
It's a whole different shit. Man,
lion.
I think it says white kid and a lion. That's what it says.
It says survival expert
Survival expert
on the white kid's sweater. And the black kid says coolest monkey in the world.
Coolest monkey in the jungle.
Now,
in the same thing.
Now, we go around the table here. Now, if you the daddy and your son had that shirt on, Mo, what's happening?
No.
Roundhouse?
Yeah, that ain't happening.
What about the daddy to the kid that took the picture?
Right.
He ain't
He
putting
has
it
a
up.
dad, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
This is a fashion
Mama,
show.
somebody.
You don't know it.
Ooh, that's terrible.
Yeah, they just dressed them in and they put them out there and they make them take these pictures. So
Isn't that on the website?
So they apologize.
Yeah, it's actually on their website.
Yeah.
Well, they took it down now, but it was on their webpage. Yeah.
Wait, they're saying it wasn't a fashion show. What is it? It was a photo shoot. Is it a photo shoot? Okay,
For the new line out, but
Okay.
I think they put
So
those
you going to buy a
sweaters
monkey
and stuff in the
Coolest
fashion
monkey
show.
in the jungle. Damn.
I get mad when white people reference monkeys around me because I look, you know what I mean? I get like,
You want a banana?
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
My boy Deion Cole has a joke. He said, I don't even eat chicken around white folks. Because he said, it just don't look right. He was like, as soon as you look up, your hands is green. You're like, see me eating this bucket of chicken.
Or watermelon.
Watermelon.
Watermelon. And you know what? And here's the thing. Okay, you say you go into a buffet or or some like event, and they have the fruit all pretty or whatever. And I'm always the black girl picking out the watermelon, and then I might throw a grape or two. You know what I'm saying? But and you feel like the white people saying, "Oh, of course she's getting the watermelon."
Then you got to grab a cantaloupe, even though you don't eat cantaloupe.
All right, kiwi. That shit.
Yeah, niggas don't eat kiwi.
What? Kiwi's so good.
No, kiwi is.
I don't like watermelon.
Did you go to Calabasas?
Wait, you don't?
Yes, I did.
You don't like watermelon?
Have
Have you had a sweet watermelon, like a really, really good one?
Oh, it's not
Yeah,
like
I don't like watermelon. I don't know if it's the texture. I just don't like it.
Do you like honeydew or
tell your
cantaloupe?
daddy on you.
I don't think I like watermelon.
Thank you.
Okay.
He loves it. I don't. Yeah, me and my mom both don't like watermelon.
I have a cousin that does.
I'm about to take your
watermelon, chicken or pancakes.
How about
Pancake. Oh, I love pancakes.
Watermelon,
Kool-Aid.
I think they're eating it on the low.
So I told you
Behind
what
those back.
happened to Tommy Chun. He came into the show, and he said he's on the plane, and the guy's walking by, and he's to ask people what they want. So you want chicken or you want beef? He said when the white dude got to him, he said, "Chicken for you, brother."
You look like a chicken man.
He said he was so mad that he went, "Yeah, I'll take the goddamn chicken, man. It was shit." He said it sounded like he said, "Chicken, nigga." Like you don't want it, but it's like, damn, it tastes so good.
You do.
Do you do chicken?
I probably wouldn't take.
Your dad made great chicken. He made
Yeah,
me
he
and Sean
does.
some before.
Do you like? You
I
probably use
throw it
like.
on
They look like
grills.
she like to use a fork. Hold on.
No, I just I don't eat the veins or nothing though. 'Cause,
Oh, that ain't cooked. You see veins.
but you know how chicken got like the little brown, the blood.
So when you eat, it's like still a lot of chicken left on the
around
Yeah.
it. She eats it just
She's
to the
chicken breast.
Yeah.
No, it's like this. Look, Sean, they go.
No, that's my daughter right there. Hey, that's my daughter right there. She'll
my-
take the white piece of the meat and the whole wing will still be sitting there.
Madison,
That's Maya.
Madison, I have to take the fuck. She be like, I'm like, hey!
She need the
See
grizzly.
these white folks around here. Give me goddamn chicken. I didn't know my daddy. No. Get you some tofu, my man.
What did you call it? Sponge stuff at my birthday dinner?
On that gristle.
He was saying calling it sponge, the tofu. He was calling it. Y'all go take the sponges
I
with
hate
you.
tofu. I don't understand.
We had a birthday. Okay, first of all, my baby surprised me for my birthday because my baby.
Who the fuck is it? Oh, I didn't know. Is that what you call her?
Yeah.
What you call it, John?
Call what?
Oh, the room too big. You to hear now.
That's gonna be a nice little ride home.
No,
So you don't know my motherfucking name? I was caught off guard. Speedy be playing. Just blame it on me, Sean.
No, but anyway, so okay, so he surprises me, and that whole day, I'm like, well, you don't want to go to it's for my birthday on the 20th, and I'm like, you want to ask Speedy and Michelle at least to go to dinner with us? No,
And he had already called her.
he's gonna just be
Hooked
me
it
and
up,
you, and
yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, I mean, all right. Even I said to him on the way going over the hill, I said, oh, it's nice that you decided to have a romantic dinner with the two of us.
Call none of my friends now.
I said it like 3 times. Like, you sure not? Okay. LaFon and no? Okay. Nope. So I go around the corner and I see Michelle trying to duck.
We all at the table.
I'm like, what
It's
is she
a
doing?
Japanese restaurant, right? So,
No, Chinese.
same thing.
Jap.
Jap.
Slant eyes.
So let me just tell you how country Speedy's ass is. Now we're in a normal Chinese restaurant, and so they
Hey,
give
man.
wontons, like to start or whatever.
Oh, the
fried
wonton. I thought
He
they
kept
was
calling
chips.
them chips.
I thought they were
I was like,
skins. I was like,
oh, God.
I said, Sean, you try these skins?
Man, you worse than the sweater, man.
I was in that motherfucker. Let me get some more skins.
He
He kept
did.
going, no, wonton. Give me wonton skin.
I was like,
God, they
oh
was
my
good.
God,
Tell the
you
truth.
uncultured.
I was dipping the skins in the
that
motherfucking sauce. Oh yeah, it was good. Y'all got chicken. And I
That's
asked the lady.
exactly what you said.
And then they bought some tofu
Tofu,
shit.
something we had.
Nah, have you? So
It's nasty.
Yeah,
anyway, John, you ate
but it was
right?
good though.
You ever eat it?
I don't
So
like
it's a square sponge.
Yeah.
And black people, when you go to cut it, it moves. I said, oh. Is that Jell-O with gravy on it? Everybody like, you see, that's what's wrong with you. You don't know what to
We're
eat.
like, this taste is Speedy. You can lose some weight.
I don't try shit. I'm not the try and do. You ain't
Yeah,
gonna.
you are not going to go out of your comfort zone.
But people, it tastes like chicken. Well, why just order chicken?
Right. What about you, Javon? Would you?
You try shit?
Nah.
You're a meat and potatoes man too.
No, I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. Well, no, actually.
You do sushi?
You know what? Funny
I love
bring it up.
sushi.
Because of Jamie Foxx, I eat sushi now.
Okay.
We went to that place in Hollywood. It started with a K, I think. Not Katana, the other one. It might be-
You talking about
Katsuya?
Yeah.
It looked like a
Katsuya's good.
fancy club.
Yeah,
kind of
it's
thing.
nice.
Okay, so
Katsuya's off the chain.
we went there after a studio session. Dave-O, Brains, all of us. Trey, you were there, and Jamie ordered these big old long plates with these snow crab thing with the rice and this green sauce and this wrap. And he ordered like 1 million of them. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I'm about to get
on that plate.
I'm about to get the teriyaki chicken. So I tasted those, and we went to town on that. So that opened up my mind and said, I'm going to try some other stuff. Right. So now I eat sushi for real now.
Yeah, Jamie does eat seafood.
Yeah.
Mo, you don't
I love
You stay right in the lane. You're in the pocket.
Bean potatoes, you too.
Bean potato.
Chicken and fish. That's it.
Chicken and fish. Wow.
Sushi?
Sushi is good.
No, I don't like sushi.
Wow.
All day long. I love it.
I was the same way though forever until
Pam. So you do sushi?
Oh heck yeah! But then I eat chitlins. I eat a lot of things.
Oh, I don't eat chitlins.
You eat chitlins.
You know, me and Sean act like pork skins is a food group. I mean, we eat pork skins.
Sean carried a bag of pork skins with hot sauce already on them.
That's the ghetto stuff.
Oh, niggas, that in your jacket? This nigga had put a lining in the jacket. And I said, does Pam know? That's why I lined the jacket. She think I'm reaching for my phone.
Sean, where you from?
I'm from here, man. Born and raised.
Oh, okay. I didn't know say Louisiana or something.
And he ain't supposed to eat it, but he loved the motherfucking pork skins.
He
Well,
do.
you know where I get them, right?
No.
Right here.
Well, I come right here. They got the
Because you bought him
Farmer's
here.
market.
And so,
And Michelle likes
Sean talked really fast.
They're
And he go, see what you going to do? I said, I'm good, Sean. You don't know what you going to do? I'm good, Sean. I'm good. Good look. You want to run?
That's so true.
Am I lying?
What he say? What he say?
And if Sean is recording you, you go hear the whole conversation. So I'll be like, Pam right there. I was gonna see what she wants. Pam. Then Sean followed me and said, "You want another one?" No, I don't want another one.
You want another one?
What made you eat pork like since you was a kid?
Yeah, man. You know, I grew up.
I used to eat
My family.
I mean, we all did it, and then we went, "Oh, this is the skin of the pork." Let's stop eating.
What's wrong with that?
You know, my people grew up eating pickles and
Yeah, I was gonna say.
and all that shit.
Do you eat pickled pig feet and all that stuff?
No, but when I was little as a child, we used to walk to the liquor store and get them out the jar.
I remember
but I don't now.
I remember my aunt getting the chicken feet out the jar.
Yeah.
And sucking on the knuckles and all that. It was
stores in
crazy.
LA.
Yeah. I was in LA, as a matter of fact, over in Crenshaw.
It's gluttony.
Yeah.
I
Okay, boot to it. What's that shit you be eating all the time?
What?
Uber.
Uber.
What is that?
What's that?
It's
acai.
Acai bowls. Remember
I've seen it. I heard it.
You like
we talked
it.
about it. It's really good, and there's
It's
a place
called
down the
what?
street.
It's
called Uber Tuba.
Uber tuba.
Uber Tuba. She actually hit me too, and I do stop sometimes going home from the
It's
studio.
purple, I think.
Yeah.
It's purple. See, that's what I'm saying. This nigga don't even know it's a vegetable, like a fruit.
No, it's not. What's
Purple.
gonna have it?
Is
What's
that
her
that
name?
purple emoji
Yeah,
we be using?
Carly had
Caribbean.
it. Oh, Caribbean, Carly. We've all had it in here.
Yeah.
Look
It's
nasty.
good.
What
It's
is
fire.
Acai.
It's acai.
It's like some fruit from Brazil. It's like a berry. It's good.
It's really good.
VIP.
I can't even pronounce. Let me have that purple shit right there. Go there. Give me some acai.
They have the pronunciation on the wall.
They do.
It ain't gonna do me no good. Let me get to number 6.
That's really good.
I like places that got numbers by it. Jumanji did very well. It's doing very well. It only cost $90 million to make. So the fact, and it's made over $244 million.
They won.
So shout out to Kevin Hart and to The Rock again. Box office smash.
About time he needed one, cause he really trying hard to get away from that scandal. He was like, you know.
Hey,
It
he bought his wife. Did he buy her like a new ring or car?
Well, he never. Baby came.
A baby.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
baby came.
the baby was
and
already
now he's
on the
like,
way.
I'm wrong. I ain't shit.
Star Wars is killing.
That's my shit.
Just gonna throw that out there.
always
It's at $572 million.
It's at 1.2 billion.
I haven't seen. Yeah, it's about to hit the bill.
It's at 1.2 billion
It is
worldwide.
now?
Yeah.
Oh, worldwide. Yeah, they don't count that. Which is just so everybody understand how this shit works. The money they make overseas is extra money. That's when they buy the yachts and all that shit, because that's the extra money. And that's why it's not too often that an all-black cast film does well overseas. And most studios, they don't look at what they make here. They can care less what you make here. It's what you make overseas. That extra money to help them buy these yachts and all that shit. And so if they had already $1 billion, that's fucking in what?
You do the story. That's a good story.
Oh, that's fucking incredible. The Greatest Showman, but it's made $75 million. It cost $84 for to make, so they got a little bit further to go. Perfect Pitch, which I love all of them, but I haven't seen this one. It only costs $45 to make, and they're already at $85. So
yeah, all their movies. I looked it up. All their movies pretty much do it.
yeah, the first one was a beast, and the second one was great, and I would assume this was great. I like the singing and all that stuff. I don't know if you guys know.
Yeah, we don't watch Star Wars.
No, I'm with you. I've never been into that.
Oh, no, he's talking about the.
Too late. Just let it go. Let it go.
Oh.
Sometimes let it go. See what I do? Young motherfucker. What's the shit they eat? What's it called?
Acai bowls.
Yeah, acai bowls.
Everybody eats this.
So there was a movie
I'm
that I didn't go see that actually the girl won, the mom won an award last night, which was I, Tanya. Which was a Tanya Hardy story, but I've heard from people that the movie is really good, and mainly
I thought it was
because,
like a TV series. I thought it was gonna be like on Lifetime, but this is like a real movie.
The people that did go see it didn't make no whole lot of money.
What's the movie?
The Tanya Harding story. Is that what
So
it's
yeah,
called?
Tanya Hardy story. So what they did though,
They're like, who's that?
She doesn't know who Tanya Harding is.
Don't worry about
It's
it.
an Olympian who basically
You got to
there was
Google
two Olympians skaters that one of them got hurt while during the Olympics, got hit in the knee with the bat.
Go the other way.
And then so
one was Bougie and one was Trailer Park.
Yeah.
Trailer Park girl was going to lose to the Bougie girl. There was only one slot open.
so her people.
So she hired somebody to hit her in the knee so she couldn't go.
With a crowbar.
With a crowbar, yeah. So she couldn't skate. So that she could go. Because her mom, and what they do in the movie, they show the story from her point of view that she grew up like black folks, poor, trailer park, and her mom pretty much pushed her to be who she was supposed to be, and then that shit happened because she wasn't going to get the slot. And from what the people that did go see it, they thought it was fucking great, but it only made $5,000. Or $5 million.
I was like $5,000.
But that's still nothing for a movie.
But she won last night.
But she won last night.
And then
Sure
Tanya, what's her name? Harding was there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I just found it interesting that she really. I was watching the interview on, I think, 2020 or one of them shows like that. And she really is like, I ain't apologizing no more. I mean, I might have heard that they was going to do something, but I wasn't really sure. Yeah. So it wasn't me.
And this
but
happened years ago.
Yeah, years. It's like the 80s.
But it's the guy. And Coco, which is the movie, the Latino movie, is killing, man. It's at 192.
Did you guys take the kids to see it?
They seen it.
What is Coco?
Oh, they seen it?
Seen it with Jamie.
Yeah. It's a Latino. It's about
Latino
how
cartoon.
Latinos embrace the dead and they celebrate the dead.
Oh, okay.
So that's pretty much what it is. But it's killing, which means when movies do, and as we mentioned it, because when they do really well like that, there'll be a number 2, or somebody else could do another movie similar to it. So, but the movie I need everybody to go see, 2, Proud Mary.
Oh yeah, we gotta go support Proud Mary.
Proud Mary, which I think is gonna do very well
you don't
with
know what that is?
Taraji.
Taraji. And she's walking around.
Which is her action.
I thought that was
It's
a
like a
TV
black
show.
action.
No, it's a movie.
Oh wow,
That's her.
It does look like it's not
This is
shot
her-
very well. But we still gotta
like
go.
Foxy
We still-
Brown. Is it supposed to be like
like
Foxy?
It's supposed to be like Foxy Brown.
That's the hint I kind of got when I seen the trailer.
But it doesn't look shot very well. I agree. I'm wondering, that should have been a major TV.
Nah,
I ain't seen
the
it.
motherfucker come out.
Okay, my bad. Okay,
Try
I'm
it
gonna hate
again.
down.
So we all gonna go see
Proud Mary.
Yes.
We ain't gonna judge it. And also to Black Panther.
Oh, when does that come out?
February.
Is it February?
Yeah,
I
February.
don't know why I keep thinking
You're
the 12th.
ahead. See that.
But
Save that for
I
later.
saw the trailer. The trailer is fire. I think it's going to do like the 200 million.
Nah,
those kind of numbers.
that's 500 million easy.
Yeah, but and because of the Comic-Con,
They gonna kill.
they gonna embrace it because even though it's about a brother, but it's dope as hell. It's fucking
They gonna kill.
off the chain. So yeah, that's gonna come out, but for sure go check out. Which I'll have that.
Proud
in mind.
Mary and
Brothers of the Balcony, and then that's movies.
all right. All right, so Nick just sent me this story. So I don't know if this 1 hour ago. Trump gives 200,000 Salvadorians a deadline to leave the U.S.
Yeah, so he basically told them they have until 2019
Right,
to,
where he's
to get up out of the United States, or
You
they're
got
gonna
to
face.
prove why you should be here. If you
Yeah.
can't prove that, which I'm sure the restrictions are like, the barriers of proving that is probably very, very high. You got to go. If
And
you're
the theory
Salvadorian.
is, well, they're taking Americans' jobs. Whatever they doing, we don't want to do.
Right.
Trust and believe.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, America did take their land, so
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of swapped that out.
Thank you,
jacked
brother.
up.
What's his name?
Now we just gonna change it to what was
No,
it?
you got to keep the honorable part in
Oh,
there.
the honorable brother Shabazz.
Yeah.
Shabazz.
Keep the honorable
All
part
right.
in there.
Happy birthdays go out to R. Kelly. It's 51 today.
So he's a
Which means
It's quiet in here.
If he's 51, if you reverse that, he likes 15-year-olds. Look here.
Oh.
Hey, sometimes the jokes write themselves. Ryan Destiny is she is 23.
Who's that?
Ryan.
Who?
From Star.
Thank you. See,
Oh,
that's why y'all
Black
here.
girl.
I watch
This
it.
motherfucker here. Kim Jong, the leader of
Korea.
I got my hand on the button. 35.
What? He looks like he's like 65.
35 years old.
Wow.
David Bowie was born today, and so
Oh,
was
rest in
Elvis Presley.
Rest in peace.
He was born today. Yeah, I was gonna put. I didn't know if anybody's gonna. I'm glad y'all was here because I saw her on the thing. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna know.
No, 'cause nobody over
And what show is
a
it
certain
again?
age. Okay.
Star.
Star, the one
Oh,
at
she's
the Empire.
the chocolate
She-
girl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's actually pretty good on
She was supposed to be on Empire. Like she was supposed to be Tiana.
there. Oh wow.
Oh, really?
But
Now, do you like Star?
yeah.
It took a minute for
It's
me for it
actually
to grow on
decent.
me.
I mean, I tried to watch it, but I keep falling off. But
Yeah,
anyway,
at
we have a
first
call.
It was boring, so
Yeah.
it's good now.
Yeah, the number to call into is 747-888-3082.
It's a little late.
Yeah, I know.
And we got a
Hey,
call.
they got a call.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
This is Vernon from Chicago.
What's up,
Hey,
Vern?
Can you share the number, nigga? Stop. No, I'm playing.
I'm just echoing y'all thoughts on Black Panther. We have to go in groves to
Yes,
that
you're right.
movie.
But I think, like my boy said, I think it's gonna happen anyway. Because those Comic-Con brothers, they don't sleep. They gonna be there. But yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
but more to the fact that we have to be like, look, we supporting this.
Yeah.
Because it's like people trying to come up with bullshit to try to stop people from going to see this movie. Like one of the actors is dating a white girl. I don't give a shit who he dates.
Really?
That's hilarious.
Yes.
That's right. He dated a
Yeah,
white girl. He
it's
can't go
supposed to be
see the movie.
bullshit news, but you never know because people out here are stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
I say we have to go out and we have to support this movie.
But here's
we
what
have
it is,
to,
Bert.
we have to just go out and act a fool for it.
And not only go watch, you got to go back and watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know that whole Black Panther movie came from the this is old, but it came from the Black Panther movement.
Yes.
And and they didn't want any of us to know anything about Wakanda, or if it's not real, but anyway, about powerful black people.
Mm-hmm.
About them white folks trying to come over there, and then Wakanda said, "No, take y'all ass back where you come from."
Mm-hmm.
We are the richest country because Africa is the richest country in the world, but the most exploited.
Mm-hmm.
But Wakanda wasn't having that mess.
Brother Vernon. Thank you, brother.
That's right, Vernon.
All right, sorry y'all. Talk to y'all
That's
later.
all good. I apologize for getting real.
Passionate about this.
And another thing, and we had money and they didn't.
We need him on the show.
But yeah, we got another call.
No, since we're on the thing of the black superheroes, there's a new show coming out on the CW called
Oh yes,
Black Lightning.
yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
Really?
What it
You
says
know
here,
we was gonna do that TV show. But go ahead.
right. Oh, did you,
Yeah, that's on Wednesday.
No, but it's kind of it's kind of the same thing. But one thing they're highlighting, they're featuring a black lesbian superhero
In that one.
in that particular.
There we go.
In Black Lightning, yeah.
Why does she have to be a lesbian?
Yeah.
Right.
Can't she just be a black lady who's a black lady?
Right.
Well, you know they gave what was the one?
She not gonna save the brothers?
Wow. Speaking.
Hey, man.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, that starts this month.
All right.
So,
Wow.
But there's other stories to be told, and that's one of the reasons I know what Vernon was trying to get to as well. There's other heroes and superheroes who are black that if this one does well, then they'll do the other.
Yeah.
It's they always do a test to see, because at the end of the day, it's about the money. It ain't about nothing else. It was a great movie. I don't give a fuck. Did you go see it and did it make some money?
Right.
Like I said, these movies, 194 million. It's a lot of money
Right.
for a fucking movie that only costs like $40 million to make. And then All-Star Weekend, my movie.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we close to getting everything done. And if it's not released for All-Star Weekend, I think it would be for NBA Finals.
Okay.
But we're looking at All-Star Weekend, which is right around the corner, and we're gonna be partying like a rock star. But before that, we're gonna be in Oakland, California,
I was just looking for
at
the lineup.
Tommy
Here it
T's.
is.
Tommy T's. We're gonna be in, but it's not Oakland. It's actually
Pleasantville.
Pleasanton, California, which is 30 minutes from Oakland, driving time. But if you live in Oakland, you know exactly where it is. Tommy T's. We're going to be doing a weekend takeover Friday the 19th, Saturday the 20th, and Sunday the 21st. A lot of funny comedians on the show. We have, so let me do it this way. 9 comedians, 5 nights. No, 9 comedians, 3 nights, 5 shows, 1 host.
Right.
Wow.
Me.
All right, and we got Jay Rich on the one on the 19th. We got Jay Rich, Kelly Kales, and Brooklyn Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the 20th, we have Kente, Scott. I guess I should say that's his, family, but Stiletto and Drew Frazier. And then on the Sunday the 21st, we have Kirk McHenry, and A.G. White, and Cool fucking Bubba Ice, which was fucking hysterical.
And we're
That's
filming.
the way you close it out.
We're
Cool
filming all 3 nights. So if you want to get there and be seen on camera, get there early, dress right, because I will be clowning.
Yes, he will.
You wear the wrong purple and green, and you will be on DVD. You gonna get a shot. You guys, ladies, gonna come? No.
Sure.
Yeah, tell you that.
No.
We'll tell Russ.
Yeah.
Buy them tickets. So it is going. If they want more information, they go where?
To our Eventbrite.com and then search Rollout Studio. Rollout Live. And then
Shout out to rehearsal.
Hey, man. We got a lot going on.
So a lot of fans who love the show and live up north.
Let us
where's,
know. And then if you go on Eventbrite too, you guys, you get 2 for 1. I mean, you sign up, and then we're gonna take that list, and you say, "Hey, I heard it on the Rollout Show," and then he's gonna give you 2 for 1. So he's not gonna charge you for 2 tickets, but I think it's like $10 for 2.
And we're taking the whole crew up there. So Tangi,
Everybody's
going. Brother Shaddad, what's it?
Shabazz.
What's my son's name?
Shabazz.
Nick Shabazz.
Yeah, Nick Shabazz. He's gonna go. Is Sean going?
Yeah, he'll be there.
You didn't tell him Sean was going?
Oh, I did? Oh.
Hey, Sean. Hey, pork rinds.
I'm riding in the car with you, and I'm bringing a big bag.
2 of them.
He'll be smelling.
Nothing but hot sauce.
Yeah, we're gonna do a road trip. We're gonna film that road trip.
Yeah, we're
too.
gonna
It's
film
gonna
the whole
be fucking
thing.
hysterical.
Yeah,
We got bands.
But Javon's, he's.
So he's
Javon
taking
doesn't want to stay
one
with
of the
us.
7 cars.
He said, Javon said, "Oh no, I gotta play." Sir.
He sure did.
We did Airbnb.
He did. This is what he did.
Like, hey, we got a room for you.
Because here's the thing, okay, the Airbnb has 4 like master bedrooms, right?
Yeah.
And so we're like, okay, Michelle, Speedy, me, and Sean. We like Giovanni.
You and Sean get that? Okay, go. I didn't read that in the memo. Thought you was rooming with the homies. Sean, let's go though. Who you, homie?
Hilarious. And we were like, Javon and his wife or whatever, and he was like, no.
I think he even saw that print. He went, no. I got
He's like, I got
got
points.
miles.
I got
He said
points
he got points.
at Mary. I think this is a bitch.
And we was like, he said, no, we got a room for you. But then Bougetta. So we go, how many rooms? It's only like 2 bathrooms. She's like,
She wanted one for herself.
Yeah, nigga.
I was like, well,
she's like, gotta camp out. I guess we gotta put all your makeup on.
I just need my own.
Damn.
I do. I'm sorry. This is who I am.
It has to be marble and nice.
What kind of sinks are they?
Roses and the yellow M&Ms.
So Sean, you might not be with us.
I'll be there. That's all I know.
Yeah, man. Pam, you really not gonna stay?
I said night 1, and then I have to
games and
assess.
shit.
I know we're gonna have fun, and night 1, and then I have to assess the accommodations. Sorry,
Do we have to like give you your own bathroom?
it would be nice. I could take it.
90 motherfuckers in that house. You gonna stand in line at one bathroom. Hey! Come on, Sean. Shit. I mean, don't shit. Damn.
Hey, Chelsea, we had that conversation. Like, you gotta wait for everybody to take a shower in the morning. You gotta smell
Well, no, if you do it right, it's.
Hey, man.
Well, we did
Okay,
it.
the shows are at night, so we have plenty of time.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I'm just Bougetta. Yeah,
She gonna wear the moo and she need to be able to get
Kitty
breathe.
flopping.
You ain't never been camping before?
No.
Pam don't
I've been
herself.
camping and I don't do camping.
Yeah, we had a whole thing. Pam said she in the motherfucker back at the campsite. In the cabin.
Oh, the cabin.
Yeah, she ain't in no tents.
No.
Her phone don't
I
work.
don't
It ain't.
No.
You got camp? No.
I was gonna
In
take a
motor-
portable
like if it's
toilet.
a motorhome.
What the fuck?
A motorhome. My dad got one. He just bought one, and I'm like,
Y'all don't like go out in the woods and see the. You gotta.
You don't either.
I will.
No, sir. I'm just kidding.
You will.
As long as my phone works. Look, I get no reception, bitch. No. But I can't do where the dude. What's the guy? Bear. Everybody watch that guy. They just drop him somewhere.
Oh, you're talking about
make
yeah.
it work.
Nah.
That motherfucker had be him and the camera dude. He was like, "Well, here bears. I hear another bear." So he put this little string around. He put a string around the campsite. That the bear, nigga, that motherfucker was sleeping. That motherfucker.
He actually did something on the news, and there was a jaguar that was following him for like 10 miles or something crazy like that.
Are you serious?
Like he set up a camera, and he went back to look at the footage, and like literally 2 minutes after he walked by, the jaguar came and sniffed the ground, and it was tracking him. It was tracking him for about 10 miles. Yeah,
I watched this show. I don't know if you ever watched it.
No.
I mean, at the end of the day, he's got a camera crew. How out in the open are you really? But he was in the desert and he had no water, so he caught a snake, peeled the skin, peed in the snake, peed in it because he ain't had no water. But he said you could drink your pee in dire straits, but you can't you can't be all there, nigga.
So the snake was just like a cup.
Yeah, so
That's
he
disgusting.
peeled the skin, tied it in a knot, peed in it, tied that in a knot, put that around his neck. He was walking through the desert, and then he got to that point. He said, "Well, I'm gonna get my drink on," but he took a little bit, but you can drink pee. You can't live on it.
Yeah, you can drink.
You're supposed to drink hot pee though.
But
You can drink.
hey, nigga, you'd be surprised what you drink when you ain't got it. Hot piss. That wouldn't.
What's his name? The boxer was drinking his own pee. What's his name? That fought Pacquiao all the time.
Juan Manuel.
Who?
He drinks his pee. Yeah. He says
For what?
Minerals,
For
some
protein?
crap.
Electrolytes?
Eddie Griffin, when he had a show, he met with some kind of therapist or some shit like that or whatever, and they went through some process where he drank his pee to cleanse himself.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not saying you can this is the everyday get down, but in dire straits, and that's why I watched the show, Bear, because if you get, black folks, we camp, but like I said, we in the motherfucking trailer, it's not that far. But white folks go out there, and then the shit don't go bad. When they go bad, nigga, they just,
Spicy apple juice.
Spicy apple juice. That's funny. Oh yeah, and I saw the Dave Chappelle special.
Oh, what did you think? Okay, my homeboy shot the last two. So what did you think? That was the one that was the last one was when he was at the Comedy Store in the belly room or whatever.
So TMZ or something, they tried to make some out of a few jokes that he said because what they want to do for comedians is make it where you can't say what you want to on stage. It's freedom of speech. Whatever I say, it is what it is. And he did the joke about the little gay kid that he was gay at 14. I'm pretty sure at 14 he knew what he was getting himself into, so they went off on him. I thought that Dave Chappelle's was good because he did 4 different shows, and they're all totally different. There's not, and as a comic, that's a lot of writing.
Right.
You have to be borderline genius to do
4 hours?
4 hours at
With
4
each
different
hour piece?
locations and not touch the same subject you did on another show. It's almost impossible to do, and he did it with no problem. And I thought that was great. The shows, did it make me laugh the whole time? No, I didn't laugh. Like I think the greatest stand up video besides Richard and Eddie is Tommy Davidson's "Chillin' in Philly." If you ever get a chance, Chillin' in Philly, from beginning he touched the stage to Tommy Davidson leaves the stage, you are laughing your ass off. Richard, Eddie, you're laughing all the way through those as well. But a stand-up movie, one of the best, one of the worst, Chris Tucker's.
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
Netflix.
And he a friend. He a real friend of mine. And the problem with that was that when Chris made it, a lot of people don't know, he only had the set that he did on Def Jam. That was his set. And he had came out here from ATL, and he was going to the Comedy Act Theater, and he happened to go up, and Cube was in the house. Cube saw him. He destroyed. Next thing you know, he becomes this big star. He never had a chance to get out there and make an hour show. So when they did the hour special on Netflix, which I think was like 2 years ago, because I saw it when we were in Palm Springs.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
I was just sitting there like, I just felt bad for him because it was premise with no joke.
And he looked very uncomfortable.
Yeah, but he got a lot of money for it. So that to me was probably the worst black stand-up. And Carmichael's stand-up. I didn't think it was funny.
Did you ever see Too Soon, Charlie Murphy's? Right after the show, is it?
What are you talking about? Comedy Get Down?
No.
Charlie Murphy.
Wait. You gotta ask me again. Ask me again.
Too soon?
No, ask me again.
Have you ever seen Charlie Murphy?
So, Chris Tucker show. Charlie Murphy not funny. Charlie Murphy a great storyteller.
Yeah, he is.
He tells great stories.
Or a writer.
But he's not common.
Yeah.
What happens is that you become so well known that now you got to find a way to flip it and make money out of it. Now he was making money doing movies with his brother, but the other way to do that is go, well, you're a stand-up, and then you could go, and then people are gonna pay you $50,000-$60,000 to go up and yeah. But he's not Eddie Murphy. Nowhere close, but he got his money. I can't get mad at that.
What do you think about Deion Cole's special he just did?
I haven't seen Deion's funny.
Yeah. No, he was great. No,
I knew Deion when he was in Chicago. When he got here, and he used to work on Craig Robinson's show. He was a writer over there, and then they hooked him up, and that's how he got Blackish. But that dude funny.
Yeah, he is.
He is
Funny
absolutely
comedian, but
funny.
he had terrible hosts though. He hosted last year. We was at the.
I didn't
Image
say it. You're supposed to go
Awards.
do the show.
Oh, I mean,
No, go ahead.
I mean, he couldn't. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like it is, and I was just
He
talking
probably
to.
knowing him, he probably was high.
Yeah, it was terrible. He couldn't read. He was fucking up people's names. I mean, this is the Image Awards pre-awards dinner. Before they give out the prees, before they give them out on the show, or whatever. And it's him and I forgot who else was hosting with him. And I was like, ooh. This is terrible. It was
and when you fuck up Black
and then
bougie
I've been around you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this is bad.
I would have loved to host that.
I know, right? We have to do that. We have to figure that out.
It's been the Rollout Show. This has been fucking fantabulous. I know, Mo, you don't do Twitter and all that shit.
No.
All right, cool. My buddy Mo, he from Texas. I told him to come
South
down.
Dallas, Texas.
I think Flex left you.
Did Flex leave?
Yeah, Flex gone. He gone to Compton.
How you getting back up to the big house?
You take
Flex.
We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Give me information and all that good stuff.
Get off
I have an Instagram, and it's Brittany Russell, BRITTANI, RUSSELL.
Oh, I get it. Brittany and Brian. Oh, yeah. Who's the oldest? Who's the oldest?
Me.
Oh, okay. And yours is?
You guys don't need to follow me.
There it is. Oh, bitch. Don't follow me, bitches. That's what she really said.
Pretty much. Yeah. You don't need to see what I'm doing.
Damn. Follow my sister and maybe you see me. Now, are you guys always together? Like,
most of the time.
really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
We're all pretty close. Yeah.
Social media and stuff for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you too. We
gonna help
do.
y'all out, though.
Yeah.
Social
Yeah,
Laughing at
don't
the
let me
200
tweet,
followers.
nigga. I would tweet one motherfucker. We on there, and they'll be pushing it. Pam.
You can reach me at Nikki Pam with 2 Ks on on all social media. Don't forget the comedy show, the 19th, 20th, and 21st in Pleasanton, California at Tommy T's. Go to Eventbrite, roll out live, and just reserve your ticket, and then we will have you at the door so you can just pay that 2-for-1 price. Say you listen to the Rollout Show, and it will be all good.
And we're trying to hook it up where we get a set of free people in a lot. So we're still working on that, and we'll have that information probably later on this week. But because we do want to offer that to our fans, because
Yeah,
you guys
I feel like our
supported
fans
the shit out of us.
Yeah,
absolutely,
and we appreciate.
And
that.
I see people already reserving, so definitely do that. I see lots of. So go ahead, do it now.
Yeah.
Eventbrite. Yeah, and it seats about 300 probably.
300 each show.
Yeah.
And there's 2 show Friday, 2 shows Saturday, 1 show Sunday.
Yes.
We gotta go to church. Give you information.
I ain't gonna give the phase on answer. Google me. No, I'm playing. My Instagram is Jovan JOVAN_drum_producer on Instagram.
And thank you again too, bro. Because again,
No problem.
you know, it's a little goofy little dream of mine, and it's dope that it can come true. And then I'm able to help my son because he got to work. My other son working. Pretty much all my kids working.
That's good.
Yeah, he don't need to just the man at home. Ask me for money, nigga. Get in the car, go pick something up. You know how it can work, Mo. Even though Mo went off from Brooklyn.
Why?
Brooklyn uses deodorant. What? But he didn't want to be funky.
Yeah.
That was always a silver lining. Yeah. He took a shower and he forgot it. He had left his deodorant in the shoes, and I took the shoes back home. And I noticed it was in there, but I said, he'd be all right. And then what happened, Mo?
He used my deodorant. He used all of it.
All of it?
Yes.
In one use?
It was done. Ask him.
Was it new?
No, it was the regular deodorant,
the white one
that you can know it's gone when you. You're like, damn, it's gone.
Damn,
you see the two holes.
And then what did you say to Brooklyn?
I said, did you use my deodorant? He said, no.
He'll never tell
I said, come on, Brooklyn.
How old is Brooklyn? How old is Brooklyn?
13.
13 now.
No, but
He a big 13.
He don't put no
He a
deodorant
big
on. He smell like a 30-year-old. He get funky real fast. Like, he missed the shower.
Most boys do, though.
Be like, hey, little homie, come on in there.
We cool.
Most boys do.
We cool.
Speedy is funny on everything. That's Speedy IZ.
So?
Funny on everything. Donald Caldwell on Facebook. They made me change it. Punks.
No, it's comedian Speedy
Well,
on Facebook.
But if you look on there, it's just Donald Caldwell.
Right, but
Jr.
You can still type in comedian Speedy and it'll still come up Donald Caldwell.
Because, they made you change it.
Right.
And I thought somebody was trying to get, black folks, we get suspicious when nigga ask you for your real on a computer.
Especially
and I'm
you.
trying to log in, and they like, no, I need your real name. I was like, anyway, nigga, Speedy. No. Yeah, I put my real in, and I was able to get all my shit. So I was like, hey, I don't like put my real shit on. Fantastic show. Tomorrow is Talent Tuesday. We got
Will Blue be in the building?
Yeah, Blue be in the building.
we
We got
5 guests tomorrow.
Yeah, we got a big show
5
tomorrow.
guests?
Are you?
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm here.
Again? You know what? You getting the hang of this shit.
Yeah, a little bit.
I saw you throw a couple jokes in, a little jab. Yeah, Speedy, you chubby. I was like, hey. Nigga with the drum set got jokes?
Nigga with the symbols?
Right.
Nigga with the
Triangle?
triangle, nigga?
Triangles are important.
Shit. You ever seen the dude that's, what's the guy who used to be homeless and now he's a big time singer? Sounds like Al Jarreau's not around anymore.
Was he on like the
Sound like Al Jarreau.
American Idol or something like that?
Kim.
Oh, Kim, yeah.
You ever seen the dude that plays?
He got a triangle player?
He has a whole tent full of shit.
Uh-huh.
And so during the show, he's playing on the little thing here, then he's hitting drums and he's tinging.
He plays for Kim?
Yeah. So during the course of the concert, he gets a solo.
Oh,
and
wow.
he played everything in this fucking tent. It was look like a tent, but it's a big ass thing. And he got the last thing he hit was he went ting, and motherfuckers lost their mind. It was fucking hilarious. But yeah, this guy. If you ever seen Kim, which is fantastic, I opened for him several times. Cool guy. He destroys. Kim destroys, and he played a song exactly the way it is.
Yeah, he does.
He does. You're right.
Make sure I get that out there.
My people play for him.
Again, get your tickets now. They're going fast. The 19th is around the corner. We're going to drive up. And like I said, we're going to videotape everything. And again, thank you, Javon. We appreciate that. Thank you, Michelle, our producer. Thank you to brother
Nick Shabazz.
Brother Nick Shabazz in the building with the David Caress glasses.
Waco. Can your Waco on?
Ain't them the Waco glasses?
It is the Waco glasses.
I mean, Mo, you been to Waco, Texas. Them the glasses.
I don't know.
The wire glasses.
Them the ones right there.
That's a little too old of a joke for me.
I told you.
Sorry about that.
So I got to play the out music, right? So I'm going to do.
Why don't you go to
Watch your tone, girl. Don't ever talk to me like that.
DJ Ron keep hitting me and asking me if you got
I
the
know,
mixes.
he got it. I keep sending it to
I'm
him.
just saying that so
He don't
DJ
want
Ron know I sent it to you. That's
Yeah,
I don't know the man's mix.
You
Do
do
your
have
thing.
time to go to your email and hit play. Try it, Speedy. Let's just try it. Because Ron has worked hard.
No, he ain't. At home. Working from home.
Shout out to DJ Ron.
Yeah, hey, Ron. Anyway, so
Yeah,
came from you,
I
Pam?
think maybe he might be here tomorrow if he feels
Pam, is right here? No.
Yes, that's it.
That's it.
Ron, what's his name? Chessman?
Oh, I saw Chessman. I was like, why am I playing chess
No,
with
gotta
Pam?
go up. Hit that blue box.
It's a Dropbox link, okay.
Yeah, because it's a lot of music in it.
Allegedly, don't believe this.
View as, what did it say?
I don't know.
Yeah, view as Speedy DRC.
Yeah.
Nigga.
All right. Shout out to rehearsal.
This nigga, he done signed out. Oh my God.
You want to just play something from your...
Never mind.
No. Why he just didn't send email? Look, why he didn't text it to me?
It's probably too big.
How about our outro?
I had a great joke for that, but I know your daddy.
I did too. That's why I said
Anybody else I'd have said that. Going out on that.
Okay.
Till tomorrow, Tell It Tuesday. Greatest video ever made.
You should do that.
You really couldn't watch it if you was a dude. You had to be like, I ain't watching
You
that.
gotta say pause the whole time.
You gotta say pause the whole time.
Yeah.
We out.
So I signed out of my.